Anthony are no strangers to scandal. Opie and Anthony on satellite radio.
Apparently, Opie and Anthony are dicks.
Oh, here they go again.
It's a fun, dopey radio show. Not just any radio show. A radio show that inspires beyond your wildest dreams.
The show was a lot funnier on any W.
The show's hosts, Anthony Cumia and Greg Opie Hughes.
Controversial team.
6 years without getting fired, a new record for us.
It's just astounding to me. I didn't want to say it's racist, but goddamn.
This show will rock as best as we could possibly do this radio show.
I'm going to go home and whack to a tranny later. There you go, all right?
God, we just lost our demo, man. What's wrong with you?
This is the last straw for the raunchy radio duo.
The Opie and Anthony Show, the most popular show in the history of satellite radio.
But enough of this palaver. Let's get the show on the road.
Good morning.
There we
Hi.
are. Hi, folks.
Hello.
It's an Ellen, folks.
Kenny, can
Hi,
I get a cup of
folks.
coffee, please? I need another cup of coffee.
Gotta wake up. What would you up late watching the election results?
Not really. I was watching, ready for this?
Yeah.
Jersey Shore.
Oh, yeah.
Because we got the sitch coming in on Friday, so I figured maybe I should watch the show to be a little informed.
Is there anything new you need to know?
Not really, no. It was a waste of time.
That's what I was assuming.
It really was a waste of time. I don't even know what to ask the sitch on Friday, but that's really what I was watching. I did make sure that the Republicans did what everyone thought they were going to do.
Take the House.
They took the House, and I said, okay, that's all I need to know. And then I did see, all right, I did see a little bit. I was going back and forth that the witch. I saw the witch.
Yes, Pelosi.
Oh, well,
Oh,
no, she's the
that one.
bitch.
Oh.
There's a bitch and there's a witch.
Yeah.
What's her name? Chris O'Donnell?
Oh, huh?
Yeah.
What about her?
She wants to be the next Sarah Palin, obviously. She wants to be a media darling.
Yeah.
And they're already speculating that she would be perfect for Fox News, the Fox News channel.
Yeah, Fox News loves pulling them all in.
So I don't know.
I'm happy Pelosi's out. Good.
Is she out?
Oh, yeah.
Good,
no
good,
more
good.
Speaker of the House.
Yay.
Bye-bye. We have Boehner. I like how he pronounces his name.
Boner?
It's Boner.
It is Boner.
I just look at, I see Boner.
That's a guy that wanted to do something serious with his life, but he had the name Boner.
Boner. So he changed to Boehner.
To Boehner. But, I mean...
There's another guy out there named Crapo.
Crapo?
It's Crapo. Your name's fucking Crapo, dude.
Yeah,
Don't even try to... It's crap with an O at the end. It's Crapo.
Yeah, I love the people that add a little French to the bad names to make it sound like something.
Coons won, too.
I know.
Did he win? Did Coons
You know,
win?
on Twitter, I saw Fred from Brooklyn saying that there's Coons running, is it Ohio?
Yeah, where's Coons from?
It's Ohio. I guess he beat the witch, right? And I was like, wow, Fred from Brooklyn being a awful
Delaware.
racist. Delaware. Yeah. And then I realized, there's a guy named Coons.
Yeah, Coons. It is Crapo.
It is Crapo?
No, look at Crapo. They were like, and Crapo in Idaho,
No, it's
Crapo.
Crapo.
It's like, no, it's Crapo.
Crapo is Crapo.
That's Crapo. I don't care how you take the O off. It's not crepe.
How do you make it into Crapo?
I think you have to go CRAP.
You guys might not like this, but I think that Crapo would be, because I think it's a hard A if it's one P, and if it double P's, it becomes softer.
Crapo, yeah.
Yeah, like.
You sure?
Like,
That's Crapo. Look at it.
It just looks like Crapo.
Oh, of course it does. All his childhood was horrendous because of that name.
It certainly was.
This might surprise all of you, but I was really awful in English in high school. And,
No, you weren't.
And that certainly looks like Crapo to me.
Looks like Crapo. That's it. Yeah, Crapo would have to be CRAYPO. Crapo.
Well, how do you spell crepe? CREP.
CREPES,
right?
I think. Yeah.
CREPE. Whatever.
Yeah, but then if you put an E in, it becomes Crapeo.
Crapeo.
But if you put two P's,
Yeah. Then
then it's Crapo.
Yeah.
But this is probably Crapo. But he's still shit. Let's just say that.
It's just crap, though.
Yeah, we all think crap. It's duty with an O after it.
Yes, it is.
Do they have the results so we know how many votes each person in New York? I want to see how did Kristen Davis do and how did McMillan do?
McMillan got 1%.
1%. 1%.
1% of the vote, which means about 28 votes, I think he got.
Is that more than 50,000 though? Like, because you need that to get on the. It's got to be. Maybe not.
I don't know. Where is that shit?
Yeah, I don't know where the rest.
I mean, how
of
many
it,
people vote in New York State?
I don't know. They have the giant Cuomo headlines here in New York from Andrew Cuomo, Mario's son, is the governor of New York now.
I guess he was the best choice. I guess
He's the only.
He was really the only.
He's
choice,
the only
but...
one that was gonna win.
Ugh.
Like Palladino is a raving lunatic. They weren't gonna elect him. And New York is just such a democratic state, or at least the city. The state tends to run Republican, but it's like,
does it really?
Yeah, believe it or not, like upstate and shit like that. But the city has such
Buffalo and
influence.
Rochester and all that is sort of Republican. That's what I know is upstate,
and the
that's way upstate.
But Chuck Schumer's back.
I hate Schumer.
We got to deal with Schumer and his big issues like video games,
really,
and fucking. Sugar and shit like that.
Aspartame.
Yeah, while the state is just going broke.
Yeah, let's worry about aspartame.
So he's back, and
you should move.
Gilda Brand is in. She's finishing out the rest of her term, and I ain't gonna move.
But you should.
Where am I going?
You would be great in a Republican state, man. You would love that shit.
Be like
wouldn't
fucking. Be great.
What's the nearest Republican state from here? I don't even know.
Oh no, where would I have to go?
Certainly isn't Massachusetts. It's certainly not New York.
PA.
Is it PA?
I think PA took a few.
PA's a Republican. Well, isn't that a wishy-washy state?
Yeah, they're a little wishy-washy.
Them in Ohio.
I don't want to live in PA anyway.
And Florida. Doesn't the election come down to those three states usually?
Yeah.
See, I know a little
whichever
bit
way
about
they
politics.
swing.
Whichever
way they swing. Mm-hmm. I don't know. I'm very surprised Harry Reid in Nevada held on to his seat. How the fuck did that happen?
Well, how many people got kicked out? Was it a bloodbath, Ant?
Yeah, it's the biggest turnover in 70 years or so.
70?
Yeah, the biggest political turnover as far as the House goes. And the Senate got real close, too. So they don't have as big a majority as they used to.
Isn't it amazing? The same thing that got the Democrats in, which was discussed with the Republicans.
Yeah.
Got them out a couple years later.
2 years later.
People have just had enough.
Really, they have.
And Obama spent all that time instead of trying to run the country. The president should be forced to sit in the fucking White House and run the country.
Not campaign for people.
Not campaign while you're on the job.
You know what's amazing?
Or do it on your vacation time or something, whatever. Yeah. Fucking figure something out.
When was the last time you saw our blind as a bat governor do anything?
True.
He's been out of the news. He hasn't done anything.
Are we done with him now?
In January.
In January, right.
But like, you think he's going to do anything now?
Nah, lame duck action.
He hasn't even been in the news. He hasn't done anything.
Your boy's on the line.
Oh.
He's not my boy. Sean Hannity.
Your boy stuff.
Hi, Sean.
Did you show up and vote yesterday?
Me? No, I don't vote.
I absolutely did.
Anthony voted, yes.
No, Anthony voted.
Yeah.
Yes.
Who else was in today?
Norton, I had an injury. I couldn't vote.
He pulled a hammy. He couldn't get down there.
Yeah, I was injured, Sean.
What was the injury?
I hurt my arm when I should have registered a while ago, and I didn't.
I know.
Jimmy, you don't vote?
No.
You're killing me.
I know. I admit I'm an ass. I don't, though.
Yeah, I voted, and then I watched the results. A couple of surprises that I'd like to talk to you about.
This is a massacre.
Oh, I know. Absolute massacre. I want to know how Harry Reid held on to his job.
You know, I got to tell you, that was for me the biggest surprise of the night.
Absolutely.
And look. He has an effective machine out there. You know, we got reports that, people that were working in some of the casinos like Harrah's and others, were being told by their bosses, go out and vote, guys,
No.
So there was a lot of pressure, a lot of union support that he has. And, I like Sharon Engel a lot. I got to meet her. I've interviewed her a number of times. We did our Freedom concert out there, and she went on stage. Lovely woman. I thought, she probably could have run a better campaign in terms of her communication, but she's not a professional politician, so I think that might have hurt her a little bit. And there's, Harry Reid was vicious, absolutely brutal.
But you look at the issues, highest unemployment and just in bed with every step of the way with Pelosi and Obama. You would think that out of anybody, he would have been the one showing the door, but... He
would have been kicked in, Well, what do we say, Norton? Would have been kicked right there and out the door.
Yeah, I don't usually say right there, but since you're on the phone.
Now let's go back to Opie. Opie, what happened?
Why are you beating me up? Why the hell are you beating me up? What?
Now, first of all, why won't you come on Hannity, the TV show? Norton comes on.
He's obsessed with me being on his show.
On the TV show.
Yes.
You know, Anthony comes on and kicks butt on the TV show.
Well,
and I keep saying, well, where's Opie? What's up with Opie?
Can we talk pop culture or something? I don't want to talk politics.
Well, we could talk pop culture. What do
you don't talk pop culture.
Listen,
you don't know the first thing about pop culture.
Well, you want
just like I don't know shit about politics.
What do you want me to tell you about pop culture?
What do you know about pop culture?
Ask me a question. I'll tell you if I know anything about it.
Name 3 people from the Jersey Shore.
Snooki.
Okay, good.
And I forget the other two.
You knew Snooki.
Ask me if I've ever watched an episode.
No, ask me to name 3 senators. I couldn't do it, so.
You know what, but here's the point, and Anthony will tell you this, too. Do you even care? Do you look at, like, how much... Look, I know you're a zillionaire and you make a lot of money in radio.
Yeah.
All right, but do you even care that if you live in New York, you're going to pay 60 cents out of every dollar in taxes? Does that not eat away at your mind?
If I knew how much money I made, it would. A long time ago, I decided not to really know how much money I make.
That's unbelievable.
I'm serious.
It destroys me. It is the bane of my existence to sit there and watch them just keep digging into my pockets and making us the villains. Yet the supporters,
and we got to sit in the back. We're the enemies.
Yeah, the bad guys, because you've done everything that this country, the opportunities that this country has. You've used the opportunities, made something of yourself, and all of a sudden you're the bad guy.
Do you know how many people, Anthony, I swear, have come up to me and said, "I can't believe I listen to Opie and Anthony all the time, and Anthony really knows his stuff." And then they say, "What's up with Opie?"
Oh,
I have other things to do. Let me ask you a basic question, Sean Hannity.
You want to go on offense? Here we go. Let's get
no. And I actually enjoy watching you on the TV. I do. You know that.
No, I know.
All right. Now you said, hold on. You said there was a bloodbath last night, right?
It was a bloodbath.
Okay, I'm going to go down to the basics because that's how I deal with politics. What will change now that there was a bloodbath last night?
I'll tell you, it's like America's boat was taken on water, and the boat's about to sink. And what was sinking was the American dream. What was sinking is America as a land of opportunity. Look, if you lived your life the way government was working now, where literally, we took on, in the short time that Obama was president, $3 trillion in new debt. That's more debt than every president from Washington up to and including the 8 years of Ronald Reagan. And we did it because, look, Obama, when he talked about change, was not just talking about changing Washington, but literally transforming American society away from an opportunity society where, people would be pioneers and they'd work hard and they'd take care of their families. When my grandparents came here to this country, they didn't have guaranteed health care. They didn't have guaranteed daycare. We weren't bailing out banks and financial institutions. Government wasn't buying car companies. We weren't spending recklessly with this Keynesian economic model of redistribution. America was a land where, individuals were responsibility for their own life. Look, I would argue, I've listened to you guys enough over the years. You don't want government in your life when it comes to what it is you can or cannot say on the radio.
Nope.
You don't want anybody in the government in your private life in terms of what it is you're doing, who you're dating, who you're sleeping with, what you're doing.
I'll take the one point on because I see Norton too. I don't worry about what the government says as far as what we can say on the radio. I worry about the company itself now, the special interest groups, corporations in general. They're way out of control before the government is.
And Sean, to be honest, when it comes to what we do on the air, and believe me, the Democrats' political correctness is sickness. But I think the Republicans made it worse for us. And I hate to say that, but I really do. I think it was a lot worse for us when the fines got tenfolded on terrestrial radio, and that was all the morality of conservatives, and that's where they lose me.
That was Tipper Gore. That was a lot of people. It wasn't me. I make
not
with the First Amendment, and I can tell you as a conservative, and in this sense, I have a lot of libertarian leanings. I don't want the government telling anybody what they can and cannot say on the radio. Look, here's the environment. Look, you guys are on satellite, which I know has grown by leaps and bounds, and you have a freedom that I can tell you that does not exist for me on terrestrial radio. There are people, and I can prove it to you, who have, in some cases, George Soros money, whose only job is to sit in their underwear every day in the hopes that me or Rush or Levin or Bortz or any talk show host or Imus, that we say one word, one sentence, one phrase, and they don't like it, and they then get that information out to special interest groups,
Yep.
and then they begin either one or two campaigns. They target your advertisers. That's an attempt to silence your speech. Or they go directly at your company and try and get you fired for what it is you said.
It's mob tactics they use.
I find you to be the exception, though. You're the exception rather than the rule when it comes to conservative. You're right. That is more libertarian. You're one of the very few guys on that side of the fence that really does go to bat for guys like this show. And I remember when we were kicked off the air, you did.
Oh, yeah.
You're one of the very few guys that does. But that's where the conservatives lose me a lot.
Well, look, there are some people, it's a very simple solution if you don't like what you're hearing on the radio. Turn the dial.
Right. You were one of the few that stuck up for Imus, and, man, you stuck up for us, too, which was amazing. I'm like, why is Sean sticking up for us? Is it crazy?
You know what it is?
We're duty joke guys.
You were a thorn in my side.
Yeah. It goes in phases, too, honestly, because I don't think what's on the radio is going to be of concern to a lot of Republicans right now. I think they have their work cut out for them. Patching the holes that were made in the past 2 years with Obama in there and Pelosi. Thank God she's done.
Yeah,
I don't have to
manage everybody's expectations. Look, these guys are going to get in there and they're going to vote to repeal health care. That's great.
Yeah.
But the president's not going to let it happen.
He's going to veto it. Yeah, of course.
They're going to vote to extend the Bush tax cuts.
Yeah.
Maybe it happens. Maybe it's temporary. Maybe it's not. I don't know. They're going to vote to rein in spending. There's going to be major fights on this. And I think what's going to happen is you're going to see emerging, two very different visions and choices for 2012. And, Republicans are going to make the argument, look, we only have the House of Representatives. You guys got the Senate. You got the White House. The president has power. If you give us the power, all these things that we did in the House, we will nationalize. And depending on what the state of the economy is at the time and whether or not some of this Keynesian spending gets under control. I think Obama's in trouble.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I think the Republican Party has to start really grooming somebody now.
Agreed.
Or else, again, look at what happened here in New York as far as the governor goes. There was no hope for any Republican to try to challenge Cuomo.
I'm amazed they didn't have anybody here in New York there, Sean.
Yeah, look, the New York Republican Party, I will tell you, is just, it's almost non-existent.
It's a disaster. Chucky Schumer's back in there.
But by the way, could you imagine if Harry Reid lost, he'd be the guy?
I know, yeah.
I mean, it's almost, there might be one silver lining.
Yeah, exactly. That it's not Schumer.
Hey, is it true that you guys have already called the 2012 election at Fox News, and you're calling Obama losing?
All right, is it true that you know nothing about politics?
Yes, it is. What do you think? Obama's done now in 2012?
Cheap shots. Here it is. You avoid my television program, and Norton comes on, and Anthony comes on, and I say to them, "Why won't Opie come on?"
I'll tell you why. Because we were supposed to do dinner many times, and you've blown me off. So I'm supposed to see that beautiful.
You invited me to dinner. You've never invited me to dinner.
I'm supposed to see that beautiful house of yours.
Absolutely not.
On the little island where you have to give all sorts of IDs and bring your passport just to get through the guard tower.
Mr.
I live in a building here in New York.
Yeah, are you married? Did you get married?
Oh my God, you don't even know the first thing about me.
You had a kid, I heard.
Yeah, I've been married almost 2 years, and my son is almost 6 months old.
What are you going to do when your kid turns out to be exactly like you?
No, I don't think he is, though. I don't think
he's already smarter. Let me ask you, have you noticed, despite this election, that Jim Norton has not been on your program in a while?
Yeah, actually, I have noticed.
Thank you.
One of the things, I got to give Norton a lot of credit. When we first started putting Norton on the program, because over the years I've listened to your guys' show a lot, Although my hours are very different now, and so, believe it or not, I'm like on an hour and a half sleep, and I'm getting my kids up for school now, which is why I figured I'd call you and then go back to bed.
Wow.
Norton, I watched him on HBO. My wife and I were up one night, and we were watching your HBO special, and we're laughing our heads off. And like you're scheduled to be on the next night. And every other word is a bleepable word.
Yeah.
And I'm saying, oh no! I mean, we're laughing, we're enjoying it, and I'm telling my wife, yeah, you see, he's going to be on the Great American Panel, and she goes, good luck. But you know what? You always know where the line is, and I give you a lot of credit for it. And everyone loves having you on because you're really funny. But.
Thanks. Yeah. It's like you can't go on Fox or any network and be, HBO is one thing. Yeah, it's just not appropriate.
Yeah.
You know what's good is, and the other thing is people have told me about you, Anthony, is that they just see another side of you. I guess Opie brings out the worst in you, and I kind of bring out the
Yeah, something about the atmosphere of the two shows. They're a lot different.
Well, it's funny because once you start working hard, what do they say? If you're 20 and not a liberal, you don't have a heart. If you're 40 and you're paying taxes and you're not a conservative, you don't have a brain.
Right.
This is true. One of the biggest issues I have is taxes and the fact that I pay so much in taxes and then I'm being told it's not enough.
Isn't that amazing?
That is infuriating. And then you can't even really argue any point because people just be, well, if you didn't have it, you wouldn't have to pay it. And it's like, no, that isn't what this is about. This is about people. It's what you were saying before. People mistake opportunity for a right. There's not a right in this country to be wealthy and to prosper and life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. It's not the right of happiness. And some people, I'm sorry, they're going to have to work harder than other people. That's how this country works. But they've gotten engraved in their head that it's a God-given right that if you're born in this country, you have to live off of the people that have made something of themselves.
All of us, and Norton, I know a lot of comics, and I know a lot of people that have radio stories. You think back in your early days, you guys got behind a radio microphone and you fell in love with it. That's what happened to me. I was working my way in and out of school, and I'd go to school and I'd run out of money and I'd go back to work, and I was involved in contracting. I've done every job there is. My father worked in restaurants. I started out as a dishwasher and busboy and bartender and waiter, and I've hung wallpaper, and I painted houses, and I laid tile, and I framed houses, and I fell off a roof 3 stories right on my head.
Busy guy.
Yeah. That's when I became a conservative, Opie. All you guys, we get behind a microphone for the first time.
Yeah.
And I fell in love with it. I wanted to do this for the rest of my life. And I worked for a year for free. My first radio job paid me $19,000 a year. I got hired over the phone. I packed everything in the back of the van, and I moved to Huntsville, Alabama.
Wow, I didn't know that.
And Norton, when you start out in comedy, you go to the worst places.
Yeah.
You pay your own way. You get $25 a night if you're lucky.
It was a year before my first paid gig. A year, and it was a $25 gig.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But you did it. You followed your dream because, you know what, this is what you want to do. You wanted to be on stage. You want to make people laugh and have a good time.
Right.
And this is what America's about. Now, we make those choices in life. Look, there are some people that are going to bed right about now, and they've been up all night, and they've been drinking, and they've been partying, and they're not going to get up, and they're not going to work hard tomorrow. Mm-hmm. But there's a mentality among some in this country that they think they've been conditioned to believe that America should provide them their health care. If they have kids, their kids ought to get government-run daycare. Mm-hmm. The rent is too damn high. Some people want, landlords, individuals forced by the power of government to subsidize their rent. That's what rent control, rent stabilization in big cities like New York is all about. And then there are those of us that think, you know what, get up, take care of your own life. You live in the greatest, freest country in the world. Stop expecting other people to do stuff for you. If you're really sick, if you're elderly, if you're young and disabled, we're willing to pitch in and help, but this is not a permanent gig. You've got to, at some point, learn how to fish yourself.
Yeah.
What do you think
Take care of yourself.
A Republican I have a problem with is Bloomberg in this, because I think, first of all, I don't think
he's not a Republican.
Oh,
exactly. He's a very, he just took that because he couldn't get on the Democratic ticket. How did he get himself exactly a fourth term and then spend $100 million on the election? How does that happen?
Yeah,
I'm sorry, third term. Sorry.
Fourth term. Now he's advocating that
third term.
Third term, and now he's advocating everyone only have 2 terms.
Yeah,
well, that's it.
It really is reprehensible.
That passed, by the way, didn't it? It's only we're down to 2 terms again, right?
Well, what did he exactly do?
The last I saw was gone. I didn't see the final results.
Yeah.
How did that happen? What exactly did he get passed? Because it really makes me hate him.
Just well, the referendum was he gets 3 terms because New York really needed him at this time.
Yeah.
Apparently, we couldn't survive without him.
But didn't we want Giuliani for a third term?
Yeah, I would have taken
Remember
Giuliani
that?
for a third term.
And wasn't he the guy that said, no, that we got term limits?
The system has the works for a reason.
Yeah, look, there was, that was actually George Washington's mentality, although we did have, FDR, and
he was trying to hold the job like a pope.
Yeah, pretty much. That's one way to look at it, Anthony.
Yeah.
The white smoke coming out.
Yeah.
All right, so now it's back to 2 terms. So it was bad for Rudy to stay. What is Giuliani going to do? I loved him as mayor in New York.
I think he's thinking of running for president. If you want my list, I think Palin is really considering it. I think Newt's considering it. Palente's considering it. I would not be surprised. I think Christie will be considered vice president. I think Bobby Jindal may not run, but he'd be a great vice president. I also think one day he could be a great president. Watching from yesterday's election, Marco Rubio is a rising star in the Republican Party. He's got one of the most compelling life stories. Why, the very things we've just been talking about. He's a Cuban American. His family grew up in communism. He comes to America. This is the land of hope and opportunity. I think he was saying on the campaign trail his dad was a bartender, his mother was a maid, and he always was brought up to believe you can be anything in America. And he really articulates conservatism really well. Did I say Romney? I think he's going to get in it.
Yeah.
Daniels.
Now, you think Palin's going to run as she's going to want to be a president or vice president?
Well, if she runs, she'll be running for president. I don't think she's made up her mind. I mean, in the interviews that I've had with her, in the time she's on Hannity tonight, I'm going to ask her, obviously, but it'll be interesting to see.
I think she's doing that love affair. I think she actually is doing a good job backing people and
did a great job
influencing the vote in that way. And watching her on Fox News, she does come off a lot more informed than she did when she was on the vice presidential ticket. She absolutely comes off more informed, and she's speaking a lot better than she did. Things aren't blindsiding her like they used to.
Look, I got to know her a little bit, and I like her, so maybe I'm defending a friend here. But you think back. Look, imagine a scenario where it's the summer before a really important election, and you're a governor of a small state, and in her case, Alaska. All of a sudden, you kind of get picked out of obscurity. You weren't on everybody's, top 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5 in terms of being picked as VP, and you get pulled out of obscurity and you get thrown into the national limelight. And then, there's Charlie Gibson and Katie Couric, and they're on a mission to tear you down. You got a campaign that's scared to death you're going to make a mistake, and so. Do we all doubt that she knew what newspaper she read every day? But she figured, she couldn't win for losing. If she says the Wall Street Journal, she only read right-wing stuff, or the New York Post, you're a right-wing.
Yeah. That was a setup, obviously.
She should have just lied and said, I read the New York Times and the Daily News.
But then they would have said to her, who's your favorite columnist, or they would have hit her some way. I'm weird with Palin. I would not want to see her as president, but I also think that part of her popularity is that she really did kind of come out from obscurity, and the way she got attacked by the left, it was a really weird attack. Like, what is it with attractive women who are on that side of the coin who just get brutalized? It's a really bizarre dislike of them that people have, and I think that people who have her ideals have kind of rallied around her because they feel bad for her.
I think it's deeper than that. The treatment of conservative women, and okay, so she's good looking, but think about this. All the things that were said about her clothes, her looks, let's take her out of the equation. Let's fill in the blank with Michelle Obama, or Hillary Clinton, or Barbara Boxer. or Jerry Brown's campaign. Granted, it was on a cell phone, but somebody on the campaign is calling Meg Whitman a whore. You got Joy Behar calling Sharon Angle a bitch. Imagine. All right, well, back to the terrestrial radio. I mean, you guys can basically get away with it, whatever you want because you're Opie and Anthony. You can, but honestly, I don't. Would you ever call any Democratic woman a bitch?
No, in an interview, no. I wouldn't call any of them that. Honestly,
on stage you might, but
on stage, but not in an interview.
Comedy stage where you're eviscerating everybody.
Right.
Yeah, but that's different.
Right. That's what I'm saying. During an interview, I wouldn't do it.
No, but this happens to conservatives. All conservative women, it's like fair game. If I called Joy Behar a bitch, I might be fired.
And I've had the discussion even with comics about Palin. And again, I wouldn't vote for her. I would not want to see her be president. But I don't have this visceral dislike of her either. And I've had guys go like, she's dangerous. I'm like, she's a conservative lady. How is she dangerous? She's just a conservative lady. That's it. She's not dangerous.
Let me just point out one thing. She would advocate for lower taxes. Mm-hmm. She wouldn't go with ridiculous notion of shutting down Gitmo or giving Khalid Sheikh Mohammed a civilian trial. She wouldn't stop using the term war on terror and call them man-caused disasters or overseas contingency operations. She wouldn't go around the world apologizing for America. She wouldn't call America arrogant. She would advocate for limited government, greater freedom, lower taxes, individual responsibility, a return to those simple constitutional principles. In the minds of a liberal, she's an idiot, but Barack Obama, who has driven the country into a ditch, is a genius. I don't get it. I don't think she's an idiot or the person that she's painted to be by the media. I don't buy that either. But I do know that she's her thing is, look, she's pro-life, I think, right? That's her thing. So there's a personal liberty that she would, I think, remove from people. Again, she's too conservative for me. I think she's too religious conservative. I gotta be honest, I'll take her over Barack Obama for president. Oh. And I would take that in a heartbeat, please.
Yeah. Because you're a happily married man, Sean. I still need that law on the books.
Which law on the books?
Well, pro-choice. I'm still running around.
Listen. You really want to get into that? Because, look, first of all, you meet the girl at the comedy club, and she comes up to you, oh, Norton, you're wonderful. And then you start making your smooth moves. And you have a lot of choices here.
I know, and I always make bad ones.
How many shots of bourbon you're going to do?
I don't drink.
That's a choice.
I don't drink at all.
Yeah, Jimmy doesn't drink.
I just take my alcohol money and give it to them.
Yeah.
Get them drunk.
Yeah. Now, because he's so bored with this discussion. But
no, I went and got breakfast. What's going on?
You're a pisser.
All right, so you make a choice. You take the girl out to your car, right? And then you make a choice to start making out with her, and then you make a choice to start removing one article of clothing after another, and then you make a choice that you're going to have sex, and then you don't use any protection. Those are a lot of choices there.
That's true.
Sean just gave us a look into his mind.
Pregnant, you know what? I think the baby has a right to live.
Sean, you used to have sex in cars?
Never.
Yeah, I don't like the fact that you didn't give me the credit at least for taking her in my apartment.
Yeah, really.
Hallie's got me as an animal. Look, you throw her on the hood, you're out there in front of the entire audience. They're applauding and booing at the same time.
Listen, I want to go right into the main themes that I want Opie to be able to join the discussion.
All right, relax.
Relax.
A lot of people
I've had about 5 dates my whole life. My wife and I met, and I was in Huntsville, Alabama, when I was doing the radio. Mm-hmm. And from the day we met to the day we got engaged was 3 months, and from the day we met to the day we got married was 6.
Wow.
We were married 18 years.
Oh, but why were you in a hurry?
Because I'm Catholic. It's either get married or sin.
Oh, okay. Wow.
Oh, wait, you're one of those guys?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Oh, I didn't know that.
What does that mean, one of them?
Yeah. Well, don't you want to try it out a little bit first?
I don't talk about it anymore.
But, I mean, logically, wouldn't you want to try it out first?
It's the old kick the tires argument. Mm-hmm. I didn't need to. She was great.
Yeah, for 18 years, obviously, it was the right move.
Something's working.
Something's working. Yeah, we get along pretty good.
I'm too indecisive.
Yeah. She does what?
I'm too indecisive to do that, to make that kind of. I think my demons go too far in one direction to make that kind of a healthy decision.
Do you think it's bad to have sex out of marriage, though?
Look, I'm a Christian, so. What my personal belief is that marriage is sacred and you should wait till you get married. Do I think most people live up to that standard? No. Am I pretty realistic about it? But nor do I think I should impose my values on anybody else.
But do you understand why people don't wait?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Of course. Right.
Yeah.
All right.
He's on the second date looking for a chapel. He gets it.
Down the aisle with, Nike sneakers on saying, yes, I do.
Exactly.
How about gay marriage? Are you completely against that?
I'm against. I don't think we should define or redefine marriage. Look, this is where I am fairly libertarian in this way. I wouldn't change. I don't think we need to change the definition of marriage or what the traditional definition is. But what people, adults, do in the privacy of their own bedroom is none of my business. Period. I don't care, and I just don't care what people do.
And why won't a lot of the, I guess the farther right conservatives kind of, I guess they're religiously influenced or whatever, but that's where they lose me a lot. It's like they talk a lot about personal freedoms and the government not intruding, but they're very comfortable with the government intruding there. Mm-hmm. Or they're very comfortable with the government intruding on the issues that they feel are important. And the liberals are also very comfortable with the government intruding on things that they feel are important. It's like kind of both sides, I feel, balance each other out that way.
I think the most intolerant is the left, and especially when it comes to freedom of speech or people that they don't like or imposing values. Like every time they tax us to impose values, they've got this system or this value system that they think is superior, and that's that we have a role in society to take care of the less fortunate among us, and so what they're going to do is force their morality on everybody by taking other people's money, or else they're going to take you out in handcuffs and off to jail, and they think it's superior. But if liberals are so generous, why don't they spend their own money in their cause? Now, as it relates to the conservatives, why does society have to change its definition of marriage to accommodate a lifestyle choice of other people?
I would agree with that, but
why do people need the rest of society's approval?
Because society's, again, to play devil's advocate, I think society's definition of something is exclusionary of certain groups who are kind of sick and tired of being excluded. Meaning they feel it's an unfair definition. And if society has an unfair definition, they probably want it changed.
If it takes a male and a female to produce a child, would you disagree with me that a mother offers certain things to a child and a father offers certain things to a child that that neither one could offer? I don't know. Like a mom has a way to nurture kids that the father may not have. A father has a way to really instill strength and discipline in their kids in a way that nobody else can.
Yeah, but
so if it takes a man and a woman to make a child, and we agree that men and women bring different things in terms of nurturing a child, then how do you make the argument that it's okay for gay and lesbian couples to adopt?
Wow, Sean, I mean, your definition works in a perfect world, but there's a lot of shitty fucking mothers out there.
A lot of bad parents.
What are you talking about?
Boy, what happened when you grew up, Opie? What? There was an intensity behind that.
It's funny.
That's just
saw that coming.
Because that's just ridiculous. It really is. I mean, there's a lot of crap.
Ridiculous about it?
There's a lot of crappy parents out there where maybe the kid would be better off with two moms or two dads.
I'm just saying, and again, I'm asking.
You're absolutely right in a perfect world, but we don't live in a perfect world.
The thing I have an issue with is if it's about a mother, because we're defining marriage. So if it's basically a mother and a father to create a child, that's like saying, well, let's just say that they can't have kids, but so then that part of what they could do is removed, but they're still allowed to be married. So you can't even base it to me on children, because let's just say that the father or the mother is unable to, or the male or the female is unable to have kids. So to me, the marriage shouldn't be based in the idea of children.
All right, but let's just assume for a moment, would any kid choose to? And my 12-year-old son just walked into the room here. I got to watch myself, and it's his birthday today. Say hi to Opie and Anthony. Say hi.
Oh,
hello.
Happy birthday.
If you go downstairs, I'll meet you down there. I'm going to give you your birthday present in 2 minutes. Okay, I promise.
I wonder what that is.
I'll tell you what it is as soon as he leaves.
Yeah.
All right, good.
I hope it's something fun.
What do you think Sean gets his son for
I hope
his
it's not
birthday?
O'Reilly's book. I hope it's something fun.
A nice 22 rifle.
No, I'll tell you what I got him. I got him because he's like me. I used to open every Christmas.
I want to see if Sean's a good dad or not.
No,
This is going to say a lot.
I got him an iPad, and he's wanted his cell phone for the first time, so I got him.
All right.
Yeah.
You're solid.
Sean's
dad.
a good and rich dad.
Good.
Yeah, they're very.
He's a great gift.
That's what you want. That's pretty good.
All right, so now, what was I going to say? All right, so, but I want you to realize, I don't really care what people do, but would a lot of kids, knowing maybe society's views on issues, is it ideal for kids to grow up with two mommies or two daddies?
Maybe not. I honestly don't know if there's enough history to show, but it's like the same argument could be made, if we're not 100% sure, on interracial couples. A lot of people find that, even though it's a male and a female, to be morally reprehensible. A lot of people would even use the argument that God doesn't like it. And that would be
Who
used.
would use that argument?
A lot of people who are racist. A lot of people.
You're looking a little more old school.
Maybe old school, but people who don't like
now.
it would use that argument to back up their argument. Because most people don't just say, I don't like something, you can't do it. So they find a reason for it.
I'll be perfectly honest. I think discrimination is horrible. I really I got to go back to this main argument here, is that I'm libertarian. Here's what I don't understand. Why are so many people obsessed with worried what other people in society think? If you want to live with somebody, if you want to sleep with somebody, and you're an adult, I don't see people knocking on your door and saying, who are you sleeping with? I don't think, you know what, I think most people, if we get down to the absolute truth, most people are so wrapped up in themselves, they don't care.
And
we all have this notion in life that everybody else is watching us, when in reality they're not.
And as far as the definition, Sean, I think we redefine things a lot as to what we find offensive or what's appropriate, and I think that stuff kind of is changing. And again, I use race as an example only because it's something that at one point was so frowned upon in this country. And now if you look at an interracial couple and go, well, they shouldn't have children, people would go, what, you're out of your mind, why not? But 50 years ago, people would have said, oh, they shouldn't have kids, it's bad for the kids shouldn't be raised in that environment. So I honestly don't know if it's bad for a kid to have two mothers, but I'm kind of tired of people enforcing their morality on gay people and making them behave a certain way.
Now here's another, I'll take it to another level here, just for Opie's sake. What about all religious people? You may not agree with them, but if we believe they have their right to raise their children the way they see fit, right?
Yeah, yes, of course.
All right, so I'm a Christian in my life, and my faith tells me that either sex before marriage is a sin, or that gay relations is sinful, okay? And let's say I want to instill those values in my children.
Sure.
And so I pay for these public schools. I send my kids off to school, and then they go to school, and the values I'm instilling in my kids get contradicted by liberal teachers that say, remember there was a controversy back in New York, some years ago, where they were giving young kids first, second, or third grade, Heather has two mommies and daddy's roommates.
Sure.
Does the educational system and the government have the right to contradict the values of the parent because they don't like their Christian values? Whatever happened to freedom of religion?
I agree with you on that, but again, the same argument could be made for, say, Muslims who believe in Sharia law. And they could say, well, they're showing us that boys and girls are equal, and we don't believe that in this house. We believe that a girl should have a veil on or should be forced to wear a burqa, and here they are allowing them to run. It's like religious stuff should be much more concentrated on in the home, because I think that there's so many different religions that any public school cannot.
Public school should just stay out of it. And first of all, these kids can't read, write, or do math. So if we focused on that, we wouldn't have to even.
Well, they may not. I agree with you, but they may not be looking at this Heather has two mommies as a religious issue. They may not be looking at it that way.
I think the schools have gotten way too involved in people's lives. Instead of just teaching their kids, they're now trying to instill, some type of their own liberal morality into them instead of just teaching them.
Yeah, I agree.
Which is ridiculous.
I think in an ideal world, people, want to have their own commitment ceremony and whatever. That's fine. I don't think they need society sanctioning.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think, it gets complicated after a while.
It really does.
No, go ahead.
Can we talk about Obama's defeat?
I did want to go back to that because wasn't it just?
I got to go be a good father here.
Wasn't it just amazing to see the man that was changing and wasn't going to be politics as usual and was going to be transparent, just doing exactly the same thing you've seen Democrats do over and over again, and even Republicans, just seeing them. He backed into a corner and just started bashing the GOP.
I think it's worse. I think, look, one of the things people were telling me, when I first started really looking into Obama and his background, you know, I got pretty fascinated pretty fast. And, you know, all of a sudden I find that he hangs out with this guy, Jeremiah Wright. You know, I interviewed Jeremiah Wright. It was the last interview he gave before the election of Obama.
Yeah.
I interviewed him in March of 2007 before the election in 2008. And in that interview, I started going through what he called black liberation theology, you know, and you can look it up, and it's pretty radical. And by the way, its roots are in communism, redistribution, and you know, for the black family, the black community, the black this. I said, now, Reverend, if you change the word black with white, wouldn't a lot of people view that as racist? And he got angry, and we started having a big argument on the TV show, and he never showed up on TV again after that.
Right.
And then you find out, well, the president sits on boards with and gives speeches with, you know, a guy by the name of Bill Ayers, a guy that was part of the Weather Underground, a group that blew up the Pentagon, the U.S. Capitol, and New York City Police Headquarters. And I'm like, why would the president be sitting on a board with, giving speeches with a guy with that radical background? And then you dig a little deeper, and he's hanging out with this guy, Father Flager, and this other guy, Tony Resco, and there's this other corrupt deal, and he worked with this group, Acorn, and he, you know, was teaching rules for radicals, and, you know, you find a very radical president. And what's amazing to me is if you look at Barack Obama, the only thing he knows is his radicalism. You know, he ran a really effective communication operation in 2008, and what we've learned in this election cycle is, you know, you can read your teleprompter when you're running for president, and you can make all sorts of promises, and you can hire somebody to write these lofty speeches, but eventually you're going to have to run on your record. And then when he had an opportunity to govern, I think the real story out of this is America is rejected Obama's radicalism.
Yeah, they did. And obviously that came out last night. People not happy with the past 2 years. And they're going to talk about change. Wow. That's the biggest change in 70 years.
All right, now we're going to give the show back to Opie.
Oh, relax. How did you celebrate the big victory last night? Did you crack a beer or something?
No, but I'll
how does Sean Hannity get loose when something like what happened last night happens?
It's funny because I drink like 2 or 3 drinks, and I got this dumb, stupid, you know, Irish grin on my face, and I can't drink a lot.
Oh, God. You don't drunk Twitter, do you?
That'd be funny.
Yeah.
Hannity drunk Twitter.
You better not hang out with Anthony then, man. You'd be in
I
deep
love
trouble.
my Twitters.
And beers. That's what I was
And beers.
Huh?
Are you Twittering all the time, Anthony?
Not all the time. Last night I was a lot. Yeah, it was, you know. Yeah.
And goes through stages.
Opie, did you even watch last night?
Yeah, I watched a bit. I watched a little bit. I just think it's all horseshit in the end.
You don't
how much money? How much money would I save if the Democrats ran everything?
You wouldn't.
I mean the Republicans. I'm sorry.
You know, in an ideal world, you know, I'll tell you how dramatic it was when Reagan was president. I mean, the top marginal rates, believe it or not, when he came in office after Jimmy Carter's disaster was 70%, and he dropped it to 28%.
Wow.
You know, if you look at the top marginal rates now, if you live in New York, for example, it's going up to 39.5%.
Yeah, watch what happens after January 1st.
But think about this. Then you got 10% state income tax or 9% state income tax on top of it. If you own a property, you got property tax.
Sean, I understand that. I'm not as stupid as you think. I know the taxes are completely out of control. I want to know how much it drops if the Republicans ran everything.
I think if they dropped it in the right way that would stimulate the economy, I think they could increase their revenues and drop it 15%. Here's one thing we ought to agree on. If you work your entire life, you know, you've got a kid now, so you're a dad, and I assume your perspective is changing a little. That's what happened to me 12 years ago. My son was born on Election Day, 1998.
Of course he was.
How crazy is that?
Of course he was.
And it was not planned.
My son was born on Mother's Day, so there you go.
Okay.
And I had a lunatic for a mother, so.
There you go.
Yeah, exactly. So it does work out in the end.
Yeah, no, I forgot the point I was going to make.
Yeah, good. That was my point.
Wait, no, 15% taxes probably dropping.
And your perspective changing, yes.
Yeah, you know, let's say you work your whole life and you make all this money in radio and you put your money away and throughout those years you're a good little liberal and a good citizen and you pay all your money in taxes, you have an accountant, you do it right, and then let's say you croak. If you die on December 31st this year, you pay 0 in a death tax. If you die January 1, 55% of your estate goes to the government after you paid money on all that money.
Isn't that amazing?
That's sickening.
I think that's very healthy for my son.
Healthy for your son.
My dad died. He didn't even have $1,000 in the bank for me.
Oh, God, why would you want to perpetuate that then?
Let my son work it out. Like you, my first radio job is $12,000.
Wow, you were overpaid.
Obviously that's insane. Obviously.
No, all right. Well, that would be one that the Republicans want to eliminate the death
So we'll
tax.
get rid of that.
Or let's say you risk money. I know Anthony's into the stock market and he invests money. And he
yeah.
It's called the casino, sir.
Yeah.
Sean.
By the way, I'd hang out with Anthony in the casino. I do like to play.
That is fun. Little blackjack.
That might be against your Christian values, no?
No, I'm not betting my milk money away. I mean, I get paid a decent salary now.
Okay.
That's where you see Hannity flipping the table and walking away.
Yeah.
There's got to be one place where you just go ballistic. It's probably the casino.
I'm sitting there with Mark Levin. We could actually sit there for hours and just play blackjack.
I'm obsessed with Sean.
Yeah,
like, what is the craziest thing you do? Like, do you get wild ever, Sean?
At this point in my life?
Did you ever, though? I don't even think you ever did.
I'm 48 years old. I'm getting, I'm not...
That's not old.
Chicken. I'll tell you what I do. I work hard. I got a lot of hours that I put in. But I honestly, every spare moment I have, I spend with my family. I've gotten off the road a lot in the last number of years. I mean, for a while I was traveling a lot. And I'm not writing as much as I used to. I wrote my last book this year. I'm not writing anymore. And I spend all my free time with my kids. My kids are very competitive tennis players. So I travel. They do some national tournaments. I travel around the country and
They're good,
watch them play.
They're good.
Yeah, pretty good.
That's where we agree. I mean, I'm all about family now, but...
Yeah, that's what matters. All right, guys, I got to run. I really enjoyed it, and continued success. It's always good to talk to you. And Anthony, Opie, I want to promise. How about if we did the Opie and Anthony Great American Panel one day?
What?
That'd be cool.
Then it's you and Aunt beating me up? Get the hell out of here.
You wouldn't even come to that.
Huh?
First of all, you're pretty good. You just come in with a couple of lines, slap me in the head if I get out of line.
I used to beat up your old partner there live on the show.
Combs.
I actually said live on the show once, Combs piped in. I go, wow, he actually talks. He gave me the look of death.
We were actually on Jon Stewart once, and so John's talking to Alan for about 5 minutes. I didn't say a word. I say one word, and he goes, "Do you ever let him talk?" I was like, okay, I'm losing this battle. I'm going to shut up.
Hey, Sean, we love you.
Right,
I don't agree with everything you say, but I love you.
Right.
And I appreciate that you stick up for us every single time. So,
listen, you guys are radio legends, and you know what? A lot of us that are
Infamous. Oh, my God. You are a prick, man. Oh. What
happened?
That
I don't know what
wasn't
happened.
me. Oh, my
Hello?
God.
I don't know what happened.
That was a mistake.
Yeah, that was a mistake.
God, what an ass. He's probably sitting there laughing his balls off. That Opie, that prick. Oh, God.
A lot of people are upset that it was a one-sided
Why? It was, but it was. He was. We agree with something the guy's saying.
I agree with him. What?
I can't represent the Democrat. I'm not a Democrat either.
I agree with the guy. What am I supposed to do?
A lot of people are saying one-sided.
Who gives a shit? One-sided. Good.
One-sided.
Good.
One-sided.
I talked about what I wanted to talk about with him.
Yeah.
One-sided.
I agree with him on taxes.
Good, it's one-sided. Go fuck yourself. Go listen to fucking one of the liberal shit fucking talk shows if you want the other side. Yeah. Go listen to them crying in their coffee this morning.
One-sided. That's what you get, though, with the political stuff.
Good.
I like Sean. I
Sean's
never understand
good.
people.
I like
People who I can see people who don't like him. He's too conservative. But I never understand guys that attack him. It's like I always thought he was pretty fair. I don't think he's that unreasonable.
I like
at
Sean.
all.
He's a good guy.
Yeah.
Do you think he wants to be a Christian?
Yeah, I think he definitely enjoys the whole family.
Or was he
thing
brought up that way? Yeah, you could.
The family lifestyle.
You could be a family guy without being Christian.
No. I mean, I don't think he was
Christian.
I don't even know if he was brought up that way or that's just the life he chose or whatever. But
you think he's only had sex with his wife?
I don't.
I didn't want to ask.
Nah,
that.
probably
I don't want to get in
you
there.
Think he had a few before?
Speculate about Sean's
why?
sex life.
It's a part of what he is. He's a good Christian
I would guess
guy.
as a younger guy growing up, you go to college, whatever, you have your
private life.
You sure?
Yeah, I'm guessing. I don't know.
Could be. Yeah, could be. Who knows?
All right, we should take a break.
He's also, guys known to go down to the range and blast off a few rounds.
He's armed, right?
Like that.
He's got to be armed.
It's been in the papers and stuff.
Yeah,
He's a marksman too. He's very good.
Oh, really?
So why don't you guys go shoot guns together?
We will.
Me and him are
find
supposed
time.
to do dinner.
Sean's a busy guy.
I'll tell you why I can't hate Sean Hannity. I don't hate him. I don't know what I'm even saying. But when we got in trouble the last time, he called me personally and said, "You guys gotta just knock it off. You gotta just fucking knock it off.
Knock it off. What are you doing?"
He really likes us.
I know.
He likes our show. He likes what we're doing, I guess. And he actually called me and said, "What are you guys doing? You really got to just stop."
Yeah.
And I actually listened to him. Like, yeah, maybe we're just always out of control.
He's the example I always use as one of the only guys who has been very, very vocal about sticking up for this. Like, who's that conservative and religious is sticking up for this fucking piggish show. But I respect that. And all these all these progressives out there, all you free thinkers, and I don't mean the fans, but I mean people in positions of power, pundits. Look what Oberman did, a flaming liberal, and look what he did. He couldn't wait to see somebody go for what they said.
Yep.
So.
And he was one of the only ones in the mainstream media that stuck up for Imus.
Yes.
I can't think of another guy that really came out and stuck up for Imus.
McCain and Giuliani, after Imus apologized, they said, yeah, I'd go back on a show. He said he was sorry, and that's that.
Mm-hmm. But as far as, whatever. All right. Hey, so we got Boner's acceptance speech there in.
Boehner?
Yes,
Boehner. Boner, whatever.
Did he have a little bit of a breakdown?
He got a little emotion.
So when we take a break, we'll get into that.
A little emotional.
And speaking of language, the situation had to apologize. Wait till you hear this one, Jimmy. Wait till you hear this.
For what, his life?
He should be
for
apologizing
fucking wasting everyone's time.
He's the one on the show I like the most because he's the guy that's gonna he'll make millions out of that show. Whereas Snooki will always be some kind of a weird
joke.
Yeah, like some kind of a, what did she do now? You know, she's running around with a log of shit in her shoe. You know, something weird.
I don't see him having any longevity.
Are you going to take him on when he comes in here on Friday?
I think, no, what am I going to do that for?
Yeah.
He'll be a guest on our show, and
Just
I'll
the guy who gets laid a lot.
But
good abs.
I just think he doesn't have a longevity where he's going to be able to pound this into a career. Look at Eric Nyes. Was that his name?
Yeah.
He was the guy from The Real World season 1, and he had a career. He went on MTV. He was hosting a few shows, and he was the standout, in-shape guy. And after a while, they just kind of toss you to the side.
I think you're right. I don't think any of them will have a career. Although the situation already did Dance with the Stars.
Dude, I wouldn't have thought so after season 1, but after season 2, it's a little bit different.
But it's like Dancing with the Stars. All those things doesn't mean you've made it in today's world. They throw everyone on these crappy, shitty, friggin' reality garbage programs.
No, but all we're saying is making it an entertainment. He's sort of made it past Jersey Shore by doing that show.
Making it past the point of
I don't think he's going
to
have longevity.
But that doesn't matter. Like Dancing with the Stars is just like if he didn't do Dancing with the Stars, if you ask me. It's nothing. Or then he could go on another fucking show. Let him go on a fucking crabbing boat, and he could be on Deadliest Catch.
Well, that's what they're doing with the characters, because Snooki's going to be on Cake Boss. Big episode, I think, Monday. Snooki on Cake Boss.
Most of those guys, when they get, like Jeff Ross did Dancing with the Stars, but most
did he get anything out of that?
No, he does roasts for them and stuff. It did pushed him higher up in the public eye.
Yeah,
but most people they get like Liddell, they get these weird pop culture figures who everybody knows. It's like they get people who are already pretty well known and pretty famous in pop culture.
I just see him like the interest these days, people's interests change so quickly.
Like the wind.
We'll be interested in, Jersey Shore, and then within a few months or a year, it's just, you're done.
I think Jersey Shore has one more year tops.
It peaks, and then it's done.
And then they all go away, except for maybe one or two that will last a little longer. And then they'll fade out.
There's so many of those. There's so many of these fucking things on the air now that our attention span can't sit there and dwell on one thing
and support all these people.
No, you just want to you go to the next thing. And the next group of assholes, the next group of freaks, the next group of
But Jersey Shore is a phenomenon.
Yeah, it's
it
weird.
Really
man.
is. I don't know why. I don't know why, because I've been watching a lot lately. Because I'm like, if we're gonna have him in, I might as well watch the fucking show. And that's the real reason. Because I didn't even watch the whole first season.
Flava Flav's show was a phenomenon.
I understand it. He was really popular
done.
for 5 years.
The Flav was
that wasn't 5-year run.
He did 2 or 3 of them, man.
Yeah, 2 or 3.
And then after that, he had a little
2
success.
or 3 seasons on MTV or those things isn't even a real season.
Flav was already famous,
that,
though, by that time.
I'm not saying this situation is going to go into movies and be a blockbuster star, but he's going to be able to keep the fame going a little longer than the rest of them. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, I think you're underestimating how big that show is.
I think once the show's done, which will be a lot sooner than everybody thinks, he's done with the rest of them. They're all just gone. I think they're all gone. I don't think he's got anything after this show.
He's got a workout tape, dumb stuff like that.
Yeah, I think he's a guy that will keep some kind of longevity just because...
I wouldn't call longevity.
He hasn't made the ass of himself. Like, Snooki is just kind of seen as somebody who's a fall-down drunk.
He's looked at as a dumb guinea fucking... Just that, hey, look at my abs. He's known for his abs.
I would love to. So am I, but for the wrong reasons.
I've been known for my abs for years, thanks to Jim Norton, and I never had an ab in my life.
Yes, you did.
I never had.
Dude, I'm looking at 8 of them right now, and that little V pointing to what a lot of people might call the promised land. I wouldn't call it that.
If I had a dime for every fan that said, "Hey, what happened to your abs?" I'm like, idiot. That was Jimmy. I never had them. Fucking asshole. Talking about my V. I never had close to a V.
My eyes, you too.
Oh, God.
You set me up so bad out there. Well, you can bring this up with the situation on Friday.
Yeah.
Ask him what he thinks happens next.
All right, that's a good question.
It's not a bad idea, right?
Yeah. But
he's in trouble, and I stick up for the situation today, because wait till you hear what he got in trouble for. It's ridiculous what's going on out there. Fucking ridiculous.
I almost can I plug something before I forget, because I'll forget. November 1920, I'll be back in Poughkeepsie, Bananas Comedy Club, Friday, Saturday, November 19th and 20th. I've been forgetting to plug that, so come on out. Yes, Nanas in Poughkeepsie.
What did E-Rock just say in the middle of that plug in my ear?
Probably I'm hungry.
What?
You see, I said he said bananas. He goes, are we giving out splits? No, stupid. It's a club.
He wants to play something. All right, that's fine.
Oh, no. Probably spin the bottle with all of us with his asshole.
Queer.
By the way, we got a really busy show.
Yeah, Jason Schwartzman is 7:45. We got him, I think, for 20 minutes.
Bored to Death, right?
Yeah, and I Heart Huckabees and Rushmore.
Yeah, a million things. I loved Rushmore.
Yeah, he's great.
Fucking, I don't know why I loved that movie, but I loved it with Bill Murray and. Anyway, and then Patrice O'Neal's coming in. Bobby Lee, the return of fucking Psycho.
Oh, yeah.
Bobby Lee. That psychopath will be in today.
Pretty crazy guy.
Sean Hannity was scheduled at 8:30, I guess. So, wow, he couldn't wait to call us this morning.
He's smart. He got in early. He knows he's up and he wants to go back to bed. Give his kid his present.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, play what you're going to play, E-Rock.
Time is running out.
TikTok.
The American middle class is shrinking every day.
You know, the people that are hard-pressed, we have to help bring them up.
These economic challenges call for strong leadership, but not everyone agrees.
Some people are starting to go like, does this guy know what the fuck he's doing?
Senator Nagel says Anthony Cumia is the Antichrist.
Of course.
Chairman Taft says Cumia will destroy us all.
Nope.
Chief Justice Roberts proclaims Cumia will wipe his ass with the Constitution.
Enough already.
Wise, benevolent, and even-tempered, Anthony Cumia has the solution to our nation's economic crisis.
Just tax the shit out of everybody.
Liberal-minded philanthropist Anthony Cumia will restore balance to our nation.
It is like the old communist method of everybody gets a piece of the pie.
Say no to discretionary income. Say yes to a mountain of costly social services. This fall, vote for Anthony Cumia.
That's what I am. Tax and spend Democrat. You got it.
Paid for by the United Negro College Fund in cooperation with the NAACP.
Yay!
And now, this is the Opie and Anthony Show on the Virus, Sirius XM.
It's time.
Is this the Jersey Shore song? I guess so.
Boy, Ant.
I'm fist pumping.
I see that. You were fist pumping all night long.
Yeah, on my cock. I get it.
It was a big night for Anthony. Very, very excited, right, Ant?
Well, it was
very happy.
Very exciting midterm election to watch the Republicans just pretty much sweep the House. Sweep the House. Nancy Pelosi, goodbye. Goodbye as Speaker of the House. No more looking at her behind Obama with her dumb big gavel. She could take her gavel now and shove it. Go back to Frisco. You pain in the ass. I would have liked to seen Harry Reid get thrown the fuck out of Vegas, too. Have the daily double with those two, but yeah, wow. What's that, Tom Cruise?
Dude, I literally could not sleep last night.
Yeah, I saw this too. I didn't. Wow.
I kept thinking about these images.
Is that building in Dubai?
It's in Dubai. It's 2,700 feet, but that's the top of the radio tower.
Right. We've been hearing this for years, but Tom Cruise does his own stunts in his movies, and he went over the top for his latest movie. He's hanging off the side of a building in Dubai, and you're saying that that's higher than the World Trade Center?
Where Tom was. They said he was about right around the observation deck, which would be 124 stories.
What dot is he on the left side there, Danny? Is
that's him right there, hanging off of the?
No, I see it on the right, but I'm trying to figure it out on the left.
That's him right
like
there.
Where?
Right?
There's a
right about there. Okay, wow.
There's a helicopter. Let me see if you.
Is it on TMZ? If you want to check it out, yeah, you can see. Tom Cruise hanging off the side of the building for
100
badass, I guess,
and 24 stories. So basically, World Trade Center was 110. So this is 150 feet higher or so than the top of the World Trade Center. He was on the side of the building.
Pussy.
Do you understand? I couldn't sleep. My palms were clammy. And I just kept thinking.
It was cum.
No, that would be my face was clammy. But I just, because he's doing a stunt with another guy where there's a photo of him running. Like he's harnessed in and he's running on the side of the building like Batman used to do across the face of the building. And I just kept thinking of the horror of falling. And I literally got an hour's sleep last night because of those fucking pictures. They ruined my night.
Really?
They ruined my night.
I couldn't do it. I would love to sit here and say I could do something like that. I don't think I could
that's
do that.
crazy stuff.
Do you ever think dumb stuff, like, you see this long hallway right here that we always talk about, or haven't talked about in a while, but we have?
Yeah.
Now, that hallway, you can walk right down the middle of it, think nothing of it, right? You could do it all day long and not even think that you're walking down the hallway.
Which some people do. That's all they do, actually.
Yeah, exactly. Half this place, that's all they do. And then you take that hallway and you put it 1,500 feet in the fucking air with nothing on the sides, and it becomes a completely different walk. You'd be out of your mind, right?
Yeah, you could run down that hallway.
But if it was up in the air 1,500 feet with nothing on the sides,
you'd be like all.
You would crawl from
like
here to our
falling,
office,
and you'd still be scared shit that you would fall off the edges.
Yeah, why is that?
I don't know.
Or when I'm riding my bike on a dumb bike path that might be 3 feet wide, you're not even close to hitting the grass or anything. And I just think really quickly, if this was in the air.
Yeah,
I wouldn't be able to keep the bike on the trail.
Right over the edge.
What is that?
I don't know. It fucks you up. Your whole visual thing is all. It's just too big. It's too much for your brain to handle.
Unbelievable.
Yeah, put a sidewalk way up a few hundred stories,
and you'd have people falling off the sidewalk all day long.
You wouldn't be able to.
And there's not one person that walks off the curb unless they're drunk or something, right?
Yeah.
But normal people, if they had to do that 1,500 feet in the air, they would fucking plummet.
I wonder what the actual science is behind that.
I would love to know what that's about.
I bet somebody knows.
And I'm not talking
the visual, something about the vision and the inner ear combining together.
It's the fluid on the inner ear, which determines balance and direction. When you take that and you combine that with vertigo, and it can be a problem when there's seepage of the inner ear fluid.
Getting back to the Tom Cruise thing, 2,700 feet in the air, Jimmy.
Yeah, he wasn't. He was about.
The building's 2,700
feet. He was 2/3 of the way up.
Okay, listen, that doesn't bother me as much as that French douche.
Oh, of course, he's not harnessed in.
What the fuck was his name again?
His name is Alan Robert. No. The French guy was.
No, I'm talking about Philippe.
Philippe Petit, I think.
Philippe Petit.
When he had the high wire across the Twin Towers, and then he laid down on the wire in the middle. That's what horrifies me.
Yeah.
I'm like, how the fuck do you do that as a human being?
Yeah, that's crazy.
How the fuck?
Stuff.
Even the guy that climbs the buildings, Jimmy, is not as bad as the Philippe Petit laying down in the middle of the Twin Towers.
That is the craziest thing I've ever seen.
It is, right?
Yeah.
I'm so bummed there's no real video of that event.
The weird thing is, I guarantee you there's some footage of this. They said that there was a helicopter 10 feet from the building. I don't see how that, to film the action.
Wow. That's crazy.
I would love to know how they did it, because it's all glass. How they did it without the reflections wrecking the shot.
It's the angle they shoot it.
That's still very impressive.
Yeah, you just shoot it on like a 45-degree angle.
How do people live? It's 181 floors high, and there's apartments and residences that multi-million-dollar places. But what do you do in a case of a fire? My girlfriend laughed at me because when I was shopping for apartments a few years ago, I wanted to get a place. I was like, if I live on the 60th floor, which I wanted to, which I would love to live that high, I would love to be that high up. But I wanted to buy a parachute in case it was a fire.
One of those parachute things they were selling?
Yeah, a fucking parachute.
It's not a dumb idea.
No, but she called me a total dork.
That would be hysterical.
It's not a dumb idea.
It's not even a fire. You jump out, it slams you against the building.
Exactly, somebody's smoking next door.
You plummet to your death.
Yeah, I fall down.
Didn't have to.
Yeah. All right, hey, so we got to play the Boehner thing, because I hear he does a little Mike Schmidt action.
Well, he got choked up. I thought it was going to be worse. You could hear he really has to pull himself together. Pull yourself together. You can act like a man.
You want to hear this thing? Yeah. Let's get into this.
Listen, I hold these values dear because I've lived them. I've spent my whole life chasing the American dream.
Oh, that applause saved his ass.
They saved him. Yeah, they saved him.
That applause saved his ass.
They saved him.
Did he have two bad knees when he was coming up?
Two bad knees.
Some 18 years ago, I left Dayton, Ohio, with two very bad knees.
Yeah.
And a dream to become a Major League Baseball player.
What happened? What happened then?
I thank God the dream came true.
Okay, faggot.
The true is the best one. It's all high and cryy.
By the way, just look over. That's the footage.
Yeah. Oh, you got the actual footage.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
He's running across the side.
It's on YouTube for the people that want to check it out.
Running across the fucking face.
You think they just tied a rope around him?
Dude, the insurance for that. Listen, one of our biggest stars wants to run along glass at 1,500 feet. How much is that going to cost us in insurance? Holy fuck.
Oh, unbelievable.
He's Scientologist, though, so he can't die.
That's true.
They're immortal, aren't they?
The aliens will save him.
Yeah, he's got like thetans or
Oh,
something.
what balls that guy has, man.
Sure. Boehner continues here.
Listen, I let a lot of you know I started out mopping floors, waiting tables, and tending bar at my dad's tavern. I put myself through school, working every rotten job there was, and in every night shift I could find. And I poured my heart and soul into running a small business.
And running a small business.
I heard that.
He gave up.
Oh, yeah. Right on Hoffman in Virginia. It's still real to him, damn it.
Yeah. He got a little choked up.
Have we played Wrestling Fanboy lately?
At his victory.
Yeah.
I know.
He's very happy.
Are you crying? Turd. Turd. Somebody just writing turd. Turd.
Oh, of course you just got to write turd.
Turd. You just won. You're Speaker of the House, turd. 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 Fuck turd.
You don't like turd?
I hate turd.
Turd?
Turd.
I don't think turd was the problem.
Oh, no.
In that situation.
Part of it.
Do you want to hear wrestling, guy? No, we got too much to do today.
Yeah.
Hey, so I want to play this from the Jersey Shore reunion, and you tell me what the problem
Reunion?
is. Okay?
Yes, Anthony. Pay attention.
Why a reunion?
Because
the show's over until they go back to Jersey, which they already filmed. I don't know when that runs. Probably January, I would assume.
Yeah, 16 and pregnant's better. Whatever that is. I'm a teen pregnancy fucking whore. That show's good.
They're all fun to watch.
Like that one.
I don't give a shit.
Stupid girl with the braces.
We had to give up our daughter. I had to give up my daughter because I was too young. But now we're going to go visit them because the poor adoptive parents have to put up with us now for the rest of the child's life.
Stan's sister, right? Was it Stan?
Yeah.
In South
She
Park.
looks like, what the fuck is that?
Sounds like that.
Jesus. I think you found the best site ever. Just put in teen braces. Wow.
You just put teen braces in Google?
And that comes up?
What the fuck?
Click on the second one in.
Who is that bitch?
That doesn't seem legal.
Oh, that's great right there. That's legal.
Oh, by the way,
Don't look very legal.
look up Princess with the braces. The fucking.
I couldn't find it.
Dude, come on. What are you doing?
You couldn't find
No,
it.
her name is Michelle, Michelle something. Look up Michelle Princess Brace. I can't. I have the porn here. I'll let you know.
Yeah.
She's so fucking dirty.
Take it from your laptop there. So this is what happened on the Jersey Shore reunion, and now there's a situation.
Spending a lot of time with this girl that she got like all the clues that lead me to believe she's a man. And she was wearing something to hide that Adam's apple. She had something on her hands. So we think the situation might have got himself into a situation with the tranny out here.
I was thinking, that's the first time that has happened.
A grenade is a tranny grenade.
Dang. Nobody's trained to deal with that type of warfare. The new phrase in Miami is if you gotta think about it.
If you have to think about it.
If you have to think about it.
You even have to hesitate to think.
It is. It is.
The tranny, stay away.
It's usually a dude.
Well, the fucking music and the sound effect. Boom, 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 boom. Oh, it's so annoying.
What are they? The only station that really rocks?
Yeah.
I
They gotta have
object.
a bed behind everything.
I object. I'm glad they apologized for that mistreatment of our tranny friends.
Oh, boy.
I do not like this mistreatment.
You into that?
No.
It was more than the situation. They were all talking about trannies on Jersey Shore, and I guess you can't even do that on a reality show, by the way.
Wait, what was so bad about that?
That was my question to you.
I just heard
Did you
him
hear
talking
any
about
problems
trannies.
in that segment?
No, I heard him talking about trannies and the fact that he might have delved.
I have more of a problem that they're forcing, like, terms down our throat. Only I could do that, mother hugger.
Oh, God.
MTV.
Every time I forget that.
Mother hugger.
You said mother hugger almost, though.
Yeah,
on that one, you were like, Anthony!
Mother hugger.
Mother hugger.
Mudda. Yeah, it was kind of mudda.
But it is mother.
Yeah.
MUTHAHUCKA.
The worst one was when you went, I'm styling.
Turd?
All right.
Turd? Turd?
All
Turd?
MTV apologizes for Jersey Shore segment.
Why?
This is fucking... It's exhausting.
I can't
Every
even figure
day
out
there's
why.
one of these.
Waddle-doodle.
Because they were talking about trannies and saying that, you know,
but they were
you got to
just-
stay away from trannies.
I'll tell you why, GLAAD is more powerful in that business than the Italian-American groups that they were offending. That's why they stuck to themselves on fucking...
But we can't even make fun of trannies.
But do you understand? That's why they apologize for that, because GLAAD is more powerful.
We can't even make fun of trannies, really?
But was it making fun? What did he say?
Stay away, Adam's apple,
Oh,
like, just
yeah?
the whole thing. But if you're a heterosexual guy,
Right, you don't want to fucking be fooled.
That's
Yeah.
if you're a heterosexual guy, that's hilarious to your friends. If all of a sudden you're hitting on a girl and it turns out to be a tranny, that's fucking funny.
So what's the apology?
Well, MTV has issued an apology to GLAAD for a segment during last week's Jersey Shore reunion special. GLAAD decreed as offensive a segment where Mike the Situation flirts with an unidentified nightclub patron who his friends said was a tranny. GLAAD described it as one of the most blatantly transphobic scenes aired anywhere on television in the last few years.
Transphobic?
There's
for
now
using
something
the
called
word
transphobic?
tranny? You can't even use the word tranny?
I hope you can. I mean...
And fucking MTV. What the fuck's wrong with you guys? GLAAD says MTV has agreed to remove the segment after the current rotation cycle.
Oh, they're the worst.
What? Will you
They
stop
are the worst
fucking
bunch of
doing this?
cave-in
Stop listening
faggots.
to GLAAD.
Just stop listening to all the special interest groups.
But they're particularly hypersensitive.
Oh, really?
They're particularly hypersensitive and irritating.
I didn't even know there was something called transphobic.
They go after Red Eye a lot for Gutfeld, and he invites them on to debate, and every time they refuse to go on with him on Red Eye.
MTV, we appreciate Glad voicing concern about the Jersey Shore reunion special. The segment in question was certainly not meant to be insensitive, but in retrospect, we realized that it was offensive to some viewers. We sincerely apologize. It's
those fucking dumb motherfuckers who run the play. It's not the Jersey Shore people.
It's just ridiculous.
Sorry, we did that. Sorry.
You heard the clip. What was wrong with that? That's how guys think. Your friend is making out with a tranny. You're gonna make jokes.
Fun of him, of course.
God, enough already.
The term tranny. Do you know Glad? I guess got mad at Glee.
Yeah, of course they did.
For using the word tranny on that stupid show. Because they were doing a Rocky Horror episode, and one of the characters was backing out of the Frankenfurter part because his parents didn't want him dressing like a tranny, and that's in quotes. And then Glad got all mad because they were using the T word.
We're
tranny.
Fucked. We're fucked.
It's the T word.
The entertainment is gonna fucking suck in another few years.
The only way to handle it is to fucking not at all be apologetic. Unless you're really sorry and be belligerent.
No. Right. There was nothing even
just
bad
say
in that.
Fuck off.
Shut up.
Fruit.
But the way to handle it is to just be honest about it and go,
Yes.
stop being hypersensitive. Stop being such fucking babies. I'm not sorry I said it. I was being funny. Again, stop it.
Ugh.
Well, that's how most performers would probably handle it. It's the people. You know who it is, dude. It's not the performers.
But Ron Howard, had a great
Tranny,
statement the other day.
tranny.
Stop it.
Tranny.
Where?
We live in a world you can't even make fun of the trannies.
But it wasn't even. It's like if straight guys fucking one of them's hit on a tranny. You're right. Your friends are gonna goof on you.
That's just
Of
normal.
course they are.
That's
Trannies
normal
are
shit.
funny. They're funny.
They're terrific.
They're men dressed like women.
No.
Stop it.
Stop with your lies. Stop spreading your Christian propaganda. They're good eggs is what they are.
Yeah.
They're special gals.
What makes you
special cow.
What makes you feel like it's a woman?
What?
The big over-the-top breast?
What do you mean, what makes? Did you ever see those out? Look at that
giant
vision.
hands,
We
the
can't
big
make fun
long
of that.
face.
That looks like E-Rock in a divine wig.
Right, it really
We
is.
can't make fun of that. Really?
Can't make fun of a man.
Stupid
a guy
MTV.
that looks like a fucking man.
Really? We can't make fun of that?
Oh, come on.
Jimmy, what do you think of that one?
Oh, that's a little much. Oh, we should.
Is he done with the liners?
We should get him in just to.
No, I know he should,
Oh,
but
yeah.
he's doing liners. Is he done? Oh, then
Okay,
get him right in, man. We got Jason Schwartzman from Bored to Death. Hi, Jason.
There he is. How you doing, man?
Welcome to the show. Oh, look at these two hugging.
Yeah, they're familiar.
Hi, what's going on?
That's Danny. Anthony, how you doing? Here's Ope. Here's the Opester.
Real pleasure.
The Opester.
Wow, hugging Jimmy and everything.
Yes.
Ah, well,
Just
How
two,
it is.
men,
Just
just two
similar
Hollywood
ilk.
guys, just kind of.
Yeah.
Couple actors
reuniting
of
a little
similar
bit.
ilk.
Yeah,
That's
sure.
what it's
buddy.
Pull up close to you, baby.
How are you?
I know we're going to talk about Bored to Death, but
Yes,
look what
sir.
I got in my hand, and I
Oh,
have not
wow.
seen the movie yet,
Oh,
and
cool.
I can't wait. Scott Pilgrim versus the World on Blu-ray. When does this come out? Did it just come out this week?
Yep.
Yeah.
Nice.
I'm always,
Yesterday it came out.
Yeah.
I can't wait to watch this
Oh,
movie. I
good.
missed it when it was in theaters because I became a father, so I haven't really seen a lot of.
When did you become a father?
6 months ago. Just
Really?
about, yeah.
What was the birthday?
Actually, Mother's Day, May 9th.
Wow.
Yeah.
You have kids?
I'm about to.
Oh, really?
In 4 weeks.
Whoa.
You want
Yeah.
to talk? I can
You're
tell you
right
some
there.
things.
Yeah, I would love to talk.
You're right there.
I know. I'm right. Do you have children?
No.
No, he dates them. No, he's the father, and I'm the pervert,
man.
and he's the drunk gambler. We have all bases covered.
What about you? Who's
Danny
Danny,
doesn't
he's
have
on-
any.
I'm the
Yeah.
producer.
Don't worry about
But you don't. But so you're the pervert. He's the.
He's the drunk gambler, and Opa's kind of like the psychotic one, but he's gotten responsible because he's happily married with a
You
kid.
could add something to the father thing, no problem. I
No,
can
you-
handle it.
But yeah, but it's true though. You're not just a dad. I know he's a dad for what, a few months.
Yeah, 6
How do you
months.
feel?
They don't want to hear this. It's complete,
I'm curious.
It completely changed my life.
Oh, great.
Completely.
I always
Cool.
say that anybody I know that has kids, it's like in Invasion of the Body Snatchers when they fall
Yeah.
asleep next to the bean pot because
Oh,
they
yeah.
don't want to change. They're like,
Yeah,
anything.
yeah.
I'm not going to go to sleep. I'm
Yeah.
not going to do it. I'm not. And then the second they do it and get up, it's like, dude, it's not that bad. Join us. Hey, have a kid.
Yeah.
And then everything's fine. And then you realize, oh my God, they're carting around like a bunch of stuff for the kid.
Yeah.
I call my brother because my brother had a kid like 2 years ago now. But when he first had it, it was, you coming over? What are you doing? Busy. Oh, I got that. And then they come over and they got to bring a bunch of shit. And then my brother used to stay for like hours. We'd just hang out and drink.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, looks at his watch. Oh, I got to get the baby back. And you just, it's over. It's just over.
Do you get angry that he has to leave and stuff? Does it bum you out?
Yeah, a little bit. It is a little bit of a bummer because it's like, I just want to kind of hang out.
There's not enough time for Anthony.
Yeah.
Hang out and, like we used to hang out and just drink.
But the other side of that, you
play
just
music.
The other side of that, you just don't mind any of that crap. You just don't.
Yeah.
I don't mind packing my car like I'm going away for a month just for one night in Philly.
Yeah, right.
What is she having?
We don't know.
Oh, you want
to surprise?
We're gonna wait. Yeah.
Do you have
did
names?
you wait or did you know?
I wanted to know because 9 months of being pregnant is a long haul, so it gave us a nice little thing to talk about. You know what I mean? It was a distraction.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wanted to know. Second, if we have a second one, then I wouldn't. I would go in not knowing. I think.
Yeah.
You scared?
Huh?
You scared?
I just feel like, what is the I feel like I'm gonna mess up, and therefore no one. I mean, if everyone messes up in some way, so there's no you can't. What's a perfect record?
Yeah, no one has
you
that.
Can't, so then I kind of just feel like, what's my standard?
As long as you're not raising a Jeffrey Dahmer
Exactly.
or something like that, I bet those parents are a little bummed that they probably messed up somewhere.
Yeah.
Someone who commits an armed robbery, their parents are like, where'd they go wrong? When your son eats other people, you're probably like, could we have stopped this? Do we suck that much as parents?
Yes, you do.
How did this happen? Got a man's foot in a bowl.
That is pretty bad.
That's so true.
Oh man, I wonder about. Do you just lie in bed with your wife at night, looking at the ceiling, having that little talk before bed, and it's just like, what happened?
Yeah, what did we do?
We talk about the.
Can we trace it?
What can we trace it back to?
We talk about the parents that give birth to their own killer. What about that?
Yeah, that's the oddest thing.
Where you were just going through your life, you decide to have a kid, and then he grows up and ends up killing you.
And kills you. It's like you gave birth to a tumor that was going to kill you years
Full
later.
circle, I guess. I'm going to go.
But congratulations.
Glass
This is the last
lovely
thing you
conversation.
No, glass is half full. I'm going to always go glass half. It's a full circle. It is the circle of life, Simba.
Why don't we shut up? You're right. I know where I was at 4 weeks out.
It's beautiful.
So it's 4 weeks away. Are you going to take time? Well, you're done
Why
shooting.
do you guys have the Gatorade? Are you low on the electrolytes?
Anthony drinks Gatorade. I don't like it.
I have that. And you know what? They bring it in every day. I never drink it anymore. I
Really?
just drink water. So I don't
So
know.
is this the new the G series? There's refuel, read this, read that. Is that a new do they get rid of the old Gatorade and it's only this new thing, or
They
is this
just
a special?
repackaged
Okay,
it.
yeah.
They want it to look cool, I guess.
Yeah.
So they just put the G because the old Gatorade bottle looked a little dated.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, that's all it is.
And
It is
with all
pretty
the energy
awesome.
drinks, it just the G with the lightning bolt.
Have you had the purple one?
No.
Grape?
What?
Ew.
Oh, you're talking about
Is it
Gatorade?
disgusting?
It's
No.
awesome.
It is?
I love it.
Because grape is the hardest of all the artificial
It's
flavors
awesome.
to nail. I
Grape,
think.
low calorie.
Really?
Gatorade
Good stuff?
Rules.
I hate Gatorade. It makes my mouth dry and sugary.
You don't like that?
It doesn't refresh me at all.
What do you like
refreshes
it?
me.
After
slimy and salty?
I like flu mouth.
they're calling us The View right now. All right,
I know, we really are a bunch of hens just chit-chatting.
what are
It's
you
going to
gonna
be
say?
marvelous. God bless.
So obviously, Jason comes in and hugs Jimmy because Jimmy was on board to death.
Did the one episode. Yeah, it was tremendous.
Yeah, it was
really
funny,
fun to do, man.
Really was.
Jimmy says you're such a nice guy. And
Well,
you treat everyone with respect on the set.
Yeah,
and all
it was
that.
good to watch.
And I think that should be said because we interview a lot of assholes.
Yeah.
We like,
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And they
We
say
like
the same thing about us when they leave.
How do you know they're assholes?
Yeah,
You just sense by the way they handle certain questions, they're not fun. And it's
Right.
after being on the set for a week or whatever it was, on 5 or 6 different days, you can get a vibe of how people are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's just,
He's the best, but you're the best.
Thank you.
I loved every time I would see Jim. I just felt like the day got better.
Isn't
I don't
he
want to make it.
fun?
I don't want to make it a cheese fest.
Yeah.
I'm
happy. No one's ever said that before. Thank you.
Yeah.
You're the first in 42 years.
But he's just the best. He's the best. And he would we'd be working so late, and he'd get up to come here sometimes. I was just
his work ethic
committed,
is ridiculous.
It is ridiculous.
It really is. But
it's obsessive.
And I read your book.
Oh,
yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, he gave me the book. He's the best.
Thank you.
And so I was so happy when I heard you were going to be in here too. It made me, because I love to see you.
Thank you, man.
Yeah.
So he's the best.
It was interesting to watch like how people act, and it's like I had no idea who your family was. There's nothing in the way Jason acts that you would know. Look, you come from royalty in Hollywood, and there's not. But honestly, there's not 1 ounce of the way this guy acts that you would know that if someone didn't say, like,
yeah, really?
Yeah, it's nice.
Okay, we'll move on now.
See?
I look at him now. I don't care.
Anyways.
It was, I saw that episode was great.
That was a
Jimmy.
fun one.
It really was funny.
You let your butt hang out on that one.
Yes.
I know, but I had to sign a nudity release. A nudity release. HBO sent me, because my ass hang out. There was one more where he was really spanking it well, but I guess they figured that was too, he just took us out of the scene a little too much.
Yeah, a little bit, huh?
And I had to sign a nudity waiver that let them know I'm comfortable with being naked, and I was completely happy.
Of course you are.
We had to rehearse so many times, me falling on him. It was really weird.
Yeah.
Like, there's a guy who, a stuntman who actually takes you down and goes through every move with you. So we knew exactly how we were going to fall. They didn't care if I got hurt, but they were so worried that Jason was going to, the franchise was going to get hurt. And they're like, all right, lump, just be careful of Jason.
That's not true.
But they take you through everything. You know you're not going to get hurt, and they have you falling on a mat. And we laid on each other for a while. It was odd.
Close.
That is a bit odd, but
I know. I love the stunt guys. They're an amazing group of in the world of like movies and television and stuff. Like their section is so like amazing and because there's not a lot of stuntmen,
right? And
they're like a brotherhood, and it's an amazing.
Are they just like real men? Are they real men?
And they always like look out for each other. And there's different, some people are like expert car flippers. Some people are expert fighter. But the funny thing is, every time I've ever met someone who's going to do a stunt for me, they say, this is this gentleman, he's going to do your stunt. And they bring over a guy who's like me if I didn't mess up with the eating and like the late night partying, the guys come in, they just jack gymnast versions of me. And it's so weird because they do look similar, they're my height, but they're just like beautiful. They have beautiful bodies, and I just feel like
I hope you don't say that to them.
I do. It's the first thing I say. I just say, "I'm Jason. You have a beautiful body."
Really, all kidding aside, just terrific.
Yeah.
They've come a long way with the stunt doubles, though.
Yeah.
Remember when we were growing up, man?
Oh, God.
If they had to do a stunt for a woman or something.
Right.
It was a guy in a wig.
It was so
and the
horribly
guy's
done.
like big and bulky.
Did you see I'm Gonna Get You, Sucker? That movie, I'm Gonna Get You.
Oh,
Sucker?
years ago.
I love that. There's a scene where
they did
this girl has to do a bunch of backflips, and they just literally put in a guy with a mustache
so funny.
doing the flips for her. It killed me.
You know who some of the best stunt things who they did was William Shatner in the original Star Trek.
Oh.
So bad. It was like sometimes it would just be this big fat guy. and he's swinging, and then you just see Kirk is on the ground, and the best was when Kirk had to fight Kirk.
Oh,
it was those episodes, and they wouldn't even care. Like it's engineering, and they would go with a long shot, but you look and go, "Who's he fighting?"
Right.
It's a totally different looking guy. The guy's got darker hair.
I gotta see that now.
It's really bad.
Yeah,
really bad.
Awesome.
But they didn't care.
Did you see? We were just talking before you came in about Tom Cruise does his own stunts. I had no idea he did his own stuff, and there's footage of him on the side of the tower.
Yeah,
in
I saw
Dubai.
a picture of it.
Why would you do that when you don't have to?
It's his thing.
He's into that whole,
that's his hobby.
Do you think you get bored though when you're a guy like that and you have everything you're like the biggest star in Hollywood and women love you, and so there's basically no more conquest. You just kind of have to keep challenging yourself. I don't understand.
But I think
why
he always did his stunts. They're just getting more out of control.
Really, in risky business?
I think he did his stunts in risky business.
Apparently, he did. Like,
did he slide in his socks?
The guy that
he could have fallen down.
That was
he could have hurt himself.
Yeah, that was very difficult stunt.
What was the movie where was it Mission Impossible 2 where the preview was him?
Oh yeah,
on the
yeah.
Rock. That
on
was
the Rock.
apparently really him.
Yeah, that's craziness.
How high up is that?
Oh my God, that was really crazy.
I don't know.
High.
Couple
feet. Yeah.
Oh, okay. I thought it was higher. I was a little bit
No. The pad was right there.
Jason, you ever see this?
That's one of my favorites.
Oh my God!
That was
Is
a girl.
that real?
Oh
Yeah. It's two chicks.
No!
This video went viral. She's fine. In the end,
she's doing a.
They're trying to reenact risky business, and she cracks her head.
Why are we laughing? But I also love this weird house. It's got like a new jukebox. Like that's like an MP3 jukebox. I have a feeling.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And then it's big TV. Where
flat
are
screen,
they?
really polished wood floors.
One plant just didn't make it.
And then they're in their undies for some reason.
Yeah, that could have been really hot, and it was hilarious.
Yeah.
Ant would know.
Ow.
Adam West, stuntman in Batman, was a fat guy in tights. Do you remember that one?
Wasn't a big fan of the Batman.
No, wasn't.
Wasn't a big fan of the original Batman series.
But Jackie Chan does them all.
Oh yeah, of course.
Yeah, he's legendary for it. But he's a martial artist. You'd kind of expect Jackie to be.
Yeah.
Tom Cruise is. I mean, I was wondering how much the insurance is to get a guy like that to hang 1,500 feet in the air off the side of a building.
I don't know.
Got to be $10 a month.
Oh, all right. See, I would have thought it was higher. Okay.
I don't know.
Jason, you didn't
Can
have
I have a
any...
slice of that gum really quickly?
Oh yeah, sure.
I don't.
You didn't have any acting experience when you did Rushmore at 17?
No. Well, I didn't. In fact, I had. Two of my friends going into like 9th or 10th grade of mine. I was in 9th or 10th grade as well. They auditioned for a play, and I went with them, but I didn't make it. But then I got a call back because our school was just so not like normal. Like we didn't have a real theater department, all that stuff, and so they needed anyone they could get. So they asked me to be a member of the background. And be a member of a crowd.
Mm-hmm.
That was my only acting experience to that point.
Unbelievable.
Were you all scared walking out as a crowd? Were you all
Oh my
nervous?
God! Oh yeah, yeah. I was
Like,
scared.
Do you remember your first line?
I didn't have a line.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I didn't even have a line. Yeah, and it was a down experience because I don't know if you guys were ever in theater in school or
A little bit.
Were you?
A little bit.
Was it clicky?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That's why I hated it.
Yeah, I couldn't, like, it was just it was so weird because I love how even within, like, there's popularity keeps getting subdivided. And so, like, there's all these really cool jocks, and then to them, the theater people are nerds. But then you get into the theater group, and then within the theater group, there's, like...
Their own pecking order.
Yeah, they're like, you're an idiot, you're the nerds. And so, like, I remember getting in there, and I was like, God, this feels just as bad as it did on the outside.
Mm-hmm.
Just, like, there's, like, jocks of the acting world, too.
Wow.
And, and so I just, I didn't take to it, really, and... so Rushmore was my first true acting experience.
Hard to believe because you were great in that.
Well, I honestly, it was. If you think so, I appreciate that. And if there's any reason, it's just because Wes Anderson was such an amazing guide and really helped me through. And and also Mr. Bill Murray was.
Yeah, you got to act with Bill Murray as your first acting gig.
Yeah, the two of them were really like. Help me through.
Did they yell at you?
They could tell I was.
Did they yell at you at all?
No,
What
yelling.
Are you doing?
No yelling.
God, that's not acting.
No.
You know how scary it is though, because they can all act. Jason's great, Zach is great, and dancing. He's dancing. I mean,
of course.
And your whole thing at a table read or everything is, please just don't let me fuck this up. That's all you're thinking is, don't let me suck.
So what happened?
Yeah.
I don't know.
You didn't suck.
It was almost like I was so sure I was going to blow it that it's like you're not nervous and you don't blow it.
Yeah.
Like
You were great.
Thank you, but I was nervous that I was going to blow it.
You were.
Well, I'll tell
really
you.
good
I
on
mean,
that.
I'm nervous. We do these table reads, for the show, and they're very. They get the whole cast, and a bunch of the different department heads get together, and it's really nice because you actually can hear the whole script read out loud and see what's working and not right. But it's an intimidating experience.
Unbelievably intimidating.
Well, there's a camera
like having
too.
to sit at a table and
It's
read
scary.
your fucking part.
I'm a terrible reader. Like when it's fortune cookie time, and everyone's going around the table, I'm like trying to memorize it so that when it gets to me, I can
that
just
you
say
don't
it
have
because
to actually read it.
I'm a terrible. There's a real breakdown between my brain, my eyes, and my mouth. I'm a terrible out loud reader. Terrible out loud reader.
I'm with you on that.
I don't know. I wish I was.
I don't know what
and
happens.
then to be able to read and deliver the line the way you think you're supposed to be delivering it,
Right?
Because you're not. You guys aren't just sitting there reading like you're reading the paper. right? You gotta have to emote.
Yeah.
I would gather.
Yeah, the lines just come out because I'm trying to remember them. And so any pause I take that seems dramatic is me just going, line.
What's the next word?
But you had literally the heads of HBO there, and there's a camera which they're watching you in Los Angeles too. They're watching, so you know that there's people that you can't even see watching. It really is horrifying.
Wow.
And you're like, I know I'm going to wind up blowing this. And then they had a second table read. And I'm like, I told my manager, they want to fire me, don't they? They're doing this because they want to fire me. And he's like, no, you idiot, they're just doing the read. I'm like, but that's why they're doing it, because they're not sure if they want me. Paranoid and shit.
Yeah.
That's funny.
But I guess you always, what is job security anyway? I guess we're all afraid we're going to, get fired. Like, I'm always think that during the entire shooting process, I'm just like.
You really think they're just going to, get sick of you and replace you, or you're going to screw up?
Well, yeah. I do. But I don't know. Maybe that's just part of who I don't know. I just think about that kind of stuff but you want to do a good job, and and I guess to me it's just because I'm excited to be there. Genuinely, I love TV and movies and music. That's all my childhood is all that stuff, and watching stuff and loving stuff, and for me to be a part of it's cool. It's a real dream come true. So it's I don't want to mess it up.
Yeah, that would suck.
I know.
How bad was
Plus, I can't do any. I don't know how to do it. I'm not qualified to do it.
I can't do anything else.
No, I need this.
Was I Heart Huckabees as bad on the set as the videos we've seen all over YouTube with Lily and the director yelling at each other, or was that an isolated couple of moments, or was the whole time? Because that's like a legendary.
Or was it a
breakdown.
put on too? Some people.
Yeah,
think
I wondered if it was a put on
yeah.
too, but I don't think so.
No, it was. I'll tell you. I love David O. Russell so much. He's the writer and director of that movie. If he called me right now, if line 3 lit up right now in this studio, David, if you're listening, and he said, I would like to work together again. I wouldn't.
In a second, right?
I would. He's one of the. I feel like there are so many filmmakers out there who, just are making things because it's they're just part of a process or a larger corporate. Business making movies, which is fine because I love all types of movies, Hollywood, big, everything. But I could genuinely say, I think is one of the very few real directors in the old style sense of has something he wants to get across and has a way he sees a movie and writes a movie, and so he's one of the few amazing artist directors out there. And I loved being on that set. It was awesome. It was so unlike any other thing I've ever been on, and I feel bad that moment got out there because when you're working in those hours are crazy, as and tensions are running high when you really are, when you love something, you're trying to make something, and that was just a stupid moment that was 1 minute, and then everyone went back to working, and but it just, you don't see all that stuff, but 10 minutes later. Lily and everyone was just laughing, and it was back to business. So
wow,
yeah, it was an amazing experience to be part of that movie. I would do it all over again if I could work with them again.
Well, because it was almost like when the who had the breakdown on Christian Bale. So when they catch those things now,
yeah, there's no real build up and there's no finish. Everybody has some crap at work that happens.
Right.
You might have a blowout or something like that. And then it's done and it's over with. But you don't put that part on YouTube because that's the boring part,
Well, now, the interesting thing is everything is cataloged and and around. It's very interesting.
Forever.
So that will be around. Were you on the set when that actually happened, or did you actually see it later like everybody else? Were you in the room when they had the argument?
I'm between the two. I'm the person sitting in the chair between the two.
Oh, I didn't even remember that. Are you really?
Yeah,
oh, my God.
How uncomfortable.
Everyone leaves, and it's just him, me, and her.
I should have watched that before you came in. I didn't know Jason when that. I've seen that.
Yeah.
Oh.
What were you doing? Just kind of, oh, shit.
Trying to remember my line.
Give me the script.
At that point, it's really uncomfortable when two people in any situation are arguing. Are you just avoiding eye contact with everybody so it doesn't appear that you're taking sides?
Well, the thing is, I can't really think about that experience particularly, but I will tell you that, when you watch a movie and something bad is happening and the main character slowly creeps towards the sound at the end of the hall, and you're like, don't do that, don't do that.
Right.
I wouldn't go to the sound at the end of the hall, but drama. I am fascinated by drama, and I become like it's like a kid staring at a fire. Like I become transfixed and tranced out. It's like Burning Man festival. But like I'll tell you, one time I was at a market, and I was leaving a market with my two brothers, and you know how markets nowadays sometimes have a security guard, which is so weird.
I didn't know that.
Have you seen that? Like, it's one of these. I don't remember that ever in my childhood. Do you?
No. Not as growing up, but I've seen it many times. You go to L.A., you go to these like open air markets or wherever.
Why
would
they have security?
I don't know.
Visual deterrent for violence or whatever.
It's so weird. But
that stuff only costs like 10, 15 cents.
It's weird. You're don't shoot the messenger. It's just part of the story.
Right.
That so I'm leaving this market with my brothers, and there is a gentleman who looks deranged. I mean, you can't judge a book by its cover, but I could judge this book by its cover.
But you can judge a book by its cover when the cover's been eaten off.
Yeah, he didn't look all together there.
Right. You were in Santa Monica, weren't you?
I was.
Okay.
No, and the security guard, who was not limber, or he was an older. He should not have been a security guard. And so basically, this deranged man is trying to get into the market, and the security guard is blocking him like a football player, like trying to block him. And people are just walking in and out of the supermarket like it's not happening. And my brother's like, let's go to the car. But I'm like, this is incredible.
I want to see how this plays out.
The deranged guy begins, there's like a big bucket of like for sale watermelons. He starts picking up watermelons and hurling them at the security guard. But he's deranged, and the security guard's old, so it's like all happening in a very messed up way. Watermelons are breaking everywhere. It was so weird. And then this student, like I only assume it was a student because it was near a college, is like this guy's walking down the street who to me clearly looked like a guy who's been taking karate classes for years and has just been waiting to like
for this
use
moment,
it.
right?
And so he just walks down this guy just walks down. But my brothers went to the car, and I just stopped and was just watching it like 3 feet away. I couldn't stop. This guy walks down the street, sees it, walks up to the deranged man, puts him in a chokehold, like he exerts no energy, puts the guy to sleep with like a sleeper hold. The guy falls down into the mush of watermelons, and then he just walks into the market, doesn't say a word. And I just stood there transfixed. And that is my obsession with drama, and that is how I was feeling during the David O. Russell thing. I love it. I love any type of yelling or weird confrontations or stuff. And when I'm at, like, when you're at I've never been the type of person who's, if something's wrong, I'll tell the person at a restaurant, like, this isn't right, I'll just eat it. Like, I'm like Randy Quaid in The Last Detail. I just, like, I'll eat it how I should, just whatever. But when people are in front of me in a line, they say, excuse me, this isn't right. Though I think they're being kind of jerky, I love that they're doing it.
You like to watch the violence or whatever it is unfolding.
Or just the drama in general.
Yeah,
sometimes it's not violence.
It's just fascinating to me.
I'm a huge fan of that as well.
I just like
being part
I can
of
watch
it.
people all day long.
Yeah.
I don't like being in a scene.
Yeah.
Like.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah.
I've been in relationships where I've had to turn and go like, don't make a scene.
Yeah.
Don't let's go to the car.
Yeah. I know.
Yeah, because I don't like being in it. But if somebody's yelling at somebody else, I'm not moving.
It is fascinating.
Yeah, it is. I don't know what it is.
Or a fight happening next to you at a table in a restaurant, and you can kind of hear it.
Oh,
yeah.
Great.
You gotta listen.
Oh, yeah,
I love
all that
it.
stuff.
Oh, she's pissed.
I find myself a lot of times where violence has been happening, where I've actually walked, and my girlfriend said, what are you doing? But I've walked towards it, not to get involved. But I feel like
closer look.
It can affect me. Sometimes you feel like, and then when you step back, you're like, I could be peripheral. What's it called? The collateral damage here.
Yeah.
But you don't think of that
Get
sometimes.
away from it.
You're like, I just want to see if there's going to be a shooting or
Get out of there.
I know.
And it's so dumb. That's how idiots wind up in the hospital.
Exactly.
It's called innocent bystander.
Yeah.
Or even like, when living in New York for Bored to Death, walking my dog late at night, I get home from work and then I walk my dog, and sometimes like 2 or 3 in the morning, seeing like drunk guys fighting outside, I'll stop and just watch it with my dog, like right there. My wife's like, let's go. And I just can't stop watching
I want to watch it.
I love it.
But you're not getting involved guy either. Like, you're not going to jump in. And this is always...
I wish.
If you saw a guy hitting a girl,
Yeah.
I'd like to think that I would stop that, but it's like sometimes I don't know if I would.
But this is what Bored to Death, that feeling right there is actually, I mean, not to bring it back to the show, but that's the whole thing that I try to want to get across with the characters, because I think that, like, that's why he becomes a detective, is because he doesn't know how he would handle himself in certain situations. So he, like, becomes this detective, and, like, if maybe he couldn't do it as himself, like, be tough, but if he's, like, pretending to be a private eye, his, like, mind will follow his body, sort of. And so, because I always feel like, am I this enough? Am I strong? Would I protect someone? How would I do in a fight? Would I do what's right? And that's probably what my character is asking himself. That's kind of why he becomes a detective. And it's fun for me to be able to, like, go, hey, that's not right in the scenes, like, get in the middle of a fight, because it feels good to, like, do it.
Because you would never do it in real life.
I look around to the crew. Is that believable? I've never said this kind of thing before.
I never would.
Am I supposed to go? I'm wondering. I don't know.
It's up to you.
Your schedule.
No,
we heard you only have 15 minutes, so we don't want to mess up your schedule.
Because you slipped me a note that I almost want to frame that said, where is it?
Yes, Danny.
This note that he slipped me says, do you need to go to Regis or can you stay? That's not a note I get very often.
Believe me, it's not a note we've had to write very often with our guest list.
It's pretty amazing. But I don't know. Does anyone out there...
we heard we had you till 8 o'clock.
Anyone know?
Regis.
So there's Roland.
Let's ask Roland.
What's he say, baby?
Roland, does he have to go?
Roland.
Oh, I don't know.
Is he going to Regis?
I just saw the
Go to
list.
Regis and Kelly.
What is that? Let me get my phone here really quickly. It's on the phone. Do you mind if I just get my...
No, go right ahead. Go right ahead.
No, I just don't want to mess it up. That would be bad.
Yeah,
that would suck if you missed Regis.
It's hard to explain to Regis that you were on Opie and Anthony for too long.
Yeah.
We're just talking about fighting and watermelon throwing. I got carried away, Reg. Sorry.
I've never, I'm really nervous to go on the show because, it's like these shows are, like Regis. That's scary. That's a lot of people watch that thing.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
I mean, more people will see that probably than any of my movies. More people will watch Regis this morning than any of my movies combined. Probably.
No, Regis is a big audience, but no,
not that many.
No,
that's a lot of people.
Did you hear what he just said there?
Whoops.
We don't have a lot of people listening. He's comfortable here.
No, but being watched is weird though, man. Because if you make a weird movement during an interview and you're being watched, it's really frightening. I would hate to sit there.
You're great on Leno, though.
Oh, thank you. I'm pretty comfortable.
You're
right
good
now,
on that one.
Jason, just notice how Regis doesn't know anything. You'll have fun with that.
Really?
Oh yeah.
I'm sure he knows.
But he pulls it off every time.
He's been doing it for. He's a cool dude. Anyone who's been doing it that long,
You'll get back to us and let's go. Wow, you were right.
Don't you love when he and Letterman are on together?
Yeah,
Letterman's actually really good on the show.
Yeah.
And he's pretty brutally honest.
He is.
Oh yeah.
I never like the socks Letterman has on. I have a great objection to his white socks.
Oh, are they white?
They're cabaret socks. They really bother me.
Argyle. Or
but no, they're pure white. But he's very funny and open.
I got to be there at 8:45.
Oh yeah.
You better start.
And that's
it's Upper West.
Yeah, 67th in Columbus and Central Park West.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is that just should I go? I don't know what to do. I don't know how it works. I don't know how it works in New York.
Well, it sounds like we could get you back anytime.
Yeah, I'm not mysteriously hard to get hold of.
I would err on the side of caution. You don't want to walk into. Is that Good Morning America? Or is that, what show is that, Regis and Kelly?
It's Regis and Kelly.
Oh, that shows you what a great show business career I have. What show is that?
What show is Regis and Kelly? Regis and Kelly, yeah.
I thought it was something. You don't want to walk in there late. It's kind of hard to explain why you're late.
Are you guys excited for Conan O'Brien's new show?
I'm happy for him. I mean, I like Jay, but it's like, I want to see Conan work, too.
I'm excited, yeah.
I want to see. I want to check it out.
When is he on?
See what he's
soon.
November. Next week?
Monday, November 8th.
Yeah.
A lot of people will be watching.
I'm pretty excited.
But dude, isn't he 8 o'clock on the West Coast because it's TBS? Can't they not? They don't do like affiliates, right? Isn't TBS just the same?
I don't know.
Live at 11.
Whoa.
Again, you're
What do you mean live at 11?
How is it live at 11 here and
I
there?
know they tip it at 5, but they air it at 11.
They'll air it at 11 on LA.
No, but Roland,
on the West Coast.
Isn't TBS just one entity? It's
Yeah,
not
like-
a West Coast TBS or an East Coast
It's
TBS?
just TBS. Like whatever you're
How does that
seeing.
work?
Maybe they're changing that whole thing just for him.
Hmm.
Now we got to figure it out.
Wow.
Maybe they're replaying it.
Oh, right.
Why don't we get the plugs in there, Jimmy? We got
Jason has what do you have the
Scott Pilgrim versus the World.
I made this movie called Scott Pilgrim versus the World with Michael Cera. He's the star of it, and he's. So you want to talk about like one of the best people on this planet? If you ever
Very,
get a
really
chance to
funny,
have him in,
Michael Cera, we've had him in.
He's a great
We loved
guy,
him.
right?
Yeah, we showed him porno and stuff. He
Oh
was
my
really
god!
into it.
Oh my god! And you
was really
showed me
into it.
YouTube footage
Yeah.
of a woman falling.
Yeah, cracking.
But that is porno. I love this guy, and I was really honored to be part of the movie. And now it's on Blu-ray, which I don't have a Blu-ray player.
Wow, really?
I'm not with it.
All about like Blu-ray and
is it great?
Excellent
Do
quality.
you notice the difference?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sit
Really?
there and go, wow, that's great.
You're also talking to a guy that has a movie theater in his house.
You do?
No, I had
so
to.
he's kind of
Yeah.
into
Holy
all this stuff.
shnikes.
It's like crazy. It's an 11-foot screen.
Oh.
Bunch of
What?
Got
Yeah.
like 14 or so seats in there, and
What?
Yeah, it's like real life, and
It's
it
a real
looks like
movie
an
theater.
old school Art Deco movie theater when
Oh
you go
my
in.
God.
I needed it. It was like I never go to the movie. Oh, that's
Jason.
when it was being built.
Turn to your right.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh!
That's the look, look at the seats.
That's
so
part
much-
of his
Is
basement.
that is what you built like because you love this stuff? Are you constantly update? Like, does the technology is it changing so quickly that
Yeah,
you're
it really does. But what I'm at right now, as far as the projector goes in the screen, is top notch.
Right.
Storage. I have something called Kaleidoscape.
Oh, I know
I
it.
just load all
Yeah.
your shit into it. It's fantastic.
you load it into a giant hard drive?
Yeah, and then you just sit there with the remote and go through this giant list of movies, and then boom, start the movie, dim the lights, blue popcorn.
How much is
no
the
one's-
Kaleidoscape? Expensive?
Yeah, it was pretty expensive.
Like what's expensive?
I don't know. How much was the Kaleidoscape, Danny?
It's like, I don't know.
It was 5 figures.
What?
Just something like that. It's in the thousands of dollars.
Multiple thousands.
I think it was the
Wow.
Kaleidoscape was probably like $10,000 or something like that. But the
Whoa.
projector was a lot. That
What's the
was
projector?
biggie. I don't know. It was like fucking 30.
Grand?
Wow, really?
$30?
$30. It's like a
30 G's for
Sony
that projector?
because it's like a Sony. It's a Bravia projector. Yeah.
Holy shnikes!
Yeah, it's crazy. But you know what?
It's worth a treat to
I
you.
want to see a movie that looks like it's in the movie theater.
Hey, I'll tell you, I think that, like, whatever, if you know what makes you happy,
That's what it is.
not, I mean, at the end of the
Yeah.
day, maybe a lot of people would spend much more money doing something crazy in the long run if you put it all right there and you have it, and it makes you happy. That's
why I
awesome.
don't have kids.
Yeah.
I got a full bar in
Yeah.
my house.
You don't have
with
kids?
taps
Yeah, what are we talking-
for fucking? I get a Guinness.
Yeah.
And then a Bud Light tap, and then just fucking.
Did you name your
It's-
theater?
No, I didn't name it. I guess I should name it. I
Yeah.
should give it like something.
You should get a thing where you can print out tickets and stuff and have people rip
Oh,
them.
believe me, I've been thinking about the whole
Oh,
thing.
okay,
Like,
good.
it's a work in progress. The outside, because I want to get
Awesome.
like movie posters and put them up in
Awesome.
light boxes,
Like
and
now
shit like
showing
that.
type stuff?
Yeah, stuff like that. With little monitors, so when you go down the stairs to the theater, it's showing like movie trailers. And
That's
shit.
cool.
Then you can just
Yeah,
walk
really
in
good.
there alone with a beer.
I've done that.
That's
There's
good.
plenty of nights I recline those seats. They recline back, and then just drink a beer and wake up when the movie goes over.
Oh, wow,
Go,
yeah.
What happened?
That's
Because you fall
awesome.
right asleep.
Wow.
And when the movie is over, the lights like automatically come on.
Wow.
So it wakes me up, and I'm like, oh, great. It's I got to go to work.
Wow.
It's like
Cool.
it's 4 o'clock.
We got to get them out. Okay.
All right, sorry.
And also,
guys-
hold on,
Yeah.
Bored to Death 2. Is Bored to Death still on, or is the season done?
No. It's still on, and we're in the middle of season 2. We just got picked up for a 3rd season.
Oh, good.
Which
Congratulations,
is really
man.
exciting
Great.
news,
Yeah.
especially,
I think Jimmy could come back. Is that was
I would
left,
hope so.
That was left
might.
open ended, right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Very
Yeah.
open-ended.
Yeah, so maybe Jimmy comes back to
Maybe
Bored
he's
to
a young
Death.
man who has a case.
Yeah.
Yeah, you never know.
But I'll tell you, it's the greatest. Like I was describing it to my friend, like, you'd ever walk into someone's house and you get in there and you're like, man, this place feels great. I love it in here. That's like what that's what it's like to go to work at that show. It really, I've had some jobs where the
You
whole
hated it.
thing was just uncomfortable.
Yeah.
This is one of those rare things you really appreciate, and you saw it when you were there. You're
Yeah.
like, the whole crew is great, the cast get along, and then Jonathan Ames, writes these amazing shows. That HBO is so awesome to just let us go make these strange little half-hour shows, and it's the greatest, it's one of the greatest times I've ever had in my life. And when we found out we got a 3rd one, I was so excited because I love going back to that laboratory.
Yeah, you should have gotten a third one, though. It's a good show.
Yeah,
It's
that is
original.
cool.
It's really fun.
Awesome.
It's so nice. You guys, thank you for your
Good morning.
time.
And he'll be on
problem.
Regis and
Thanks for
Kelly
coming.
in
I'm going
30
to
minutes.
Regis. I'm on right now.
Yeah.
Right now, change
Yeah,
it.
I'm in a David Lynch movie.
Good luck with that fatherhood thing, man.
Thank you, man.
4 weeks.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Likewise,
absolutely.
likewise.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, here we go.
Yeah.
Have a baby.
All right.
All right, guys.
Jason
Cool, man.
Schwartzman,
Cool.
everyone.
This is awesome.
Thanks.
The Opie and Anthony Show. 866-WOW. That's 866-969-1969.
It's the return of Bobby Lee to the Opie and Anthony Show.
Your intern is really homophobic.
Yeah,
Because I showed him my underwear, and he got really scared.
That's Stevie?
Yeah, is it Stevie?
Yeah, little Stevie.
He looks like he has Down syndrom?
Yes.
But he
exactly-
thinks like he does, too. I actually have it. I have 50% Down syndrome.
50%.
Yeah,
I thought you were Asian.
Yeah, Asians with Down syndrome are so smart. I got straight B's in high school. Yeah.
I saw an Asian with Down syndrome on that show on HBO where the two Down syndrome people get married.
Oh, I saw Monica and David.
Yes.
Yeah.
And there's the Asian guy in school, in their little school, and he's got Down syndrome. And it's like, wow, he is really stupid.
That documentary was creepy because they show him in the hotel room, right?
Yeah.
Then they close the door and they wave to the camera.
They wave.
And I know what went on in there.
Oh, just retard
Pillow
sex.
fight.
Oh, you think it was
pillow fight? They ate like 9 pounds of Almond Joy. You know what I mean?
Hit the mini bar.
Dueling contest.
All right. It was so sick, because they had like flower petals let into the room.
There he is. There he is right there.
Yeah. Oh, my God.
Now listen, dude. I come in, right? I got new underwear from Diesel. I wanted to show you my underwear.
Oh, nice.
And you got all weird. And I'm going to have to teach you a lesson about life. Right?
Yeah.
Bobby, can
These
you
are
do
called
it again?
life lessons. Life's on life's terms.
Yeah,
right?
Bobby, do it, please.
Right.
This is what he
teach
did in
him
the
a
office.
lesson.
Sam
Teach
told
him a
us.
Life
lesson.
on life's terms. No, you really. Bobby's taking his clothes off.
Yeah. He's just
This is a life lesson from Bobby Lee
Might as
to
well.
Stevie.
Oh, look, yeah, he's got
Bobby's now
striped underwear.
He's down to
like a
his.
scallop.
Yeah. Bobby's in his.
There you go. Come on, Stevie.
Bobby's just hugging Stevie.
Stevie, it's okay. What's wrong, Stevie?
Bobby's hugging. Oh my God, my picture.
Stevie, what's wrong?
Look what he's doing! This is not necessary!
This is a life lesson, Stevie. This is a life lesson.
Have a life lesson. Oh my God, he's humping him in like his horrible underwear. Those are striped. Stevie's on the floor.
Sorry, Steve. Are we cool? Not cool?
That was not a life lesson, that was rape.
That was a life lesson.
It's not rape.
It was rape. Life lesson.
It's not. It's life lessons, man.
Life lesson.
Life lessons.
Come on, it was a life
term. Are
lesson.
you okay?
I wasn't even being homophobic, you're just doing it really creepy.
Oh, you're being homophobic.
It's homophobia, dude.
Bobby.
Anyway, it's good to be back.
Yeah,
That's a hell of a way to start your appearance.
Good to have you back. That was
You okay,
wow.
buddy? Seriously.
No, it's not, you raped me!
It was jujitsu. It was
Your
jujitsu.
clothes
are on. Don't be a baby. Shut up.
Don't be a baby.
You're not bleeding.
That wasn't even close to rape.
Sure, your clothes are on.
Feel violated still.
He didn't.
I didn't fondle you or anything, man.
His penis
You were
didn't go in
humping
your.
on my ass!
No, I was like BJ Penn or some other schmuck, and then we did it. You know what I mean?
Did he secrete?
Yeah,
You got any semen on your jeans?
No.
All right, then you weren't raped.
Yeah.
A little pre-cum.
Hey,
Yeah.
Stevie, why don't you, Sam, why don't you, I think.
Am I getting in trouble? Am I in trouble now? Or?
No, but
Oh.
Steve is going to come back with something for you in a few minutes.
Oh, man.
Follow Sam. It's
What
only
is it,
fair.
though? What is it?
It's only fair.
Yeah, but tell me what it is first.
It's only fair.
How about this? I'm going to plug my thing right now.
Run out.
I'm going to plug my thing and I'm going to leave. All right, so in 2010 New York Comedy Festival, I'm doing jokes.com at the Carolines Comedy Club tonight at 10 o'clock, and I'm doing a live broadcast, a live stand-up show at Carolines. So I
Not
think
a shape, huh?
really thanks for having me.
No, you hang
No,
on.
because
What?
we'll be all right.
We'll be all right.
Everything's okay. All right.
We love
it's
you.
it's that stupid fucking Stevie.
But
What
see
could
what I
he
did
possibly
though?
do?
I came in here aggressive because I know what you guys are like.
Yeah.
So
Yes.
I came in here aggressive
He
so I
did.
could hit it
Yeah.
and then leave. And now the awkwardness is
The listeners
set in.
love you, by the way. So
What?
just sit down and relax.
Okay, fine.
Everything's going to be okay.
Didn't he just bolt last time? He
Yes,
was
I
here? He
reposted
just
those
bolted
videos
out.
yesterday.
Oh, okay,
It's-
everything's fine.
It's hilarious.
Everything's good.
My favorite Bobby Lee moment, our old studio, when the whole console would go up and down.
Yeah, I
and we
remember
wouldn't
that.
acknowledge it, and we would do it in front of you.
Oh,
and
right.
you were
Yeah,
looking
yeah,
for
about
someone
that.
to. Anyone else in the room that is seeing what you were seeing, and we were all in on the joke, and
Yeah,
you were
but that's not
losing
cool,
your
man.
mind.
Yes.
It's not cool. You know what I mean, though? Like,
I agree.
I've never
That was
been. I've
pretty
never been
cool.
here before, and that's not a hello. You know what I mean? That's a goodbye.
That's a goodbye, but you're back.
But I'm back, so hello again.
Hello to you, Bobby Lee.
Hello.
So what's the plug? You're doing Caroline's for the Comedy Festival?
I don't know what it is. Jokes.com live.
Yes,
Jokes.com live for Comedy
festival.
Central.
Okay.
It's a live stand-up show, live streaming on the internet with me and a bunch of, Joe Mandi.
No, don't worry about it.
No, I'm going to read
else.
it.
It's about
I got to
you
read
today.
it. Joe Mandi.
Morgan
Murphy's
who I
great.
like.
She's great. Kurt Metzger's
very
great. Donnell's funny, too.
And Donnell's really funny. That's a good show. Okay.
And then you're doing Caroline's, too?
No.
Oh, what the fuck
I'm in
am I
January.
talking about? All right, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
What are you doing? What are you in New York for? You just doing this, the show?
I'm doing this, and then I go to Kansas City tomorrow.
Oh, okay.
Oh, wow.
Going to do a gig.
How's the road?
Oh, it's awful.
Really?
Really awful.
Every one of you guys wants off the road, huh?
Yeah, it's awful.
I don't mind going out for the weekend, but I can't go out for long periods of time.
What don't you like about the road?
First of all, what I don't like is Friday night second shows.
Oh, of course.
Really?
Steve Martin said that's what got him out of stand-up.
Yeah.
What? Steve Martin said that.
Really?
Yeah.
I mean, literally, like, I was in Miami once, and 10 minutes into my set, there was a couple, they're black. I don't know why. Can I say that?
No,
they're black.
yeah, I think
they were
that's it.
full-blown dancing in the middle of my set. Like, as if there was music. Like, they were doing, you know what I mean, dancing. I go, what are you guys doing? We're dancing. You know what I mean? They start dancing.
Yeah.
And then some, like, retarded girl started giving me the, sexual tongue. While they were dancing, she was giving me sexual tongue. And I literally started saying F you to the crowd, this and that. There was a riot. And they had to, the doorman had to walk me to my hotel room because I think I was going to die.
The crowd?
I lost him. I completely lost him. But that's stand-up. And it's awful.
And that's the second show Friday is like
Late
the bad
show
one?
Friday is notoriously
Because they're all
bad,
drunk
yeah.
and they're all drunk, right?
They're somewhere else doing dinner and drinking
And they're
or whatever.
tired. They've been working all week.
Yeah, they woke up 8 or whatever.
Oh, wow, I never even thought of that.
It's awful.
That sounds like
Saturday's
a fucking
great.
Yeah.
horrid night.
Late show Saturday is fine. That late show Friday is notoriously the worst show in comedy.
And, yeah, okay.
You all right?
He's totally...
I'm okay.
The water went down the
wrong tube. I'm fine.
I love this
Wrong tube.
guy. I love him.
No, can I say
him.
something?
Yes, Bob.
When is the guy going to come back?
I don't know.
It's
what
nothing
the fuck
bad.
is-
It's just-
Jim.
Yes.
Come on.
He's a good boy.
I know, he's a great boy.
He's literally blind.
You might have to teach
Oh, is he
him.
really blind?
Almost. Legally,
he can barely
He's legally
say.
blind.
I mean, he's not going to do anything to you. He can't.
When he looks at the computer, he's got to get like this close.
You know what?
Yeah.
What the hell? I will tell you.
Okay, tell me.
I think he has split personalities.
Oh.
And he's going to come in here as a completely different guy. I've never seen this character before,
Yeah.
but
I haven't
I
either.
hear it's pure lunacy.
Okay, but can I tell you something?
You'll beat the shit out of him?
No. What I did earlier, when I first came in here,
Yes.
was level 7. Let's just say that's level 7.
Level 7.
Okay? There are 3 levels above it. Okay? Level 8.
Do you know some of this?
Yeah, I know all of that.
You know
right?
the
And then
karate?
level
Yeah.
9, it gets real weird.
Really?
Yeah, it doesn't smell like a Cambodian jungle in here.
What is it?
Thick. It's going to be thick. You need a
What
machete.
is a 10?
A 10 is...
Is it like a Paul Pot vibe?
Can I go?
Paul Pot.
But you have Danny from Community coming, right? At 9?
Yeah.
Yeah, so, you
So
can't have 2 ethnics in here.
So we
That's
want
ridiculous.
We want to do it
It's
until
crazy.
9 o'clock.
Oh,
Sam,
okay,
is he
yes,
ready?
Sam.
Okay, wait, hold on.
Hold on.
You don't have to worry about it. It's
Hold
not
on,
bad.
Sam freaks Bobby out a little bit.
Sam, why don't you explain
Because
what's...
he's half we don't know what and half we don't know what.
Sam, what's going on?
Well, Bobby Lee taught Stevie a life lesson a minute ago.
But can I just say this? I'm going to throw something out, okay? If there's anything on me, I'm leaving.
Okay.
Right? So if there's blood, right? Anything from within him, like pus or you know, other stuff, I'm leaving. And I'll never come back.
We're not going to put pus on you.
Pus on you.
Nobody wants pus on them.
Stevie's not here anymore, but one of his friends wants to
I'd
get
love,
revenge.
Yeah, I'd love to meet him.
Okay.
All right, here we go.
Here he comes.
For the first time on our show.
Oh, my God.
He's wearing a...
I'm Paulie the Penis, and I'm here to take down Bobby Lee or give anyone else who wants it sex advice. You're going down, little man. I'm here to say, on behalf of the Wrestling Republic of America, that you are going down. Bobby Lee, the Asian persuasion is going down.
Okay, what?
He's wearing a pink...
He's about to
Let's go!
Well, let's go!
Let's go! Let's go!
Oh my God.
Relax.
Come on! Come on!
Wait, okay.
Let's go!
Can I know the rules?
No!
I need to know the rules. I need to know the rules. Well, you came in aggressive with my neck and stuff, and I'm almost mad, but, like, you know what I mean? That was very aggressive. Like, that wasn't, like, that's like...
Oh, you were aggressive with me? I can't be aggressive with you?
Yeah, but I wasn't doing head, like, wrestling moves. I was just getting sexual, you know what I mean? you're being physical, you know what I mean? Yeah, if you want to do gentle touches, I'll do gentle touches.
Yeah, Stevie, you can't grab his neck. You gotta, you know.
I want to take you down. My name is Paulie.
All right, Paulie.
I'm not here to have sex
But you
with
have
you.
an outfit too, right? You're wearing an outfit right now, correct?
It's a pink outfit.
A pink outfit?
Which is really
I have my
pretty.
own outfit. May I get into my outfit, please?
That's fair.
May I get into
that's
my
fair.
outfit?
Bobby, you want to get into your outfit?
Okay, but let me just say, it's going to be level 8 now. It's level 8 time, okay?
All right, Bobby's getting into his outfit.
Bobby's getting into his outfit.
All right, well, this guy.
Games too.
All right, Bobby's getting into his outfit, which means he's completely naked. He's completely naked.
Get away from me! Hey, you fuck!
He's completely naked. Bobby.
Hey,
No.
Bobby, shithead!
Bobby.
Get him out of
Wow,
here.
it looks like somebody broke character. Congratulations, Bob.
Bobby looks completely naked.
What are you doing, Sam?
Oh, he's hiding behind Sam.
How did you let that
What happened to the character,
get
dude?
behind me?
Huh?
Yeah,
what about
happened?
commitment?
What happened to the character?
Yeah.
Yeah, what happened? What happened? What happened?
Paulie
The
Penis.
actor who plays Paulie the Penis was not comfortable with that.
What happened? The Asian persuasion you were calling him. What happened?
Yeah.
The Asian persuasion got a little too
He
Persuasive.
got into his
I got a little too
costume.
persuasive.
a little too
He got into
intimate
his
with
costume.
his costume. That's a birthday suit. That's not a costume.
Oh, birthday shit. Grandma.
It's what God made me. You know what I mean?
Well,
Is
God-
that a hoodie footy snuggle suit?
Yes, it is. It's the
yeah,
one
it
I was
is.
wearing.
Oh, it
My
is.
bulge was much more impressive.
Yeah, you ain't got nothing down
You got nothing
see
happening
you.
down there, Stevie.
I'm practically getting raped by this guy. Come on, you want to throw down? Let's throw down. Let's go.
No, dude, we already played that game. I won.
No, you
Yes,
didn't
I
win.
did.
You
Yeah.
raped me.
No, you ran away.
I was not ready.
I won twice,
You ran
bro.
away.
You ran away. You were
I
stripping.
ran. What?
You ran away.
You ran away twice.
There's wrestling.
Get out
and
of
there's-
here. Get out of here.
No.
Are you a loser?
You're a loser.
Yeah, you're a
No,
loser.
I'm not.
You would.
Loser.
Oh, what's the matter? What happened after he got into his costume? You couldn't
That's
fucking
not a
take
card
it.
getting
Yeah, it's a
naked.
costume.
It is a costume.
First of all,
That
see,
was his
you know what? It
costume.
is a costume. I don't have yellow skin, dude. Right? I'm Mexican.
Costume.
It's a costume.
You pussied out. You totally
it's my
pussied
Pikachu
out.
costume.
Loser.
You're a loser.
Sam, nowhere did we say that we was gonna get naked. All right, we said we were gonna wrestle.
You got to roll with it.
Hang.
Look, he doesn't
hang.
want to acknowledge you anymore, Stevie. Bobby
Yeah.
turned his
Paulie,
back.
he
turned
took
his back to
He
you.
decided
That's
to get
it.
in his costume, and you didn't like it. So that's accept that. It's
You
it is
lose.
what it
All
is.
right.
Nobody
My
knows.
sex advice for this guy, Bobby.
What is this now? What do you think? What are you
I
going
have
to
a
do
beautiful
now?
girlfriend, bro.
Another day.
Now people are going to fucking listen to you? Why? You lost. You're
lost
nothing
him.
now. You're nothing.
Lost. That wasn't even a
The
fight.
loser doesn't
You
get
lost,
to give
bro.
some kind of speech.
Everyone's
to
turned
that.
off their cameras.
Yeah.
He never
Nothing to
got
see
pinned.
here.
He never pinned me. That's not a lose.
You ran
you
away.
ran away
away,
like a little
dude.
girl.
By the way, if you ever run behind me again, I will fuck you up. And I'm not even joking. No one comes back here.
Sorry.
No one ever comes
I was
behind me like
protecting
that.
myself. I'm sorry.
No, fuck protect yourself.
Yeah, you
You'd
don't
be
risk
protecting
Anthony's
yourself from me.
well-being.
I'll
No,
fucking
no, I-
slam you into the wall.
See, I bought
I'll roll
Sam
back
bef-
and just slam right into you. That's what I should have done if I thought.
No,
but I
no,
wasn't
yeah,
thinking.
I would never intentionally do that.
I'm gonna fuck your mother.
See you.
Sorry.
All right, Stevie, I think you
Bye,
blew
Stevie.
it. Bobby doesn't want anything to do with that.
Is that too
Stevie.
mean? Am I being too mean?
No.
No.
Oh, okay, Jimmy. Bye.
This is not over. I want you to know that.
I'll see you later,
It's
buddy.
so over. You lost. You're fucking
You lost.
pussied out.
I'll probably never see you again, buddy.
You're pussied out.
Stevie.
He sounds like Bobcat.
Stevie, give Bobby Lee your glasses for a second.
Oh my god.
He's not gonna break.
Now
him.
you're not breaking
he wouldn't
glasses.
he wouldn't
What do you want me to do?
You see how blind he is. Put him on.
Look how
We
blind he is.
Oh, my God.
That puts you in another dimension.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
Now you know what you're
Because
dealing
before
with.
I thought you had Down syndrome, and I'm sorry. It was my bad. It was my bad, dude.
That's all right. You, the school, the board of education, everyone thought that. The
His
doctor,
mom,
the
his
baby.
dad, his sisters. Yeah, we thought he was a little funny when he first came here. But
His
he's
sisters
not.
are hot too.
Yeah, he's not.
Yeah.
He's not a little
Hot
funny.
sister?
Yeah, man.
really?
It's bizarre.
Did you? Has anyone gotten in touch with the sisters or anything? Or?
She hasn't accepted my friend request yet.
Nah, she doesn't.
What the fuck's up with that?
She doesn't want anything to do with us.
Why wouldn't the hot 18-year-old want the friend request of this show?
Let's say- oh man, which one is she?
I think she's the one on the left.
God damn.
Let me say,
How could that be
cute.
Stevie's fucking sister?
She probably has a club foot.
That's crazy. Who's the one on the right, by the way?
I like the one on the right, too.
No.
Because what is that? Halloween, I guess, huh?
I guess. Yeah. Well,
New
if she ever accepts my friend request,
I hope it's not Halloween. I like
That
hot
ain't gonna
nerds.
happen. How many friends does she?
she has over 1,000 friends.
Wow. Yeah, she's popular.
She's doing good.
Fucking Stevie's a piece of shit. Oh, look at his sister's got like a bunch of friends and
there's Stevie with an
How many
Islanders
friends does
jersey.
He
Stevie
has 489 friends.
489, but he's
okay.
on a radio show.
He's doing all right.
And look, he's in a dopey Islanders jersey. with
I
a
feel bad,
dopey
man.
head.
Should I bring Stevie back in here and just apologize? It's my fault.
Oh,
I come here this morning, I show him my underwear, I get all weird, and then
Yeah, but you just
he comes
gave
in here and I
radio.
almost raped the guy.
Are you going to really apologize, or is it a twist?
That is Down
No, there's
syndrome.
no twist.
Head.
No, you don't.
Oh, then I don't want. I don't want to hear a real apology. That's who gives a shit.
How
I'll
come
let
we
it
can
go.
look
I'll
at
let
his
it go.
dumb
All right.
pictures and can't look at his sisters? That's
Because
annoying.
she has her shit locked down, and he doesn't, obviously.
What if I try to befriend her? I'll try to befriend her.
I'll
Bobby,
give you her name.
What?
Be my guest.
You watch porno on your phone?
On my iPad, but not on this phone.
On your iPad?
Yeah. Why?
No, I'm just asking because they said you were watching porn in the office. Or
What do you
something on
like?
the
What's your
iPad.
porn of choice? Okay, this is what I like, and this is a little twisted, but like I like New Girls. I can't. If I've seen them before, I don't like it. I like the interviews before, right?
Oh, you
like
do?
This is my first time. You know what I mean? I just got off the bus,
really? Yeah, you
and
like
then
those?
when the penis enters, in their eyes, I have to have them question their judgment. You know what I mean? Like, why did I do this? You know what I mean? You know what I mean? I hope my mom doesn't. You know what I mean? Like, I need that, like, that question. Yeah. And then I nut.
You like the cock to be a reality check for them when it goes in.
Yeah. I want it to be real.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I don't like it when they're trying to act this and that. I like organic. One time, this guy slapped this girl, right? And she literally started swinging back as hard as she can. I love that. You know what I mean? Because it's not scripted.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's real. You know what I mean?
Holy
and I nut.
shit.
You know what I mean? Well, I'm twisted. I was molested.
Yeah.
Oh, were you?
Oh my God. No, but when I was
How old were you when you molested?
I was from 7 to 10.
Oh, 3 years. Okay.
3 years. Yeah.
Oh, you must have been.
I was
Somebody you knew? I guess.
No. It wasn't. Well, in Minnesota, I lived in a place called Edina, Minnesota, and there was a guy with Down syndrome who used to mow the lawns. We used to have this ice skating rink, right? But during the summers, it was like obviously it's outside, so it's grass, and he used to mow the lawn, and he had candy in the shack they used to live in.
Oh, candy in the
candy's the
shack.
best, and he used to lure all these kids in with candy, right? Who's that?
I don't know.
Oh, she's great.
Yeah,
I like
this
stuff
is-
like
wow.
this.
This is the type of
she's
porn
gonna
you like.
question.
Wait, I want to hear this story though.
Yeah, I want to hear the story too.
Pause that. We could easily go back to that.
Yeah, I want to hear this hot story,
Yeah.
not see that mood-killing, sexy video.
Yeah. So there was candy in the check.
Yeah, so it happened to everyone in the neighborhood, right? But I went back every day for 3 summers in a row because I love the candy so much. You know
What would he do to you?
What? Just stick your fingers inside me. You know what I mean? I would do it, and then I get tangy taffy or
Well,
whatever.
you make him.
So you molested him.
I would think. Yeah, well, I think I might have tricked him.
Did you suck his dick?
No.
You put fingers in his ass. How many?
I don't know. I had little fingers back then.
Right,
so,
right,
yeah. So maybe 5. It was a fist. It was a fist.
Would you
But it
wet
was
them?
small. It's very small.
Would you wet the fingers first?
No, I wouldn't lube it. No, that's
Okay,
crazy.
so you'd put them in and you
I
jerk
wouldn't
them
even know.
off.
I don't even know what that is back then. You know what I mean?
So you were kneeling. Obviously,
yeah.
you had to kneel because you have to go up to get the hands or whatever, and
Yeah.
and then you were jerking him off.
Yeah.
And he would bust where on you.
No, I don't think he ever busted too, because I think he was always nervous, right?
okay.
So I think maybe he got a little piece, and then when the kids left, he finished it off.
So would you smell your hand after?
No, I wouldn't do that. No, that's crazy.
By accident, you candy.
No, I think I remember there was a creek, and I think I washed my hands a couple times in the creek. Maybe some crawdads died. But when I was 15 years old, I was in a rehab, right? And because I did, I'm sober now, right? So, but I did drugs at 12, right? I think maybe it had something to do with the Down syndrome.
What kind of drugs? What kind of drugs?
I did meth back then and whatever, right? I was living in we moved to San Diego. And I remember when I was 15, I was in a family group therapy, right? And I mentioned in the group, because my parents were there, I go, yeah, I was molested by this guy with Down syndrome. And this is when my dad goes, he laughed. I go, what the hell, Dad? He goes, oh, you let him do that? He's literally started. He still reminds me now. Remember when you had the retard touch? Remember that?
Remember that?
Yeah. Oh, but you're a dumb kid, you know.
Oh shit!
Yeah. I do it on my stand-up actually. I talk
How
about
do you
that, yeah.
fucking like he had
hilarious.
Down syndrome?
I think yeah.
And
wait, why were you
Wow.
molested if you were doing it to him? Is that I don't get that.
What's the age
still
difference?
being molested.
Oh, he was influencing
think-
you. Is that what that's about?
I think. Yeah, I mean, I think some people just get off when he can get. It's
But
a power thing,
he
right? It
never
has nothing to do with
he
sexuality.
never touched you.
He must have.
I must have. Yeah, maybe.
He must have touched your ass a little bit. You probably
Yeah.
rubbed it on your butt a little bit.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Rubbed it on your butt.
How old were you? How old was he roughly?
Probably 28, 30. Maybe.
Oh, he was a man. Okay.
He was a man, yeah.
And you were like, what, 10?
8, 9. Yeah.
Okay,
I was
so-
riding bikes and stuff.
So he would probably rub it on your butt.
But the thing is that I
Any
think
consolation? He's probably dead.
what?
They don't live that long.
Don't dare me. What?
Did he ever put it in? He must try to put it in.
No. He never put it in.
He never tried?
No. I never had that in me.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Was
But
it
like-
big? Retards have big dicks.
Oh yeah.
Did the
And they're very strong too.
Yes, they are.
Yeah,
Did
they're
any
stronger
of
than
the
they look.
Retard strength.
Yeah,
Did you
they're
talk
retard
about it with any of the other neighborhood kids? Like, hey,
No,
what
but
about
I think
crazy
that
candy
no, but I
guy?
was never. Yeah, no, because I know it happened to my brother.
Oh,
But you know, he had mentioned it to me a long time ago, but now he denies. Like that never happened. But when I was like 12 years ago, he had, you know, what I mean, he was drunk a little bit, and he had revealed, you know,
Oh, he said.
if he's listening right now, you'll kill me. You know?
Did he say what happened? Was it the same thing? You
Yeah. It was
fingers
just
and
it was like a finger fiesta. But the thing is that
fingers and
that's what I
jerking
call
off a retard.
But the thing is that
That
can I
thing
say-
must have been huge
But
in
can I
your
say
little
something?
hand.
I don't think I felt bad about it.
Yeah.
No.
Do you know what I mean? Like
You got candy. It was a
I got
fucking
candy.
deal.
I got a deal. You know,
Yeah, you made a bargain with the
and
guy.
also, I'm a drug addict, so you know, if I just want to fix myself. You know what I mean? So if there's like cocaine, right? I'll do pretty much whatever to get to that cocaine because it's the fix that I want. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't care about my body or me. You know what I mean? But now, you know, I've been sober for a while. You know,
How long are you sober?
8 years almost.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
No drinking, no nothing.
Nothing. Yeah,
Oh,
I
yeah.
go to meetings
Yeah,
and stuff. Yeah, do the whole thing.
Very good. Good for you. Now we know why you were aggressive with Stevie.
What do you mean?
Because he looks like he might have the downs.
Yeah, you jumped right on him.
Maybe that was it.
That had
Yeah,
to be
because
it.
I saw
That's
the
pretty obvious to me.
Special Olympics once,
Yeah.
and I had a panic attack watching it. I thought the finish line was going to be my penis. You know what I mean? Yeah, I really had a panic attack.
Did you really?
You fucking.
Yeah, have them pole vault. It was like, you know what I mean? I
So
couldn't do
you
it.
jumped on him and started humping his ass like
that was-
take that motherfucker.
No, but that was a defense mechanism. It's your fault. And I love you guys. You know that, right?
Yeah,
but
we love
I have
you.
a defense mechanism when it comes to this place.
I gotta.
And maybe it's going
Why?
to get better and better.
What happened with that?
Well, the first time I came here, you did a practical joke on me, and I was confused.
Right.
Right?
Yeah.
The second time, there was a man here with his penis out.
Right.
And I spit on it.
Yeah.
Oh,
You know, which at my girlfriend at the time was this close to breaking up with me because of that.
I forgot about that.
Do you remember that?
I was in a car on my way to the airport because I saw you, but I missed that segment. And as I'm listening to it, I'm like, we're fired. What are we doing?
Oh, really?
Oh, it's
We're just
panicking.
trying to show you a little love, Bobby.
No, yeah, yeah.
And then
funny.
we
He was
let you look
spitting
into
on
the
a
asshole
penis.
of a 54-year-old.
I remember that too. Yeah, that was
right.
that
That's
was
why
frightening,
you ran
yeah.
out last time.
Yeah, I didn't like that at all. You know what I mean? It was like a
Yeah.
wrinkly calamari. You know what I mean?
So we should try to do something different with you, I guess. Like
No, things are
have,
great
like-
now. No, things are good right now.
Things are good.
I came in with an aggressively.
Yeah.
I set the tone, and now we're back into talking, and it's great.
Well, there's
now.
something behind that curtain right now.
What is
Would
it?
you- Well, you know.
What is it?
Would you-
Are you kidding me?
You want to see it?
No. Okay. What is? No. Do you really though? Do you really?
That's how the whole candy negotiations went, by the way.
I think that's how it happened.
No, all right.
Bobby, we found your molester, and we want you to reunite with him.
Yeah, confront him.
What kind of candy?
You know the stuff with the stick and the little dip? I remember that.
Sure.
Yeah, I mean, because
yeah.
I remember he had the whole.
Oh, yeah.
There's like 5 flavors.
He sucked his
But I
dick.
remember
It's so
him
obvious.
taking give me only grape or something. You know what I mean?
But he sticked
like I wanted the all 5, but he only got you'll get grape.
But he sticked his dick in the stuff, and then you had to fucking.
No,
Yeah, that's
no.
probably it. There was no stick. His dick in there,
The
and you
stick is
just
fleshy.
sucked it off of his
Very warm
dick.
stick.
Yeah, believe me, there's no way.
Fun dick.
Fun dick.
that
No
was
way
it.
you could have someone's fingers in your ass and just make them jerk it. You got to get it sucked. You gotta.
Is that what
if
you're
you're there?
at?
Look, if you're in the shed,
Why
and you
wouldn't he
fucking,
be honest?
I don't think he's lying. I just think
He
he may
blocked
be
it
looking
out.
at. Yeah, I don't think Bobby's. I think he's very honest.
It's not gay if you're doing it for candy, Bobby.
Absolutely.
Can I say something? Can I
You're
say
all right,
something?
sure.
Yeah. That's a very interesting point.
You blocked it
That
out.
I might have blocked it out.
Yeah.
I'm sure I
Yeah.
didn't though, because I'm willing to admit fingers in the
Sure.
You know what I mean? In the hole. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm willing to admit. You know what I mean? Fondling him too a little bit, right? But
Yeah.
I've never had it in my mouth.
Right.
Maybe you didn't, but if
Why
you-
would I not go
No,
there?
I don't think you're lying.
Was he hard when you were jerking him off, or was he like?
Was he just big
medium.
and dumb?
You know, I was,
retard
that was in the 70s. You know what I mean? You have to get that. I'm almost 40, right?
Yeah.
I look great, don't I?
You do look younger.
Thank you so much. I have my Justin Bieber haircut. But listen, I was.
Oh God. Oh, what are you doing?
Well, he gave me sugar.
Okay, because he gave me a sugar daddy because he's giving me candy because he has Down syndrome.
He just walked in like
I don't really.
Like, this is supposed to be-
I'm embarrassed too. That was really.
That's rude.
He was trying to act, I think.
Yeah, I don't know what that was.
Yeah,
Stevie came in his pink suit and threw a sugar daddy at him.
Stevie's really run his course, I think.
He's a little strange.
Yeah, he's trying.
I should apologize.
We tried to have his mother fucked.
Yeah,
Jesus,
I'm
give him a
going to
break.
go apologize.
Yeah, we did.
Bring him in.
Yeah, bring him in.
Okay.
Stevie,
All right, let's do
Stevie,
it.
Bobby Lee's gonna.
Okay. Hold on. Can you stop for a second?
Yeah, relax.
Relax. Just relax. Breathe. Breathe through it. Listen to me, okay?
What's with your pursed lips? What are you
I
doing?
like you as friends, okay?
Okay.
And I want to apologize for my behavior, okay? I shouldn't have tried to rape you. But before I had my Rainbow Bright underwear, I showed it to you. You got a little weird, and I might have gone overboard.
It wasn't the gay thing. It was the creepiness of you.
No, there's just pulling down the pants is creepy. You know what I mean? And you should use lip balm because they're too dry, your lips. They're a little dry. I don't like looking at them.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry my lips are too
We
dry.
call him Larry Sanders lips. He's got Larry Sanders lips.
Okay, so what are you going to say? Are you and I cool?
Gary Shandling is Larry Sanders. Stupid.
Bobby, you want to kiss Stevie just
Yeah, are we cool? No, like a European kiss, not on the lips.
Yeah,
like
European kiss, Stevie,
Like
would you allow that?
bonjour, you know what I mean? That kind of a thing.
Like bonjour.
Bonjour.
All right, watch.
I don't like.
No,
It's okay.
I'm not into the French though. That's the
No,
thing.
I'm not going to do that. First
This
of all,
is
can you
part of the
just
apology,
Go to my Facebook,
Stevie.
right? I have a
Just-
beautiful girlfriend,
Right,
right?
don't worry about him.
Yeah.
It's part of the
Bonjour.
apology. See?
No. He
You
even
gotta
poured me with his
bonjour.
lips. That's weird.
Yeah, that was a little weird.
Bonjour, no. Kissed him on the cheek.
You got to do it on the other side now,
But
right?
Stevie didn't do the
It's good to see you. On the cheek.
All right, Bobby, Stevie, now you do that back to Bobby. Let's see how you do it.
Yeah, let's see
Okay,
how you do
with
it.
the bonjour and everything.
Let's do a scene. We're in a cafe. We're in a cafe. You know, you and I went to a university somewhere. Cambridge. We went to Cambridge.
Yeah, you went to
I
Cambridge.
hadn't seen you in a very long time, right? Because we were in lab partners in Cambridge, remember? And the thing is that, and I want, and you see me, and we're both professors now. So I'm in Paris. Okay, so come up to me. Say buongiorno.
You got to say buongiorno.
Yeah.
Buongiorno.
Yes. Hello.
Now kiss Bobby on the cheeks.
I have to do that.
No, look, you got to start over, man. You messed it all up.
Yeah, you fucked the
You
whole
have to
thing
commit
up.
to it. Hi, Patrice.
Buongiorno.
That sucks. That really sucks. That sucks. That totally sucks.
Terrible.
That was terrible.
Yeah, we're done
terrible.
with
We don't want to commit more?
No, forget it.
We're done with you, Stevie.
I gave you the scene, you know what I mean?
Yeah, you
He
fucked the whole
did. It
thing
made
up.
you professor.
Terrible.
Bonjour. No. Yeah.
No, not on the lips. Not on the lips.
Fucking Bobby.
The cheek I'll do, but not the lips.
Fucking Bobby Lee.
Hello. We went to Cambridge together.
There's no Cambridge in Italy.
Fucking Bobby.
Hold on.
To Cambridge.
Hey, Patrice.
Fucking
Patrice,
Bobby
here's
Lee.
the scene.
Yeah.
You're a professor. And Bobby and you haven't seen each other in quite a while. Yeah. We went to Cambridge together, Patrice.
Ooh.
Red Hook Fire Department. Thanks.
Nice. I'm in.
Patrice, sit down, man.
Yeah, what's the matter?
There's not a lot of room.
No, I'll leave.
No, you're not going anywhere, Bobby.
Yeah. Patrice, I'll leave.
Get out of here, man.
Jokes.com live.
No, Bobby.
Caroline's on Broadway.
Stay. We're
Tonight,
cool.
10 o'clock.
You're not running out this time.
What's up, man?
How are you, sir?
We're not running out this time.
Oh, all right.
Everything's good.
Everything's
good.
Did
huh?
y'all congratulate Bobby on his Adidas commercial?
Is that what that's about? No, that's Ken Jeong, first of all, and that's racist. That's so racist. You know what I mean? Yeah, that's Ken. You know it's Ken. I'm sorry. And you came in with guns like that, man.
That Adidas commercial's everywhere.
No, that's not me.
We thought it was you. That's why we're having you on today.
Do you honestly believe that was me? Or you just as a
Dude,
joke?
I'm like Bobby's hitting it big.
Yeah,
Yeah, that wasn't me.
congratulations.
All right.
The way he was doing it, like,
No, I'm playing.
like, I didn't.
I'm playing. I'm playing Kansas City this week too. You know what I mean? That's where my career is.
Have you
I'm
seen the
doing Adidas
commercial?
campaigns.
No.
So thanks,
Dude,
buddy.
And why do you have a fucking Chinese karate movie villain mustache, nigga? What the fuck's going on? What's happening, Bobby?
Wait. First of all, can I say this?
The role is really killing him, man. It's killing us all.
First of all, this took me 9 years to grow, by the way. Okay, so that's one thing. Okay,
It's
I haven't shaved in 9 years.
the most not well-looking mustache I've ever seen,
But
Bobby.
wait 20 years, man. I'm gonna look at Judge Ito. You know what I mean? Wait 20 years. God, man, he comes. See, this is what's weird about this show.
That's funny,
And
Bobby.
it's very funny. I love it. But you know,
And he thought you were in the Adidas
no,
commercial.
he's
I
just.
thought that was him. I was like, Bobby.
You're not
Lee,
even kidding?
Bobby Lee is blowing up.
You know, that's a problem with being Asian and on, you know what I mean, being in the limelight because people think you're somebody else.
Well, you
Yeah,
should.
Like, I'll drive down the street, someone will drive by and go, heroes!
Right.
Just, you know what I mean? And I'll suddenly go, yeah! or something like that.
Did that happen more? I mean, you did well on Hangover. Was that like...
That was not me, Jim. That was Ken, the same guy.
That was the same guy.
But you shouldn't have all those roles. Does that bother you?
No, it doesn't bother me.
Ken's crazy.
Yeah,
I mean,
you can't have two
Bobby's
Asian guys
crazy.
in
Ken is
Hollywood.
not.
Yeah.
Ken is only crazy when he's acting.
Bobby's always
got a
crazy.
problem. They might find a fucking
Bobby's
OD
crazy.
chink in the fucking face in the porta potty. Blue ink on his fucking face when he passed out in the porta potty liquid and shit.
We should do. You and I should do a movie, Rush Hour 3. But my point is that Ken and I are friends. We did a tour called the Kim's of Comedy, and
that was before Ken blew up.
Yeah,
though,
then he blew up. Then he blew up. Right, I haven't talked to him since.
Anymore.
You know what I mean? But I'm happy for him.
No, you're not.
You think secretly I'm not?
Yeah, because your eyes just got wider, Bobby.
Because you know you should be that guy. You know you should be that guy.
Yeah, but what can you do? It's like people go, people call you and go, "Why aren't you in?" You know, what I mean, they didn't call me.
Those are your parts.
They don't call you for that stuff.
No, I mean, I went in for last week. I went in for Cameron Crowe, right? And we talked for like 20 minutes, and I auditioned for him. He taped me, and afterwards he was like, "That's great." I go, "Thanks." He's like, "You know how you say a line?" And he was like behind the camera going like this, give me a thumbs up, and I drive home. I think I got that.
I got it right.
Didn't get it, and that's 10 times a year that happens.
Who got it?
I don't know.
Ken Jeong.
Probably Ken, but my point is that...
Matter of fact, when he went to read, it said, "Can you be like Ken Jeong?" He's a type now. Once he become a type, it's over with.
But Patrice is doing this to him, and
it's the same thing.
And people say Craig Robinson to you.
At times. They say everything to me, but
you should have a lot of those Craig Robinson roles.
So that's you feel for it. I'm almost like I'm sad and happy for Bobby at the same time. Like I'm happy that he goes through the same horse shit.
You know what I mean? And
Ken does too, though.
I know, but you look at Ken and Craig. They're both great guys. They're great guys, but they're not. You know what I mean? They don't.
Don't say it.
I'm not going to say
you're not a bridge burning guy.
No, I'm not going to.
Bobby, I know what you're going to say.
burn bridges. I'm not going to burn.
I'll say it. Patrice is way funnier than Craig Robinson.
No, that's not what I'm saying. That's not what I'm saying.
I know what you're trying to say.
No, what I'm saying is that you and I are at clubs every night. Working it out.
Doing your
thing. Don't do the political. Just don't even go there.
Yeah, did I mess up already?
We know what you're going to say. We
Bobby,
feel
shut up. You're already a minority. Don't make it worse for yourself.
Don't be.
No, I'm friends with
trying to save you.
We're trying to save you. Shut up.
Just shut the fuck up.
No. I just want to say this. Can I just say this? Can I just say this? Sure. All right. I love both those guys with my heart. But you know,
keep it my heart. He sounds like Mike Shanahan.
All right.
Why he
I just puked in my mouth. I just puked in my mouth. All right. And I'm just saying that. Okay, here's what I'm saying, okay?
Say it.
We're screwed. You and I, we're screwed.
Yeah, why, though? You guys should be doing fucking big projects, man.
But can I say something?
You gotta be nice, man. I realize it's way too late.
See, why was he the guy in the office, though, in the fucking stock room down there? You two were both in there.
Because
he ends up being the guy.
And they went with him.
Craig was, he didn't, his energy is perfect. Like, and I say that knowing that your energy is supposed to be perfect. And my energy was, look at aloof is being an asshole. When you're trying to protect people from yourself.
I thought you were doing a great job.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like you were the guy that should have been in that stock room.
Yeah, I was. But that's why I couldn't. I'm not going to say that I didn't do it anymore. But when they would call, I just wasn't available. And it's because I couldn't do 16 hours of what Norton was doing with fucking the Coppola kid today. I just can't do that for more than 30 seconds of ball taint licking about how much I love you.
I like the guy.
Stop making your wrinkled face, stupid.
I like the guy.
It's better off. What he was doing, genuine, not genuine, that is what you have to have, man.
And you can't do that.
You can't play that game.
It seems
Bobby.
fucked up.
Bobby,
I have an example. I know exactly what you're saying.
Go ahead, Bobby.
Ken and I were in Pineapple Express. We had one line apiece, okay? So I show up to work, okay? And Ken and I don't have dressing rooms. We're in the stable with 30 other ninjas. Right? And I'm with, you know what I mean? There are little people with ninja masks on, and I'm in a little horse stable, like leaning against the thing. I go, I don't get a trailer. I was on a show for 8 years. So I called my agent, right? And I said, listen, I'm leaving if I don't get a trailer. I saw Rosie Perez have a driver,
You know what I mean? And if we go to a mall, I get recognized too. So I want a trailer. So then later, I think I got the vibe of being a troublemaker because I demanded a trailer.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because I didn't want to be in a stable with 30 gooks.
I relate to
you know what I mean?
Right.
Can I say gooks? Or I'm Asian.
Yes,
I can say it.
you're allowed to say that.
Pan-faced gooks. Now, let me say something. The adjective is too much. But my point is this, okay, is that I just feel like I've done a certain amount of work, you know what I mean? You know, as a stand-up in the Tonight Show, you know, what all the stuff, you know, sketch show, whatever, movies. I want a little trailer.
You're not asking
you know what I mean?
for much.
I'm just
You
a bathroom.
shouldn't have been with the rest of every ninja guy.
Yeah, these
right,
stunt
right.
guys. You know,
Can I say, though?
Yeah.
In defense and in prosecution of him, he really don't know that that's enough. That's where the problem is that it's not a middle ground. It's not a compromise. This is why I know that Mel Gibson bullshit was bullshit as soon as I heard that the crew was against him. Because I've been on enough sets to know crews are the subordinates. They do what the fucking director says. There's no cameraman that goes, I will not work with Mel Gibson. I know that. There's no makeup girl. They are against, it's a pecking order, and they know it, and they treat the people like shit that they can. Mel Gibson don't get treated like shit by no fucking crew. So that's how I know this was something that was given permission by others for them to fucking stand up and rise up against fucking Braveheart and Apocalypto guy.
No kidding, man.
There's nobody in Hollywood with enough balls to stand on their own and go, I refuse to do that. So that's how I know. So it's easy to be, if you're not like, hey, everybody, you're an asshole.
and you're not working?
But I'm not saying I don't want to be. I'm saying I sometimes I sit in the corner and try to be quiet, and it comes off like, who's this quiet fat nigga with an attitude?
Yes.
That's what I did on The Office. So, because I didn't want to spoil anybody's fucking day. But here's what they do. they always want to fucking be around you.
Yeah.
They want to be around the aloof asshole. Like, hey, guy. And I'm like, oh, what the fuck?
You can't just sit there and go, hey, how you doing?
You have to be, I want to be, how are you? But the conversation, I feel like John Doe from Seven. Like writing it down. Today, this guy said hello. I wanted to throw up. And
yeah.
And just, you just go,
but
what the fuck?
Why can't you just push that deep for a day?
Knowing
what it'll get you.
Many times. You know what? Here's what it gets you. We did the damn, what's the movie there? We were so
Furry Vengeance.
Furry Vengeance. Brendan Fraser and Brooke Shields love that shit. They love the reality of who we were. They was just drawn to it. And people will go, why is Brooke Shields and Brendan sitting with those guys? They're just the construction guys who don't talk. No, we're not. We're A-personality motherfuckers who is getting treated like dog shit by the goddamn sock girl because they think we're extras. Bitch, you better get the fuck out of here.
Yeah,
Wow.
one time I booked a movie, and
I hear you now.
And the lady sent me to the extras camp. I showed up, and she goes, yeah, you're over there, right? So I went over there with like 100 people, like they were in a stadium, like it's shot. And I'm trying to check in and this and that. And I go, I think I have lines, like into my, you know what I mean?
Shit, yeah.
You know what I mean? And then I say to the lady later, I go, I think I have lines. And she goes, oh, you're Bobby Lee? I go, yeah. And then she got mad at me, like, why did you?
You're an asshole.
Yeah, why didn't you tell me?
You're an asshole.
Like, I'm the jerk.
And he tried not to be an asshole.
Yeah. And then I turned out to be an asshole. You know what I mean?
He's
what
fighting.
a weird world.
You can't win it. You
can't
can't win it.
Yeah.
So you have to. It's
Classic.
either hook or crook. He's the boss on his shit, and it trickles down from him. That's the only chance.
You always got, as they say, pick your battles. Like a lot of times, if I have an issue with a club or a theater, my agent and I will talk. He goes, "All right, look, we can do this and take this." Or he goes, "If you want, I'll go back and beat him up for whatever it is we're probably entitled to." He goes, "If you want to do that, I will." But they did this and this. It's like you got to pick your battles. Sometimes it's worth really fighting for it. Other times it's like, that one's not a big deal.
Norton, we're not even saying battles.
No, I'm
it's
only
just
saying
a
that.
natural.
Just
excuse
basic
me.
shit. Yeah.
It stinks in my trailer.
No, I'm thinking about our shitty trailers that we had honey wagons for 2 weeks, which was, we should not have had honey wagons. We should have had fucking trailers when we did Furry Vengeance. We were in those little teeny honey wagons. And it was either I was going to stay there and hate it or quit or just accept it because they weren't going to give us trailers.
And there's no sense of humor. There's no mean sarcasm sense of humor. There's nothing there. You have to. There's not like
How that possible?
Like you can't even go. What the fuck, nigga? I got hemorrhoids for sitting in this trailer so long. Oh boy. Like I get it. I'm just joking. They called my manager that day and said, "Does this guy have a problem?" Because I was in the honey wagon.
Shit.
So I was sitting on that stress all day. So I just said something to old fucking what is his name?
Roger.
And I go, man, what the fuck? Because that's my sense of humor. He's looking with that. Everything's okay, and then what's going on with this thing that's talking? It's like I was just fucking with you, nigga. My ass hurts, and now it's like, all right, be funny. One line construction worker in this shitty movie. Like, can I be a human? No, you cannot. No, you.
We went into the house together to meet the director. Me and Patrice came down after sitting for hours, and we're sitting at a table in the dining room in the house, and the director's talking to us. And Patrice is like, I forget what you were saying, but I felt like the wife watching her husband have his third drink and his fourth drink. And I was like, boy, here it goes.
And you know you're being lumped into the whole thing.
I just watched it,
together.
but I'm like the happy one. I'm like, no, we'll come back tomorrow. We'll come back tomorrow.
Oh, no.
Oh, shit. All right, listen.
Oh, that is great.
We should take a quick break. We got Danny Putty from Community outside the studio as well. You're not leaving, Bobby. This is good. This is
you
good.
have Danny coming in.
I could care less.
Hang out, Bobby.
I want to have a cigarette. Please have a cigarette at least.
Hang out.
Please hang out.
You don't smoke anymore. You don't smoke anymore.
You don't smoke.
No, you don't
Okay,
smoke.
just hang out.
All right.
You're being difficult.
No, I don't think I am.
We're just trying to make it different for you.
Bobby Lee's being an asshole.
Like I was listening to that interview, Jason Schwartzman.
Yeah.
That guy is an Oscar winner. Just because that fucker is. He knows.
I think he was genuine though in his
I'm
niceness.
not saying he's a phony.
So what? I don't know.
But that's how you got to be.
His niceness is perfection. I'm not saying it's phony. It's just perfection.
But you don't have that in you even to put on.
I pray.
And you need that to really make it in Hollywood.
Yeah, I don't think I will. It makes you. It's like even if there was a problem on the set, he's a guy who would, I'm sure, address it. But he's not going to come off and make anybody uncomfortable.
Gotcha.
He would address it very nicely and different. He wouldn't come out and just go like, "What the fuck is?"
Right.
Like you asked him a specific. Let me tell you what he did was real quick. That was tremendously fantastic. You asked him a question about, have you been around where people Lily Tomlin?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. He didn't answer that, but he gave you a more interesting watermelon story I'll give
you this.
I'll give you this.
And this will be
instead
entertaining.
of saying any names that could fucking harm my career.
Wow.
Genius. And my fat ass will go,
good.
yeah, stupid ass motherfucking Steve Martin. I caught him shoving a plunge in his own ass.
You would have been like, yeah, Lily Tomlin's a cunt.
Yeah,
I saw it myself.
She got a lot of pussy hands.
All right, listen, Bobby's not leaving.
I might leave.
Bobby,
Stop.
stop.
I need to put my shoes on.
Bobby, hang out.
All right, you can put your shoes on, but don't leave.
because he's going to leave.
No, I'm not. I'm going to put my shoes on.
Hide his shoes.
Bobby,
Can you plug Caroline's one more time? real quick?
Yes, we're going.
No plugging till we get back.
when is Caroline's? Your plug is the most confusing thing. It is tonight, Caroline's?
Tonight, 10 o'clock.
All right, 10 o'clock tonight at Caroline's. If you're in the area, go see Bobby Lee. He's unbelievable. We love this guy.
Thank you.
I don't know if he loves us yet.
I love you.
He's confused by us.
I totally love you guys.
Well, we're trying to work this out. We're really
Tonight
trying.
at Caroline's is Bobby. It's jokes.com. Stand up for the New York Comedy
Also,
Festival.
I've never on radio have ever said that I was molested by a guy with Down syndrome.
Yes.
This is the first time I've ever, because I feel comfortable here.
I think TMZ is going to pick that up today.
No, they won't.
When are you taping? Friday night?
Friday night.
All right, so is it an hour or a half hour?
Hour.
Oh, it is an hour. All right, good. So just you.
Just me.
Skirball Theater. It's in the Village. It's where we did the HBO half hours.
Oh, nice.
It's a fucking great theater. It's on the it's Washington Square Park South. It's like by the cellar. It's
I want to go, but if you go, then they make you stay there for 8 hours. It's a nightmare. Can I just sneak in?
It's a 1 hour, dude. It's a 1 hour.
No, but how they have to look at the audience and go, oh, that fucking guy can't be next to that fucking guy.
No, it's just 2 shows. It's like I got it like a regular show. It's not. It's not a.
Have you been through one of these? It's unbelievable how they look at they study the crowd for an hour and have to set everyone perfectly right. And
so it's only an hour.
I think it was for Bill Burr or somebody. It was like,
they have
oh
to do
my
that for
god,
yours?
It's a great theater. Don't get me wrong and all that, and you're going to do fine. But
But I taped the hour.
I want to support you. I just don't want to be an audience member for 8 straight hours.
I'm glad that you destroyed the fourth wall for any idiot that didn't know that's what they're going to go through when they come, as they cancel all the free tickets they got.
No, hold on.
They're not going to do it like that, though. It's going to be a regular show.
All right.
When I did the special,
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to do it.
When I did the special, they did a little bit of seating up the front. They did where they wanted to just look a certain way, and I went ballistic backstage. I'm like, you tell that fucking audience coordinator that I want fucking mullets. I don't want a pretty audience. Like, I wanted what, and then they did.
You want your guy? 2 weeks ago, I'm like, I need.
But then they did it.
Oh, so you said I'm nice because I think it's interesting for the people. They really study the audience and go, oh, you're not pretty enough to sit in the first 5 rows.
Oh yeah, I told them
you got to be over
look
here.
Like Comedy Central.
They
make switching people. We're switching you. You sit back
it's
there.
It's unbelievable, and I'm looking like, does that really fucking matter in the end?
Did they did that for his hour that you guys was at?
No, the first one in D.C. It didn't delay the show at all. It's when you're coming in, they're just like, okay, we'll put you guys here. But I said to them after, because I was looking down to the front row, and there were some pretty girls who were fine, but they were not fucking hardcore Jim Norton fans. Right. I'm like, I want the fucking people that would have paid to see me in the front. And they did. But I screamed about it.
This one seems it's going to be. It's not going to be a TV taping. It's a show.
It's a Friday night. It's easy. You're in. You do an hour. You're out.
We got tickets to give away.
I think 10 more, and if somebody wants some more, I got. They're all gone, but I have like 100. I gave you guys 40, and then I think there's another like.
How are we giving
30
away,
left.
Danny?
They can call in.
Yeah, people call in. It's Friday night here in the Village. 2 shows. It's like going to see a headline show.
Yeah, all right. The number's on the pad data. Call if you want to see Patrice this Friday night in New York City. All right, simple as that.
Yeah, for taping.
We'll give a few away. Yeah, it's gonna. Patrice very excited about this. So, yeah,
actually.
All right.
Follow the Opie and Anthony Show on Twitter. Opie, twitter.com/Opie Radio. Anthony, twitter.com/Anthony Cumia. And little Jimmy Norton, twitter.com/Jim Norton.
Got a full house today. Bobby Lee in studio playing Caroline's tonight. I'm still confused by your play.
I don't even know what it is.
It's written so
It's at
up.
10 o'clock. It's at 10 o'clock.
At Caroline's, right?
At Caroline's. Come at 9:30.
All right.
It's a live stream for Comedy Central. It's jokes.com.
Okay.
And they get to see a show for an hour and a half.
Okay, and it'll be online as well.
That's what it's only online. It's only online.
But I mean, if you were there, you're also seeing
if you
live.
see it live, yeah.
I'm confused.
Hey, me too.
Have fun
I don't
tonight.
know.
I don't know.
They told me to come. I came. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And then we got Patrice O'Neill, who's got the big taping this Friday.
Yeah.
We want to make sure the house is filled for Patrice this Friday night. People are calling to buy their to win their tickets now. We could even give more away right now. Just call the pad data number. And also now we got Danny Putty in studio from Community. How are you, sir?
Yay.
Hey, everybody. What's happening?
And you're in the back of the room, and we apologize ahead of time.
Danny, you want to sit here?
I like being in the back.
No, because if I'm in the back, I can escape.
No, that's
I need to escape.
No, that's more of a commitment up there. Back here's kind of nice. I get to kind of feel out the mood, see what the tone is up there.
For you.
Yeah.
You got to stay here.
I know. I'm here.
How long have you been here, Bobby?
I've been here. Well, Jason
the longest
Schwartzman was
he's
here.
ever been here.
Yeah, I'm doing
Bobby
better.
usually bolts out the door and some fucking.
But Danny, I came in aggressively. I came in like I with my underwear.
Someone told me you were showing your underwear. That
my Rainbow Bright underwear, and I wrestled a guy that looks like a Down syndrome.
Is it stripper underwear with the little pouch?
Stevie,
what do we got?
We have a history with Bobby Lee.
We have a big history.
We've made him run out of here many times.
Dude, it was the worst.
And we didn't even realize we were doing that to him.
Clothed?
What?
Do you always run out naked or
No. I spit on a guy's penis once here.
Yeah.
Inside the studio?
Yeah, inside.
Whose dick was that? Was that
Raise your hand.
That was Bobo.
It was twisted. His penis was twisted.
Yeah.
Like a roller coaster.
It looked like a dog had chewed it.
Like a red vine.
Yeah,
it was really bad.
It was not good.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Really bad.
I don't like red vines anymore. Bobby.
Yeah. There might have been another.
Patrice comes in, right? Patrice comes in and,
Yeah.
he says that I was in the Adidas commercial. Then I have a campaign.
Fast. He's fast.
Yeah.
Fast.
He's on the show with Danny.
Huh?
Ken Jeong.
Yeah. Ken Jeong's on the show with Danny.
Is he's on the show? He's a regular?
Yeah.
Ken Jeong, man.
Ben Chang.
Blew-
LT
he blew
Gray.
up. He
LT
blew
Gray.
up. And
blew up.
He blew up.
And,
But what
and
happened?
quite frankly, no bullshit, other than karate, I've never, Lucy Liu, and she's some half type of chick with freckles and shit.
Oh, she's gorgeous.
But
I like her.
I've never heard of an Asian guy blowing up. Like in Hollywood. This is fucking
Ken Jeong,
unprecedented.
if Ken Jeong
man.
was sitting there, he would have offered me a seat, too. Great guy.
Yeah.
Oh,
How dare
shit.
you? First of all, I just did. I offered you the seat.
Yeah,
I offered you the seat. And then you betray me like that?
Nah, but you fucked up. I'm gonna tell you what you didn't do.
These are life lessons.
You should have got the fuck up.
You don't want a life lesson from.
You don't want a life lesson,
You don't want
man.
a life lesson from
Here's
Bobby Lake.
nice
Trust me.
101.
Yeah,
You
right.
should have got up
Yeah.
and insisted and pushed. Not,
That gets you parts.
yes, you fucked up.
No. Well, here's I don't care. I'm at a point now where I don't. You know what? I
But you
walk
do
out of
care.
auditions.
You
No,
do
I walk
care,
out of
bro.
auditions.
You walk out of auditions?
If I sit there
Why?
and there's 20 other Asian guys in like samurai outfits, and I look around, I will leave. You know what I mean? I'm not getting it.
Same thing. Me in lab coats, man.
Really? That's it?
Yeah, because they treat you like you've never done anything. You know what I mean? I come in, there's 30. Can I say pan-faced gooks? I'm going to say it, right? I just said it, right? They have pan-face.
I'm in the back.
You're in the back, right? And these are all guys that have never done anything, you know what I mean? And I sit there and they look at me, what's up, dude? Come on, man.
You're
Not that I don't think I'm better than
You
them.
are above that.
No, I don't think I'm above that. I'm just saying, though, that
it's also
Here's a problem, though.
Uh-oh.
This is a big problem.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
What's your name again, brother?
Danny.
Danny.
Yep.
I just asked Danny, is he Indian? And he's like, yeah. The weird thing about the Asian, the Chinese thing, is that there's not the day of the China guy. It's just Ken Jeong. Right now, it's fucking Indian guy season. There's
Jai
spots
ho, baby.
for a bunch of motherfucking Indian guys, man. Russell, Aziz, Danny Boy. Then you got the dude from The Office.
All right.
Who's
Mindy Kaling, the girl?
no, the dude.
Yeah.
And a new girl on SNL.
And there's a
It's
new
like
show. There's a show with Indians in it.
The
whatever.
whole thing is fucking outsourced.
Outsourced.
Indians are working,
Yeah, Indians are
Why is that?
the new big
but
thing.
Asians ain't working. It's just Ken
Why
Jeong.
no, why no love for the Asians, Bobby Lake?
Because I think I have a weird vibe out there.
You
They think
blew it
that
for
I'm
everyone,
crazy.
I'm thinking.
Well, you know, when I was on Mad TV, I pooped in a producer's room.
Yeah.
On the floor.
Life
Why
lesson?
did you do that?
Life lessons.
Life lesson.
Yeah.
Life lesson.
I get it now.
Because I was betrayed. You know what I mean? So for me, it's like I don't have the
What
thing
is
where
that?
it's like
What are
I
you
don't think I should
fucking-
poop in the producer's room. I think I need revenge.
How did he betray you?
Because what happened was they had Jackie Chan on the show, right? So I wrote a letter to the producer saying, I don't care what it is. I'm on the show. I want to be in the sketch. They shot it without me, right?
Wow.
So I found that. I thought that was betrayal.
Did
You know
someone
what I mean?
play you?
And somebody
Yeah,
deserved
what
pooped in their dressing
Did
room.
they not want two Asians?
Yeah. Is that too much?
No, I didn't think it was a scheduling thing. I don't know what the hell the deal was. I don't care, right? It was deception. And I'm going to poop in your room.
That's a
Bobby, you ever...
Therapy?
Were you ever offered SNL?
No.
Because you were on Mad
Yeah,
TV,
I was on that
probably,
for
right?
too long, I think. I was on it for almost 8 years. 8 years. Yeah.
Oh, then you were the brand. That's it.
Yeah, after
No,
8
I know
years
you.
or
I
so.
know you were. You were
Nobody
that
from
show.
Mad is like.
But I'm thinking
That's the
that
thing,
they
we're
must
the
hate
curse,
the
we're
bad
cursed.
guys.
But I saw the Mike McDonald's special on Showtime.
Yeah.
He's a mad motherfucker too. He's an edgy guy, man.
Yeah.
These guys,
Yeah,
these
we're
Mad
weird.
TV guys are.
We're edgy.
One thing too about Ken is traditional Asian dude. He's goes in character. Bobby's a problem, man. Nobody. Bobby makes people nervous.
Bobby's pooping in drawers and running out of here with his underwear.
And he opens his fucking mouth. He opened his mouth about fucking Carlos. It's like it's dangerous to be a guy that opens your fucking mouth in this game.
Why can't you keep your mouth shut, Bobby?
No, that's unfair. First of all,
he's gonna put
Unfair to who, motherfucker?
no. Listen, I'm
You
not.
said something.
I'm not being combative. I'm not being combative. All right.
All right.
But what I'm saying,
Because your hands his hands are too little to hold those stars.
That's crazy. The Chinese stars, you mean? Is that what you mean? I can hold a blowgun.
Are you going to give him a life lesson?
Life lessons. Yeah,
with one hand while there's fingers in the ass.
I'm going to tell you what I'm going to tell you the reality. I know you saw. I'm going to tell you the reality of that situation, though. Okay. There was a time when Joe Rogan was there every night, and he had this other guy from Red Band. It's an internet guy filming everywhere. Right. He was filming everywhere. Time. Right.
He does the podcast.
So I didn't see him filming. So Joe comes up, he says it, and I'm just nonchalantly, like I would say anything to Joe.
Some Mel Gibson shit.
Yeah, some Mel Gibson stuff, right? And that was back when I was using, too. I was drinking. That was a long time ago. That was footage from a very long time ago. So I feel like I was screwed. Now, with Mencia and Rogan, we're all cool. You know what I mean? But that was an awful time.
Are Mencia and Rogan cool?
No.
Oh, I didn't think so. Okay.
No, never.
Never.
Never, ever.
They're going to kill
I don't think that Joe would want it either. I don't think either one of them.
No. No. I feel bad for Mencia now, man.
Really?
Yeah. I just feel bad. He's a friend, you know what I mean?
Well, it kind of all came out and got very ugly for him, and then what happened? How did he handle it? I saw him on a plane, but
I think Comedy Central, because of all the letters and stuff, and because of that fiasco, ultimately made a decision to let the show go. And I think that I don't want to get into if he steals or not steals.
He said he did.
Well,
he's
admitted it. Okay. Well, I'm still not going to get into it because I almost had the Mexican Mafia. I almost had the Mexican Mafia.
He just wants to be. He desperately wants to be a nice guy.
But you missed what he said. You missed what he said. There is a Mencia Mafia.
What do you mean?
I've seen it.
Really? Mencia Mafia.
Yeah, he's got a lot of guys.
Yeah.
Oh man,
cousins and stuff.
Yeah,
with tattoos. When the tattoos on the neck, I don't screw with that. I don't screw with that.
That's another level of commitment.
Wait a minute. He has people, but are you saying who he is or Mexicans?
People that love him. What? He's not a Mexican. What?
He's a fucking. He's like some type of fucking Iranian or something.
No. He's not Iranian. Here's the story, dude. He grew up in Honduras because I went to his village. I went to the Mencia village. No electricity, no running water. His dad was German, right? Had sex with a Honduran lady, right? Took off.
So he's German
and you're worried about getting
Honduran.
fucked up as you're telling his whole family's fuck story. See, Bobby just needs to shut
I'm gonna leave.
Bobby, come here. No, you're not. Come here, Bobby. Come here, Bobby.
he's just out of his.
We got an empty seat here.
Empty seat. You might as well step up.
I don't want to sit in that seat. It's cursed.
Bobby can't just leave happily.
No.
He leaves.
What is that about?
We were getting along every goddamn time.
But he's done. He's done.
He's crazy.
He'll never come back.
He won't come back.
But not tonight.
Yeah, he'll come back.
He's done for
frequently?
today.
Yeah, he's done for the day.
I don't get it either.
But he's not. No one's vilifying this motherfucker.
I don't get it.
No, he's like, no, I'm the bad guy.
Are we trying to get him back in?
But here's what I was trying to help him with.
Yeah, shut the fuck up.
He's not aware of his problem.
No, I just saw him go through another door.
He's going. But it's like he's fucking. It's like, Bobby, you're going worse.
He tried to not say something, and by not saying something, he was saying worse shit.
I'm just curious about his trip to that village. Why was he there? What was going on with that?
Why was he in the village of Mencia?
And he knew everything.
He's coming back.
Is he coming back?
Come on, Bobby.
Wait, we can hear.
Hey, Bobby.
Wait.
Oh, shit.
Oh, there he is.
Oh, man.
Okay, I just want to say this, though. Can I just say this?
No, wait. Let me explain. Let me explain to you, Bob. Let me explain to you what I'm doing.
Bobby, I saved your seat.
Let me explain to you what I did.
Okay, can I say something?
I'm being honest, too. I'm not lying. I don't need to lie. I'm saying what I was doing is trying to help you understand.
No, you're not helping me understand.
Wait. That when you're easy, whatever seven voices is going on now, just boil it down. Listen, Bobby, I'm saying...
Breathe.
No, don't touch me. Don't touch me.
I'm not trying to...
I like you, but don't touch me.
I'm not going to touch you.
All right, but you're putting your hands too close to me.
All right, no problem.
No, I love you. No, I love you, though. You're
Patrice,
very
you don't
funny
want a life lesson.
guy. You don't want a life lesson.
He
All right,
gives
can I
life
say this?
lessons.
No, Patrice, here's what it is.
My dry cleaner's naked when he's taking my fucking clothes. So I'm saying that I know what you're thinking. I'm saying that I was saying this is why you're not aware that you think you're being nice, right?
Ooh.
But what's happening is this is assholeness what you're doing by mistake. You are a natural uncomfortable guy, and I'm trying to say, see what you're doing here by trying to say not things, you're saying other things. That's all I was trying to say. Not trying to play you out.
Oh, so Bobby's an asshole.
Oh, so you're saying...
Whatever.
Let me throw this. But the thing is that, can I say this, though, all right? All right. And I'm not... Because basically what you're saying is that I'm an asshole. Ooh.
Yes, but I'm saying it naturally though. I'm saying
I'm a natural asshole.
It's not
So I
malicious.
should feel good.
It's not malicious.
I should feel good because I'm a natural asshole. I was born this way.
No, I shouldn't. Not that you should feel good. You should embrace it and say that's what it is.
Bobby, here's the example that was given. What you were doing was you didn't want to say certain things about Carlos.
Yeah.
And in trying not to say it, you filled up that time with saying worse things.
What did I say that was bad?
This German father fucking this Honduran mother.
The village.
No.
No electricity.
But maybe he doesn't look at it that way.
You don't even know why you were there.
No, first of all, Mencia finds that embracing, right? He doesn't deny it. He's talked about it. He flew me out there to show me.
Why were you in his village?
Yeah, why did he fly
hey,
to the
dude, you want to come see the village I grew up in? So I go, yeah, and we flew out there. We took a little raft, you know what I mean, to get to it. You know what I mean? I stayed for 3 weeks. I ate iguanas.
I never mentioned Carlos stealing ever. That whole thing. I kept my mouth until I seen a thing where he
admitted it,
and it seemed. And now maybe they edited it, but he admitted it, and he seemed proud of it. And that's when I started kind of like going, wow, man. You know, Joe saw it, but when you admit it, and the way they showed it, where he's like, yeah, I do it, and I remix it, and I'm going to take your shit as if that's what comedians do.
Yeah.
I didn't like that.
Said that's what everyone does anyway.
So he's a nice guy.
Yeah.
Have you met him? He's a very nice guy.
Yeah, I know Carlos.
Yeah.
On a personal level, I like Carlos a lot.
When I was poor, he bought me a car. And I was just an open micer. I didn't have a car.
Fair enough.
He's a nice guy.
He is a nice guy.
Yeah. And I'm a bad friend because I'm an asshole. Is that what you're saying, Patrice?
Ooh.
No,
and let me say this. I want to defend myself.
Patrice is kind of saying that.
But here's what I want to say. No, I'm not gonna walk out. But here's what I'm going to say. Sorry, Danny. We'll get back to community in a second.
What time does this show come on, by the way?
Thursdays, 8 o'clock.
8 p.m. tomorrow night.
Oh, the big Thursdays.
Yeah.
Patrice, I've done, movies and I've done TV stuff and pilots and stuff.
Before you finish, do you understand the context first that I tried to explain?
No, I don't. Completely confused.
No, not really.
No,
you understand my context?
No, please clear it up because right now I'm sweating.
Mom, Dad, stop fighting.
The context is this.
Yeah.
It's self-awareness is what I'm saying.
I
I'm
don't
saying
have self-awareness.
You all right, Bobby?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Let me stop. Go ahead, man.
What'd you do in the village?
Yeah, what was going on? And you talking about iguanas or something?
Yeah, what happened?
What do you do in the village?
I want
There
to know
was
about
no
the raft
running
trip.
water or electricity in his village, right? And he admits to it, you know what I mean?
How long were you there?
I was there for like 2 or 3 weeks.
So what did you do?
Why would you go there for 2 or 3 weeks?
Because he bought him a car.
Yeah. So I went over there.
How did you spend your time, Bobby? What'd you do?
I got a fucking answer. He gave me a bottle of Muscatel. I got a fucking.
You and I
gotta
have to
say
do
yes
shit.
to him.
We played ping pong.
You played ping pong?
We played ping pong in the village.
For 3 weeks?
Yeah, for 3 weeks. And they also we killed a pig.
Well, you had no water.
No, they
But they had ping pong.
They have flow, the river, the flowing river.
Oh.
Yeah,
And you killed a pig?
No, they did. I didn't. I was at 5 in the morning. They woke me up to see it.
You fucked a pig.
I didn't fuck one. I've never fucked an animal ever.
No.
Bobby's face. After everything, I spit on the dick, fingers in the ass.
Yeah.
How dare you fucking say I fucked a goddamn pig? I'll kill one of you motherfuckers.
You know what?
Bobby.
No, because what he's saying is this, okay? And I'm a huge fan of Patrice, okay? But this is what, and I think I misunderstood what he's saying. But this is what I'm getting from it, okay? That I'm a volatile person. Ooh. Right? I was born fucked up. Like, I have no sense of, like, you know what I mean? Social, right?
Yeah.
And you know what that means.
And part of that is because he's Asian, dude, too, by the way. I have an Asian fish guy.
That's fucking
Asian
ridiculous.
people are socially.
All right, that's it. That's crazy. That's crazy.
The second one.
Bobby! I gotta get to some sleep.
Where you going?
Oh, man.
You're basically saying you're basically saying it's a cultural thing.
It's 10 at night in China. You don't need to go anywhere and sleep.
I'm Korean, first of all. You think that that's hilarious. But my point is this, okay? Can I say this? Is that you're saying it's a cultural thing that we just talk shit?
No.
No. Yeah. They're saying that I talk shit.
You're adding extra shit.
You know what I mean?
I'm saying it's a cultural thing, but then you add to talk shit.
Can I say this?
I'm on your side.
No, you're not on my side. You're my enemy right now. But my point is this, okay? You're part of this whole thing.
And they never forget.
You're part of the whole thing. But let me say something, okay?
The whole thing.
The reason why I am the way I am here, right, is because of I have to come in here with my defense mechanisms up.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And the thing is that so I just keep talking, right? So that. And what it is, I just fucked myself. You know what I mean? Basically, what it is that what I'm doing is
you tripped up.
I'm holding the gun backwards. You know what I mean? Shooting myself.
Turn it.
And I gotta turn
it, Bobby.
I gotta turn the gun.
Come on, man. At least point it up or down. Point it down.
You came in here and you got naked. Everything's good.
What this is?
Wait, you were naked first?
He was naked, and then
I was naked.
Was that a defense mechanism?
Bobby, it scares people.
Yeah.
That's a
How is that
hello.
a defense mechanism, though?
But
That's a hello.
To me, it's funny. You gotta understand these motherfuckers.
Yeah, I
only
don't
want
do
to
it.
scare.
Yeah, but I don't do.
He doesn't do it all the
fine.
time.
That's the point. That's exactly the point.
You're natural.
So I'm fucked.
Just don't shit in
Because I
our
want to do
office
movies.
after
I want to do movies.
Yeah.
I want to do more work, but
Yeah.
I'm essentially screwed as a
Oh,
person.
you should do a
Unless-
movie about your visit to that village. I'd watch that.
Let me ask you a question. Why
No,
couldn't-
I think that'd be interesting.
How come I couldn't touch you? Is that a
No, you can touch
personal
me.
space?
No,
or just don't touch
no, you can touch me. I'll give you a hug and
Oh,
everything.
so you don't even know, you don't even know when Bobby's fucking around, really?
No.
None of us do.
All right, good enough.
I'm very confused by Bobby Lee.
Watching these two talk, it was like every fucking grocery store in Brooklyn.
Can I have one of those? Or I think I need one of these. Yeah. Yeah. I'm cool now.
Damn,
I'm fine. I know what
that
he's saying. I know what he's saying now.
You know Danny or
Really?
what?
I love Danny.
You know Putty?
Yeah, we have mutual friends.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, like my
We-
friend is dating one of the girls on Community, and we had
chicken
dinner.
and waffles together.
Yeah, chicken and waffles together.
Oh, that sounds nice.
Great guy. Great guy.
It wasn't just us two.
You feel his energy, Danny's energy?
Yeah.
It's the energy of going to work for the rest of his fucking
Yeah,
life.
Yeah.
He just got, it's very...
He has a lot to lose.
Thanks, guys.
You can feel it.
He's got the energy of I got a lot to lose. I
Yeah,
don't,
he's-
I don't need to be
And
part
so
of this.
There's
Yeah.
just...
I don't need to be part of
Do you
this.
have any angst at all, Danny? What do you want to say when you just... What do you go, oh, man, I just want to say this, and it ain't good to this business.
Well, he ain't gonna say it.
To the business?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I played 3 Sanjays in 2007, so there was definitely a little bit of that, where I'm Polish, too. Everyone thinks I'm Indian. As far as angst, besides that, that's really
Never
it.
mind. See?
That's it.
Do
Yeah.
you see how easy it
He knows how to
fucking
play
is?
it.
Yeah. But
That's all
then if
you
you
have
ask
to do,
me,
Bobby.
but if you ask me the same question, ask me now.
Do you have any?
I'm gonna try what he did. I'm gonna try to do
Why
what
are
he
you
did.
sitting like Truman Capote right now?
Because I want to change. I want to change. I want to change.
All right, ask him the question.
Yeah, I want to
Trace.
change.
Hey, let me ask you a question.
Yes,
Is there
hello.
anything about this business that causes you some angst that you just wish it wasn't like this?
No, I love everybody. No, I love everybody, and I'm just happy to be here.
Oh, yeah?
But they don't say that.
No.
No.
They
They don't say it that way either.
They don't say it that way.
Yeah,
Okay,
it's-
I'll be honest with you.
Okay, what-
Okay,
Do you love the business?
no. And ask me why. Ask me why.
Why don't you? It's too late now. It's already
No,
done.
I'll tell you why.
Why don't you love the
Because it's the
business?
land of crazy. Nothing makes sense. Okay, nothing makes sense. All right. If I'll give you an example. Right. What I'm saying is this: if an Asian guy like myself, right, who's on a series for 8 years, who does stand up, you know what I mean, who sells. I'm not a theater guy.
Sell a lot of tickets.
Yeah, but I sell tickets and stuff like that, right?
Sure.
I shouldn't be in a room with these 22-year-old Asian guys, you know what I mean, waiting to audition for something. You know what I mean? I should have to call me in at a separate time.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I wait an hour with these guys. They're talking about. I go, no, dude, you can't kill the way I kill on stage. I mean, that's the truth. You know what I mean? And I feel like
Are you saying
stand-ups.
it could be racism in Hollywood?
No, what I'm saying is that I think that stand-ups in general don't get the respect that they deserve.
Well, true that.
You know what I mean?
So
I think that if you go up on stage and in front of 500 random people and you can crush, I think that should have you come in at 2 to 2:30.
But Bobby, can I say that
the regular people come at noon? You come to 2 to 2:30.
We don't give stand-up. Now that statement though,
Yeah.
we don't give stand-up the respect it deserves because as soon as we think we can leave, we go.
You leave.
No
right.
one stays.
Right.
So everyone wants to get it. Stand-up really is
The stepping stone.
a stepping stone or a lower level. We do that to ourselves.
Why?
I don't know. That's what we do. Meaning every major comedian that started at stand-up that got up to a point where he's recognized for not doing stand-up anymore, he doesn't do it.
Probably because of the money, though, too, though. It's hard. It's like, Jim Carrey can make a lot doing stand-up, but you $20 million a movie. And it's a lot easier as far as, the grind or the risk of stand-up, which is bombing and it's live and you got to get, it's acting, not that acting is easy, but it's less of a fucking grind to be on a film with nice people who love you for $20 million.
Still, once you get your 20, this is what I'm saying. People quit. That's what we do to our.
Yeah, Sandler doesn't do it much. Murphy, Steve Martin. You're right. Jim Carrey. A lot of those guys don't. They're all great
I
comics.
don't have to do this stupid shit no more.
Why would they go out on the road?
But
Seinfeld does it.
Yeah,
he's
one of the
Cosby
rares.
did it.
Cosby still does it. I saw him recently in Atlantic City. He's still doing stand up.
Is he?
Yeah.
I mean, it's
probably
It's
bad
just for me,
investment.
stand-up is like one of those things
Cost me
where it's
money,
like I
lost
have
it
to
all.
do. I'm addicted to it.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, I could be on a Monday night and I'll go to like an open mic. I mean, they'll just put me on, but I'll just try new stuff. You know what I mean? I mean, it's just something that I have to do every night.
Really?
You're one of those guys. Jimmy's like that, right? Jimmy?
Yeah.
No, I just
Jim's
love
like
it.
that too, yeah.
Even when I'm bombing, I just love it.
I don't like bombing.
Really? You
Because
don't
my
mind?
job as an entertainer, Bob, it's to really get those people feeling good.
And Norton, if you hit it big, where you're a 20 million a movie guy, are you gonna still do stand-up?
Yeah, I love doing stand-up, but
You're gonna do spots on Thursday?
Chris Rock is a guy who makes a tremendous amount of money, films everything, and still does it. I would like to have that kind of a career where it's you're doing it because you have something to say and you want to do it. Like whenever he wants to go on, he goes on anywhere he wants. That's a great schedule.
And
to
he's
have.
respectful with the time and everything.
Yeah, he's not a dick
Yeah, he's not a
at
dick.
all, but he doesn't need to do it, but he loves doing it.
But
Like that's
you-
the kind of career I'd like to have.
You would go fucking crazy because you'd be second guessing up there. Are they here and laughing because I'm funny, or are they here and laughing because I'm who I am?
Nah, but you get over that. Like they like Seinfeld said, like the first 5 minutes. I've seen Chris not have good sets, or Jerry
Yeah.
in the cellar. Man, the cellar's forgiving for 5 minutes. Hey, we love you, and they're not going to boo those guys, but they're not going to laugh for 40. Robin will go in there. Robin Williams will do great for a few minutes, and then he starts fucking working on material. Some works, some bombs.
Yeah.
But yeah, he's like any other comic. After a few minutes,
Yeah, but that place is
they're
like
not going to heckle
an
him. Though.
anomaly.
They're not going to yell at him.
That place is an anomaly.
But they're
It's
good. That's
just
why Chappelle works out there, because they're very honest.
Yeah, but then you go into some regular fucking comedy club. That's a comics comedy club.
I think the Comedy Store in L.A. is like that.
Yeah,
It's
he's
dark
right.
And,
Yeah.
and it's very difficult.
Yeah.
That's why I like going to it.
I fucking every time I have a TV set out there, when I do the store, oh,
Why? Brutal.
it just is. My first TV set ever was Louis Anderson's. My first real one was Friday.
That Louis Anderson show?
I did that in Santa Monica. So the night before I'm ready to tape, I go on, and fucking Dice walks in. I'd never met Dice. And they're like, Dice is going on. So he goes, and nobody wanted Frankie Pace was on next. He's like, I know he's got the fucking horn on. I don't want to go on after Dice. So I'm like, fuck it, I'll go on after him. I know I'm going to bomb. And I had a 7 TV clean minutes. And he's like, the piano player brings you up. I mean, the piano player tells the comedian on stage who you are, and they bring you up.
Yeah.
It's tag team.
Awful.
And
Shitty comedy.
so Dice goes,
Evil
who's next?
spirits in that fucking place.
Dice had just done an hour of filth, and he goes, who's next? And they're like, Jim Norton. Who? No, this next guy, yeah, he's great. You're gonna love him.
Oh, no.
I fucking died for 7 minutes. I tried the opening, like I had Dice was my opener. Nothing. That was like 97. Nothing.
There's nothing worse than bombing, but at the same time bombing, and you feel like you bombed because they were above that stupid shit. You said, really? That was clever 7 years ago. Asshole.
You think we've never heard that, faggot? Yeah. I bombed for beyond my control. I couldn't have gotten out of
You
it.
don't do you do stand-up there?
I don't do stand-up.
Where you come from? What's your background?
I did some sketch comedy and improv back in
Improv.
Chicago.
Second City,
Some
right?
theater. The Second City stuff. I admire stand-ups. I'm terrified of that. I don't know if I could ever do that.
Yeah, that would be. I don't understand how you get up there,
When you
especially
get famous,
bombing. Ugh.
I'm sorry.
No, I mean especially bombing. It's just
When you get famous, though, and it comes down to it, you're going to do it because a lot of comics, I noticed the business right now is very strange, where everybody's downsizing from, like, movie star down to TV star, and TV star down to commercial guy, down to stand-up comedian, motherfucker. It's you can see it. You can't just say it's like fucking Christian Slater they've been trying to give him a TV show for I think 3 he's had.
But there's also a late 80s vibe where everyone's doing it now. Like Roddy Piper's doing it now at the Comedy Store every night. Steve O's doing it now for Jaguar.
Steve Foley's
doing it?
Mick Foley's doing it.
Yeah. So people are doing it now. You know what I mean? Because they want to make the money on the road.
Damn.
You know what I mean?
You think it's all financial, huh?
I think they've secretly
and they want to do it.
You think those guys
And
think?
that's why I work.
You think those guys think it's easy to?
Yeah.
Obviously, it's not. I'm not trying to insult you guys, but do they look at you guys and go, "Wow, that looks easy. I could do that."
No,
and then they're finding out, "Holy shit, this is not as easy as I
complete
thought."
respect for us. He even says, like off stage, like backstage, like I can't do what you guys do. And he goes up there and he struggles, but he's trying.
You think they went into it ahead of time to? You think they did ahead? Thought that it was easy.
Maybe
going
before
into
they
it.
went into it.
That's what I'm saying.
You know what? There's nothing scarier than the first time you go up, right? And you're backstage and you're like, oh my God, I have to actually do this. And then you go up and the lights hit you. And I've seen that, you know what I mean? Even
Right.
with stars, they've tried it for the first time. Mary Lynn Rice Cup did a show at the Laugh Factory.
Who?
Mary Lynn, she's on 24, Mary Lynn Rice Cup.
Okay.
And she asked all the cast of 24 to do stand-up for the first time, right? So I get a call from Jamie Massett. I go, you got to get down here right away and close out the show. I go, why? Everyone's eating it. I went, packed room, the cast of 24, each... like the president,
Why
the FBI
wow.
agent, and they're up on stage doing stand-up,
There's
right?
a humility to stand-up, though. See,
Yeah.
this the thing you gotta understand. There's a vulnerability even when you're trying to be. And I can picture actors going up, looking at what they think is funny when they look at these fucking cheese balls with this new, the new I don't care, I care, but if you don't laugh,
that phony irony, that phony detached bullshit.
Right.
Phony
Is
irony.
that funny? You didn't get it, so I'm
but what I saw,
elevating above you.
what I saw was fear on everyone's face. They weren't even having that. They were eating it.
I would have given Stanley basis for eating ball eating like good for you.
That'd be a great episode of 24
Shove it
right there.
in your fucking ass cheeks.
I would have loved that episode.
Now you know. Now you
Terrifying.
know fucking cut and try it again. Now you know how you have to cut and re-edit in your mind because you go, and you do this in your mind, motherfucker. I missed the most important part of the fucking joke. And that's in your head as you're sitting there trying to be like fucking finger gunpoint like bang, bang.
Going just how I planned.
A lot of crazy stuff going on. I just wanted to let y'all know that. See, sometimes we comedians aren't trying to be funny. We're just trying to be knowledgeable. Dig that. But it's easy. But like I said, funny is a whole different thing from comedy. Comedy is business.
Yeah.
Just funny guys doing funny shit. It ain't as many of those in the game as you think. And the funny guys doing funny shit are the ones that have, some of them have problems. Look at like Voss. Voss is one of the funniest motherfuckers.
Can I tell you how funny fucking Voss was last night at that roast? Voss is a sickeningly funny guy.
He's just one of the fun. I'm gonna tell you the funniest thing Voss ever said, and he said 1,000 funny things, but he's so fucking good, right? This girl was in the audience just heckling or whatever. He's like, shut up. He goes, where you from? She says, Minnesota. Where you doing in Minnesota? And she says, I go to school. Yeah, what do you do? She goes, well, I go to a school where you don't take classes and you kind of choose what you want to do that day. And Voss goes, who's your fucking principal, Billy Jack? And my fucking head almost came off laughing that he would say that. But Voss is like, there's nobody funnier than him.
But that's not him being funny. That's him being old, and that's the last movie reference.
That fucker is he's a humble dude. He's a funny guy. But it's like, there's no way that Big Lake should be on TV and Voss ain't on TV. You feel me? It's just no fucking way. And it's just, that's the thing about the game. It's you know, you all shut the fuck up. But I thought it was about talent, and I have.
Well, Voss has been hammering
at
at trying to, like, he's a driven guy. He's not lazy.
No, he's not a lazy
trying
guy.
for
but
years.
He's uncomfortable, Voss.
He really
somebody.
is.
He meets a new comic.
He is uncomfortable.
New comics don't fuck with each other.
I understand what you're saying now.
We used to fuck with each other back.
Yeah.
Me and Norton and them, we used to have hat court. Where we would
take each other's bits to hat court,
hat court, we would put your bit up on trial. Like to go,
that's so
I think that this bit sucks that you do.
Yeah, you have to defend your own bit.
Yeah, oh, that's great.
Yeah, and hat court.
I
forgot about hat court.
Never do that shit.
What was Patrice's?
I don't remember even what any of ours was. No.
So
I would love to know.
I'll tell you what mine was. I tell you
Was
right
it ass
now.
in the front? Whatever it was.
Right, let's hear it, Patrice.
It was racist Popeye. They put up. I used to go, Keith, and I remember I put Keith's toe booth up on trial, but I put up, I used to go, Popeye's a racist, you can hear him, he would go, nigga. And I fucking, after it went on hand court, I never said it again. I couldn't defend.
You couldn't defend it?
It just was funny. It's just funny to fucking hear. Just to say that. Yeah. And oof.
Yeah, that was like the jury was out for 6 minutes on that one. No questions for the judge.
He actually pled. He pled a fucking settlement.
They didn't even need to go in the back. They just said we're ready to vote right now.
No angry men on that one.
No, not at all.
Damn.
We all got fucking killed.
That's
in hack
funny,
court.
man. That's hack
I was
court.
doing something on stage one time in the cellar. It was something that required me, like, it was some horrendous, like, movement. And I look over and I see Keith and Voss looking at me from the door, and I'm like, I never can do this bit again. I was humiliated that I had been caught doing that bit.
Like, looking up, jerking off, and your mom's at the door.
Yeah, but it was one of those fucking one of those humiliating moments where you're just like, the audience is okay for them to see it, but not your friends.
That's why, I distance myself, because a lot of comedy, you don't need to be funny, and you meet a lot of taking themselves very seriously comics, where I go, what drove you to this again? Because you joke. Because Voss will go, I've seen people bent out of shape, but Voss will go, how long you been in the business? Somebody will go, 2 years. You go, okay, great. And he'll go, give me a cup of coffee. Yeah. and he'll stay in the character. Yeah. Or me, I'll fuck with guys that go, hi, I'm such and such. Like, and the guy that'll introduce is like, Bobby Kelly. He'll introduce like 3 young comics who love him. And then they go, I'll introduce you to the guys. And they come up with their, we're going to meet Norton, Patrice. And then I'll just go, Bobby, you should still be introducing yourself. You get somebody else to introduce you to me, and then maybe I'll talk to your shitty friends. And we won't break character, but it's like, this is just too mean.
They're horrified,
It's just evil. I'm going to fucking kill myself because I'm being teased. It's just like,
You ever see Keith? Keith Robinson was really funny. He'd be at the cellar and someone would go, hey, this is, I don't want to meet him. And he won't look up, and he gives the dismissive hand. And he's a terrible actor, but he's great there because he will not look up and he won't meet him. I don't want to meet him.
Keith is brutal, man. He's brutal.
I don't want to meet him. I don't want to meet him.
Yeah.
Philly motherfucker.
Oh, he really is a fucking dummy.
Or Voss would go, the guy stick his hand out to shake his hand. Voss will tell somebody else, can you shake his hand for me? I don't want to touch it. It's just funny shit. It's funny.
Voss will call anybody out. Voss really does have a bit of Asperger's because he's the guy that will. I've watched him do it in delis for years. If they get him coffee and they touch the inside of his cup in front of a line full of people, he'll go, "You're touching the inside of my cup." That's good. Cough in your hand. Wash your hands. Just cough in your hand. I forget who it was. I was with a girl one time, and I was waiting for her. She went into the fucking store, and she came out, and she goes, some guy is being such an asshole in there. 30 seconds later, Voss walked out.
God damn it.
He's the fucking
And don't forget,
worst.
you can't touch him either. Can't touch Voss.
Well, I think Voss had to be molested.
He has that thing.
Gets freaked out.
I always tell. We'll talk. I'll just rest my hand on him, and he can't handle love or being
his mind. Yeah.
Wow.
Bobby Lee, though, he'll hump anybody, right, Bobby?
No.
Life lessons. Bobby
Bonnie told me one time she was crying, and Voss was trying to comfort her.
What's Danny plugging?
Yeah, I'm sorry, Dan. It's a weird day, man. We got a lot of guys in today.
Fine, I'm in the back.
Community. He's on Community on Thursday nights at 8 o'clock, NBC.
Come watch Community tomorrow night.
It's only the biggest show on TV.
Is it a hit now? It's a hit?
Nah, I wouldn't say it's a hit. It's there.
It's because
They pick it up every year,
They're
though,
picking
right?
it up. Second season.
Who's your leading?
Us.
Oh, you're 8
Yeah,
o'clock.
we're 8 o'clock. Yeah. Last week we had Shrek as a lead-in. That was nice. This week, no lead-in.
That helps a little bit.
But we got Hillary Duff tomorrow.
Who's after your show?
Us, 30 Rock.
Oh, 30 Rock.
Then The Office.
So it's a whole block. You're a part of the block.
Yeah, he's part of the block.
The must-see TV block.
Must-see TV.
Is that the biggest night on NBC right now?
I think so, right? That's the only comedy night right now.
A lot
That's
of
the
ethnic
Office,
people though on their
30 Rock,
shows, which is great.
What?
On
Outsourced.
NBC, a lot of ethnic people.
Oh, you like that?
Because of Grace Wu. There's this Asian
A
lady
lot
named
of
Grace
Grace
Wu.
people, but not a lot of black people, which, let's be honest, is the one that counts.
No, can I just say, let me get two. All right, you had your own network. Remember the CW and
We have 2 on our show.
What, Tracy and then the other guy that doesn't talk on The Office?
No, Community.
No, we have 2.
I mean, on 30 Rock, rather.
Oh, 30 Rock.
30 Rock.
And Tracy's not black now, like, meaning Tracy's a fucking brand now. He's not just a fucking black dude.
.com says stuff every once in a while.
But you have your own channel, right? Tyler Perry, the whole thing?
Yeah,
that
Tyler
is true. It's like, what are you complaining about? We don't have our own channel.
That's not my black people. That's churchy black. This churchy black. This somebody churchy when they have 3D, a hat comes out where you have to fucking give tides to the black church.
Give back your glasses, everybody. Give back your glasses.
Holy shit.
Who are your black people? Who would you say your black people are?
Yeah, I want to know your black people.
Oh, shit.
God damn, man. As a whole, I don't like positive black people, and I don't like fucking nigga shit.
Yeah.
I'm in between, so whatever that is.
Wow, what is
you
that?
know, like
What is that? Is right.
I enjoy, like, Jamie Foxx is a very
in between,
a guy that's like he's worldly, he doesn't hide it, and he's not corny. I don't like black guys who go, well, I'm trying my best to, white people are watching. And then I don't like niggas like, I eat scrimp. And I was like, nigga, like, it's shrimp, nigga. It's scrimp. And fucking spell the, T-H-E, nigga. Stop putting D-A as the. It's just like, it doesn't make you the shit. So I'm scrimp. I'm stuck in between, man. Like it's a weird thing, you know.
Your audience is what? Your audience is mixed or mostly white or half and half?
Oh shit, man. Mostly white people.
It is?
Yeah, because I did a lot of white shit when I started, but I'm trying to get some black people. I got a real underground, good black following.
Yeah.
But they ain't coming out like this, like they see Cat Williams. Nigga, like it ain't like Patrice is in town. Because I'm like, if those black people knew me when I was in Minnesota, that's would have filled up the other 200 seats that was missing.
I'm the same way with Asians, right? Like the FOBs, fresh off the boats, they hate me.
Really?
Yeah, and then the
really?
other ones that go to MIT, you know what I mean? They hate me. Right? So there's a small group that likes
the ones who have fingered the asses of retards. Anyone who's been raped by somebody with an extra chromosome.
Like the Fast and the Furious ones like
Yeah. The Tokyo Drift ones love me.
See, I'm learning something, because I would assume that every Asian comes out to see Bobby Lee. I would just assume
No,
that.
when I'm in Seattle, San Francisco, it's a great time. You know what I mean? But it's like...
But
Bobby doesn't represent this. What Russell?
Oh my God! You gonna attack me again?
No,
Oh
Russell,
man, come on!
Russell Peters. Russell Peters somehow is the voice of
Indians.
Asians. Like
Yeah.
they go,
Yeah.
they go. Oh, and when I say Asians, the whole.
Oh, the whole thing.
India. So they go, this is our guy, and Aziz, that's our guy. Even though Aziz is a little more mixed, but like. For them to come out, it's like this. And that's who big comics are now. By the way, are the ones that just whoever they identify with come to see him. That's why Larry the Cable Guy, he's filling up 50,000 seaters with rednecks and shit.
But see, I'll perform and I'll see an Asian person who thinks, you know, they're gonna like me, and I can see in their eyes like this is not
possible.
Yeah, this is not what I signed up for.
Yeah, this guy's not representing.
Yeah. He's not talking about, you know what I mean?
How do you see that in those tiny eyes? Fucking Bobby Lee's gonna be at Caroline's tonight. I know that.
Yeah, 10 o'clock.
And
well, you know what, guys? Thank you
internet.
so much for having me
Jokes
here.
talk. You want to run out of here before we get started?
Me too. I'm gonna take you with
I
Bobby.
need a cigarette. First of all, I need a cigarette.
I gotta go.
Oh shit!
Where you
Daddy's
going?
gotta go
Gotta
too.
run. I gotta go meet some people.
Community.
Gotta go meet my wife.
Yes, Community.
Thursday nights.
Your wife.
Thursdays.
How long you been
8
married?
p.m. NBC.
That's right.
How long? 5 years? Really? When did y'all meet? When you 6, 7?
Pretty much. We met in college.
They will not.
Hey, Danny, I want to apologize because I think that vibe when you came in was a little weird, and I think I'm the conduit.
You are the cause.
I'm the conduit of weirdness. So I just want to apologize because I love you, and you know what I mean. And God bless you.
And I love how Bobby's facial hair looks like that magnet thing when you was a kid. Magnet doodle.
Bobby looks good.
It's like you can't hold back.
He has the same.
there goes Bobby.
He has the same mustache.
I'm hanging out with Bobby. See you guys later. Bye.
All right, bye, Danny. Nice meeting you. All right.
Community.
What was that called growing up there, Patrice? Now I need to know what the fuck that was.
I think he said magnet doodle.
Okay,
it was a bald-headed guy and you just magnetized him.
That's hilarious.
I think Magnitude was something else. It was like fucking Wooly Willy.
Oh,
I think it was Willy Willy.
And Patrice is you're
I'm filming my special this Friday. Yeah.
Friday night, 2 shows.
I'm going, Patrice. I can't wait.
Where do people get tickets? Is there a place to get tickets?
No, I gave away 60. Wait, how many tickets? 50 or 60?
Those are pairs, so it's
60,
probably less.
50. So
We'll have more tickets to give away,
pairs.
either today or tomorrow. We're still giving tickets away.
Yeah, definitely.
For people in the
these
New York
These are
area.
special My Stash tickets that I'm giving to the wonderful show here.
Patrice is really pumped, so.
On November 1920, I'll be at Poughkeepsie and Bananas Poughkeepsie. I haven't been there in well over probably a year and a half, so I'm happy to be going back there.
Yeah.
They'll have you upstairs. They'll have you at the big
downstairs.
The big house. Downstairs.
That's
the big
what I
house.
do.
Yes,
Yeah.
go. Well, fuck you.
Well, I do. That's what I do.
Asshole.
Opie and Anthony. The Opie and Anthony Show. On the virus.